Stop recording video button. Near bottom edge.
Okay.
Near bottom right edge.
Hey everyone, welcome
Near
to
bottom edge.
our event for today.
Near bottom right edge.
This is our
Near
very
bottom
first.
edge.
Will you shut up? Okay. Welcome to.
One face near bottom edge.
Stop.
Centered.
Thank you. Welcome to
Near
our very,
top
very
edge.
first humor day for the performers. And we are going to be, originally we were planning on doing it for Fitness Friday. And I will tell you why we were going to do it for Fitness Friday. Okay, so humor, if you laugh, if you spend 15 seconds laughing, that's like spending 30 minutes at the gym. So for every 15
One face
seconds
near top
that
edge.
we spend laughing, we are going to award 30 Fitness Friday points. So we are very much behind on our Fitness Friday points. So we're gonna try and beef this up a little bit. So that is what we're doing for our Fitness Friday, but also this is going to be for Tidy Up Tuesday as well.
One face near top
We're going
edge.
to make this count for Tidy Up Tuesday as well, because number one, we were basically voluntold, because we are millennials and we live with our mother, and we were basically informed that we were cleaning the basement this afternoon, we are doing that and trying to do an event at the same time. So we're making it a Tidy Up Tuesday. Also, my cat Peavy, who, if you guys recall from
One
other
face
Tidy Up
near
Tuesday
top edge.
events, from Therapy with Thea, he has not been allowing me to cut, brush, or do anything with his hair. And now he's allowing me to cut mats out of his hair. So I've gotten quite a few. But so for every mat I can cut out of his hair, we're going to add a trillion Tidy Up Tuesday points.
Trillion, wow.
Centered.
It's so hard because he never lets us do it.
Yes.
Right? So it's so
Near top edge.
it's so difficult. So we're going to allow a
One
trillion
face near top edge.
a trillion Tidy Up Tuesday points for that.
Near top left edge.
And
Near top edge.
since Roy, we're doing
Centered.
Since we're doing laundry and
Near
cleaning
top
up the
edge.
basement, that is going to multiply for every trillion. So we have
Centered.
washer going, dryer going,
Near
and Roy
top
is cleaning.
edge.
So we're going to be multiplying each of those trillions by 4. So that is going to be major Tidy Up Tuesday points.
One face near
for all
top edge.
concerned. And
Centered.
for every,
Near top edge.
let's see, for every time we get to have contact with,
Centered. Near
um,
top edge.
let's see, okay, so for every person who shows up to the event today,
Centered.
could you not do that while I'm talking? Thank you. For every person who shows up to the,
Just start scooping poop.
One
okay,
face
cool.
centered.
Thanks, I would appreciate not having to do that.
And,
You know,
Near top edge.
so for every person who shows up to the event today, or for I'm gonna say, for every video that we feature today, for every video that we feature
Centered.
today between now and 4 o'clock in the afternoon, Ontario time, we
Near
are going
top
to be
edge.
awarding 1 million wacky weekend points. So
Centered.
that's gonna be a 3 whammy
wow,
here,
man.
guys, and
Near
we're gonna
top
be posting
edge.
this on. Are we doing all 3, Jackie?
Near left edge.
Jackie, are we doing all 3 for this?
Centered.
Yes? Yes. Okay. So we're going to be posting this on all 3 of our channels, which is going to be our GA Castro 25, which is Jackie's channel, and then Roy and Maggie Brave, which is Roy's and my channel.
One face
and
centered.
Purple Passion Wellness, which is the Performers channel. So lots of
Near top
subscribes
edge.
would be very appreciated on that. Okay, so that is all that housekeeping is out of the way.
Centered.
Oh, a little bit of housekeeping.
Near
So
bottom edge.
The channel that
Centered.
we're featuring today, is a cat channel called Felix and Willow. It is amazing. Unfortunately, you guys won't be able to see the actual videos. you'll just be able to hear the sounds because of the way everything's
One
kind of going.
face centered.
I was kind of hoping to have set up the computer and so you could have seen the screen, but that didn't happen because of our living situation. So we're just making the best of it. So we're just trying to do what we can do. So that's what we're gonna do. All right, so we can get started at any time. And
Near
we're joined
bottom
by
right edge. Near bottom edge. One face near bottom edge.
Oh God, I don't know. That's why I didn't send it there. Jackie, do you know how to do? You know how to do that? Can you put the link for the Felix and
Near
Willow?
left
Can you put
edge.
it in the chat, Jackie? Because I sent it to
Centered.
Weekend, so you should have it. Oh, you're a lifesaver.
Near
Thank
left
you,
edge.
sweetheart. I appreciate that.
Near top left edge.
Hey, he jumped
Near
out.
top
Good
edge.
job, PV.
Centered.
Come on, buddy.
Good job. So yeah, you're gonna see various and sundry things in the video, but we'll
One
see how
face
that
centered.
sort of
I'm gonna
works.
zoom right in on the litter box.
Oh no. Hopefully not.
Near top
Hopefully
edge.
not. All right.
Oh, it moved out. I can
You can actually grab the litter box
grab
out.
the litter box.
That's perfect. That's perfect.
Okay, let me just.
Okay, let's see how this speaker is going because it would be nice to. Hello, you rascal. Hello, you rascal. Okay, so
Active speed message received Amber Cutter to meeting group chat. I already ready you two.
oh, perfect. You're ready? Perfect, Amber. That's awesome. Okay, so we can start. And we're gonna try and rate each video from 1 to 10, perhaps. Maybe we could do that.
Perhaps.
We'll see. But anyways, you can start with the first video whenever you're ready, Amber. Okay, I'm gonna take this off
One face centered.
because I'm pretty sure that it's good.
So you don't need me to share it
Nope.
anymore?
She said she's ready.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you reach that litter box
I can.
and bring it out? I'm gonna set
Yeah,
it
I can do that.
outside here.
I can do that.
Please.
Yep. And I'm gonna jack up the volume on this phone as much as I can.
So,
Oh, these videos are hilarious. You guys are gonna
Waiting.
enjoy it.
Displaying Amber Cutter's screen. You are using enhanced encryption button.
no, you jumped right down.
Nice.
Is that where they're washing up?
So picture this. I'm out next door at Susan's, doing a routine patrol around the ponds like the local authority. It's peaceful, frogs everywhere, water still, no drama in sight. And then it lands. A seagull. Not a normal bird, a massive, loud, entitled unit that looks like it's used to winning. It struts straight up to the frog pond like it's got previous experience here before, and starts eyeing up the frogs like it's at a buffet. Now I see this,
In a
and
buffet.
think absolutely nothing, because those are Susan's frogs. I have fought a seagull before and lost, and learned absolutely nothing. So I lower myself, lock in full focus, because this is big game. The seagull leans in, about to grab a frog, and that's my moment. I launch, perfect timing, straight onto it. Feathers everywhere, wings flapping, and it lets out a scream, like this has become a personal matter. I've got it, technically, but here's the issue. I have no teeth, so this is less grip and more strong suggestion. I'm trying to dumb it into submission like that's going to achieve anything, while the
Come
seagull
on,
is
brother,
flapping,
come on.
shouting, and very clearly judging me. We're spinning, completely out of control, and in the process I back myself right up to the edge of the pond. My back end goes
But
straight
anyway.
in, freezing cold, immediate regret, but I stay committed because we are mid-conflict now. So at this point, I'm half wet, fully invested, clinging onto a bird that does not respect me, and I start bunny kicking, giving it everything like, I've got a plan. I don't. And then one kick
I've got
lands
a
a
plan.
bit too
I
well.
don't.
I lose my grip completely, and the seagull just lifts off, gone, straight up, free, probably offended, definitely confused about my technique. And the whole time, Susan has been watching from her kitchen window, just absolutely losing it. Proper crying, laughing, can't breathe. She points at me and goes, "Oh, you picked the wrong one there, didn't you?" I felt like I meant to do that, shake, send water everywhere, dignity questionable at best. The seagull circles once like it's making a point, and then disappears, with the frog still intact, which I believe counts as a success. And me? Wet, tired, still processing, because honestly, that was a bigger opponent than expected. Follow for more chaos, ha ha ha. So picture this. I'm out next door at Susan's doing a routine patrol around the ponds at the local
Okay,
authority.
so,
It's peaceful, frogs everywhere, water still, no
So how
drama
would we
inside.
rate that
And
one?
then it had a seagull. Not a normal bird, a massive, loud, entitled unit that looks like it's used to winning. It struts straight up to the frog pond like it's got previous experience here before, and starts eyeing up the frogs like it's at a buffet. Now I see this, and
Like
think
it's at a
absolutely not, because those are
Can you reach
Susan's
me in a water
frogs.
jug
I had
now,
fought a
please?
seagull before and lost, and learned absolutely nothing. So I lower myself, lock in full focus, because this is big game. The seagull leans in, about to grab a frog, and that's my moment. I launch perfect timing, straight onto it. Feathers everywhere, wings flapping, and it lets out a scream, like this has become a personal matter. I've got it, technically, but here's the issue. I have no teeth, so this is less grip and more strong suggestion. I'm trying to gum it into submission like that's going to achieve anything, while the seagull is flapping, shouting, and very clearly judging me. We're spinning, completely out of control, and in the process I backed myself right up to the edge of the pond. My back end goes straight in, freezing cold, immediate regret, but I stay committed because we are mid-conflict now. So at this point, I'm half wet, fully invested, clinging onto a bird that does not respect me, and I start bunny kicking, giving it everything like, I've got a plan. I don't. And then one kick lands a bit too well, I lose my grip completely, and the seagull just lifts off, gone, straight up free, probably offended, definitely confused about my technique. And the whole time, Susan has been watching from her kitchen window, just absolutely losing it. Proper crying, laughing, can't breathe. She points at me and goes, "Oh, you picked the wrong one there, didn't you?" I get up like I meant to do that, shake, send water everywhere, dignity questionable at best. The seagull circles once like it's making a point, and then disappears, with the frog still intact, which I believe counts as a success. And me? Wet, tired, still processing, because honestly, that was a bigger opponent than expected. Follow for more chaos, ha ha ha.
Okay,
So picture this.
perfect.
I'm up next door at Susan's
Okay,
doing a
are we
routine
gonna
patrol
have the
around the
same
ponds
one?
at the local authority.
Oh, dear.
It's peaceful, frogs everywhere, water still, no drama. It's hot, the sun's out, and the teenage crotch goblin has jade
Oh,
over again.
okay, here
They
we go,
drag
next
themselves
one.
to the back of the garden to sunbathe like they're on holiday, and not to streets from a little. Willow's stretched out at the teeth.
One face near top left edge.
Chair supervising. Everything is calm, and then I hear it. Movement, I sit up and let out a low growl, subtle but enough. Willow clocks it instantly, lifts her head up, and lets out one sharp hiss that says, "This is now a situation." The girls finally notice and look up, and there he is on top of Dad's D&D library.
Also, guys, it
Gerald,
would be
the
really
TV
great if
hobo
you guys
himself.
unmuted
Jade
so that
Smith
we could
knows
hear
I
you
go
guys
home
laughing
baby,
and
which is
stuff.
frankly outrageous. I
That
look
would
at her
be
like,
cool.
"Did you just call that thing a baby? That is a trap." Gerald ignores her completely and starts creeping forward like he's testing us. So I launched straight for the top of the cabin, and immediately realized I am not built for that height. I'm still holding onto some winter weight. I hit the side, slide back down, and regret everything. Meanwhile, Willow, in one clean movement with no hesitation, is up and straight after him like she's clocked in for work. The girls are screaming, "No, Willow, stop," but also laughing, because this is objectively excellent viewing. I recover, dignity slightly damaged but still intact. I climb up the wall instead, and follow over into Susan's garden. Now we've got a full standoff, Gerald on one side, Willow locked in, and me showing up like backup. That wasn't needed. Then Susan appears, sees the situation, and instead of panicking or shouting, she grabs a fishnet and comes marching over absolutely creasing. "Not again," she says, laughing, trying to separate us with a pond net like this is a normal part of her day. The girls are now peeking over the wall, losing their minds, and the teen shouts, "Willow, come here," and immediately she does, breaks off, jumps up, and gets scooped like a professional. Gerald takes his chance, vaults off, and heads home like he's achieved something. I'm still there with Susan, who looks down at me, shakes her head, and goes, "You're a chunky idiot, aren't you?" before giving me a little pat on the head, which feels like mixed messaging. I make my way back over the wall, slightly out of breath, but fully committed. I settle back on my chair like I wasn't seconds away from winning that, because if I'd made that first jump, it would have been a completely different story. Follow for more chaos, ha ha ha. It's hot, the sun's out, and the teenage crotch goblin has jade over again. They've dragged themselves to the back of the garden to sunbathe like they're on... We just moved and it's November 2022.
Right on.
Boxes everywhere. Mom pretending she had a system, and I'm doing a patrol of the house like I've been promoted. I walk into Mom and Dad's bedroom, and there's a massive ginger cat on the bed fast asleep. Proper tucked in like this is already his spot. He opens one eye, looks at me, and goes back to sleep like I'm irrelevant. So I jump on the bed, and it's immediate chaos. We're rolling, claws out, duvet off, pillows scattered like evidence. He legs it across the room. I follow, and now it's louder, faster, less organized. We're bouncing off furniture like two idiots in a tumble dryer. Mom comes charging in and just freezes. Because there are now two cats fighting on her bed like it's pay-per-view. She grabs a pillow and starts waving it around like she's directing traffic. At one point, I'm on the bed. He's on the dresser. Mom's in the middle like a confused referee. And nobody's in control of anything. Then he just bolts straight out the window. Gone. That's it, run home, scaredy brat. He leaves me there, fluffed up, breathing like I've overcommitted. That's the most cardio I've done ever. Mom goes next door to Susan. Have you got a ginger cat? Susan laughs immediately.
Not down here.
Oh, no,
no,
love.
it's in the
I
bedroom.
wouldn't claim that one. It's Sandra's next door. So Mom heads
There's
to
one out in
Sandra's
the
and knocks.
carport and there's
The
one in
door
the
opens and
bedroom.
there he is, sat behind her like this is all completely normal. And he hasn't just been involved in a full domestic incident. Mom points straight at him and goes, he was just fighting my Felix in my bedroom.
Yeah, well,
Sandra
I guess
doesn't
that's
even
sure.
blink oh yeah.
I don't know
That's
where
Gerald, he's got a
exactly
bit of
it
an
is.
attitude.
You might have
She
better
then
luck
said,
finding it
you
than
think
I
he's
would.
bad? We've got a white one called Ghost. She's just as grumpy. Mom just stands there and goes, well, this is going to be fun. I've got a big tuxedo called...
One face near left edge. Near top left edge.
We start laughing and chatting like this normal neighbor conversation, and not a warning about ongoing cat conflict. Mom eventually comes home, finds me, and goes,
Near top right edge.
Ginger, and a white one called Ghost.
Okay,
I immediately
I'm gonna
get a
see if I can
chill,
find it.
because this isn't a one-off. This is a system. This is repeat offenders. From that moment on,
Repeat
it's not
offenders.
random, it's targeted. And honestly, if he gets back on that bed, I'll be ready. That ginger brat won't get comfortable twice. Follow for more chaos havoc. We just moved and it's November 2022. Boxes everywhere. Mom pretending she had a system, and I'm doing a patrol of the house like I've been promoted. I walk into Mom and Dad's bedroom, and there's a massive ginger cat on the bed fast asleep. Proper tucked in like this is already his
Okay.
spot. He opens one eye, looks at me, and goes back to sleep like I'm irrelevant. So I jump on the
Hey,
bed,
Sylvester.
and it's immediate chaos.
Hey, buddy.
We're rolling, claws out, duvet off, pillows scattered like...
0 people.
Sit across the room. I follow, and now it's louder, faster, less organized. We're bouncing off furniture like two idiots in a tumble dryer. Mom comes charging in and just freezes. Because there are now two cats fighting on her bed like it's pay-per-view. She grabs a pillow and starts waving it around like she's directing traffic.
Zebulon.
At one point, I'm on the bed. He's
Hi,
on the dresser.
Zubaz.
Mom's in the middle like a confused referee.
Hi,
and
buddy.
nobody's in control of anything. Then he just bolts straight out the window. Gone. That's it, run home, scaredy brat. He leaves me there, fluffed up, breathing like...
0 people.
That's the most cardio I've done ever. Mom goes next door to Susan. Have you got a ginger cat? Susan laughs immediately. Oh no, love. I wouldn't claim that one. It's Sandra's next door. So Mom heads to Sandra's and knocks. The door opens and there he is, sat behind her like this is all completely normal. And he hasn't just been involved in a full domestic incident. Mom points straight at him and goes, he was just fighting my Felix in my bedroom. Sandra doesn't even blink oh yeah. That's Gerald, he's got a bit of an attitude. She then says, you think he's bad? We've got a white one called Ghost. She's just as grumpy. Mom just stands there and goes, oh, this is going to be fun. I've got a big tuxedo called Felix and an ex-barn cat Willow. She's small, but don't underestimate her. They start laughing and chatting like this normal neighbor conversation and not a warning about ongoing cat conflict. Mom eventually comes home, finds me, and goes, there's two
I'm
of
not
them,
gonna let you
Gerald the
meet
ginger,
Sylvester
and a white
Zebulon.
one.
It's not gonna happen, so just stop. So what do you guys think of them so far?
Hello.
Hey,
Hi,
Jeremy! Yay, Jeremy!
And called Ghost.
Good so far.
Good. Oh, hi, Dorothy!
Hello.
Hello! Oh, guess what? Oh, shoot, you can't hear me. Hang on.
I can hear
I
you.
immediately get a
Oh,
chill.
okay. Guess what?
Because this isn't a one-off.
PB
This
is
a
letting me cut his
This is
hair
repeat
today.
offenders. From that moment on,
Hang
it's
on a
not
second.
random,
It's
targeted.
playing the cat
And
stuff. I
honestly,
can't
if
hear
he gets
you.
back on
Okay.
that bed, I'll be ready. That ginger brat won't get comfortable twice. Follow for more...
Okay, so what's happened is PB decided to let me cut about 50 mats off of him this morning.
Wonderful.
Yeah, aren't you happy about that?
Yeah.
I'm so excited. So yeah, so we're doing a humor day. What do you guys think of these videos?
Really good.
Awesome, yeah. Hey, Jeremy. So we have Dorothy, Jeremy, Jackie, James, Amber, me, and Roy. Oh, 7 people.
One face near bottom left edge.
Woo! I can't find it, Roy.
Alright.
That's awesome.
Maggie,
Yes.
so how does... So you wanted to vote on this, or how does that work?
Oh, let's rate them. So we've watched 3 of them so far, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. Oh shit, hang on. So I thought we would rate them. And that group of them, I think I like the first one the best.
I like the last one.
The last one? Yeah, that was
Okay, so
cute.
how does, so Amber will put her in the chat then?
Yep.
One face near bottom edge.
Yeah, we can do it that way. Yeah, Sylvester and Zebulon are having a conversation. Because Sylvester's in the backyard and Zebulon's in the front yard.
Oh.
And they're going, Zebulon goes, meow, and Sylvester goes, meow, 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 meow. God.
If only we could talk to the animals, learn their languages.
I have no water.
You have no water? How come?
They shut it off yesterday.
Oh, shoot. Well, you should probably be able to get to call Salvation Army on Monday then, eh?
They won't put it on for 8 days, they said, even if they help.
Why?
Because that's how long it takes.
Oh, my God. That's terrible.
All they gotta do is turn a switch.
Yeah, that's all they have to do is make a thing on a computer. Like, are you kidding me right now? That's crazy.
Yep.
Well,
Yep. So I've had to use my neighbor's water through the hose.
Well, at least you've got a good neighbor that'll allow you to do that. Holy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the time when your fish filter goes.
Oh,
and
yes.
And you can't flush the toilet, and you can't do dishes, and you can't do laundry.
oh man.
Oh.
Can't have a shower.
That's awful. Yep. Yeah, you never know until it's gone, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, that sucks.
You gotta cancel your care partner because you can't explain to them you have no water.
Exactly.
What?
Oh, sweetheart, I'm so sorry that's happened to you. That sucks.
Hey,
Yeah.
That's awful.
Zoe.
Oh.
So Maggie, I'm gonna pull up the YouTube because Amber is having trouble moving, like getting her to work.
Oh, okay.
Move
Fair
on.
enough.
So I'm gonna go into the share button
Yep,
and pull it up from there.
that sounds
And
good.
then I will turn off the share when we're ready.
Yep,
And then it'll be all set up.
yep,
So I'll need about 5 minutes or so.
that's fine. We're yakking here. It's okay, James.
See you, buddy, James.
You guys are doing awesome.
Brian Maggie's iPhone, what do you got it pointed at?
The ceiling.
She also has
Hang on. Let me
given
see.
us a view of the hot water tank.
No. Oh, you got that broom in there. Hang on.
It's over here, dude.
Yeah, so my mother, basically, I told my mother last week when Amber and I planned this, I told her that we
Just
had
remember, she's listening.
we had this humor event, and she says,
Yes?
but I want the basement cleaned.
That's fine.
You want what?
She wants the basement cleaned.
Oh, so you're cleaning the basement while this is going on?
Yeah,
Oh, we're in the basement.
not by my choice.
That's all right, though. We're doing it, and we're happy about it, aren't we?
Sure.
Yes.
Hallelujah. Nice thing about it is we got water and she don't.
Oh, that's not a nice tease, Barry. Not a nice
Oh, I'm sorry, dear.
tease.
Renee Russell left.
Did you really?
She did.
Oh, we.
Waiting. Ellipsis.
That was mean.
Well, it's just. Let's see. But you don't need to be so fucking touchy.
Well, no, don't say that. We're filming. Come on.
Oh,
That's.
there he is.
There's Jerry. Yeah, Jerry's here.
No, I'm talking cat.
Oh. Hi, Phoebe. Hello.
Did you want to run him outside? or No.
Depending, I'd like to cut him a little more. Like cut his.
Well, you can work on that
Yeah.
as time goes on.
Yes.
Maybe he wants to use the litter box.
Maybe, yeah. Who knows?
Here you go, buddy. So over here. Oh, we got too much stuff in here.
Yep.
We won't fit underneath there.
Okay, I want to get the scissors out. And
There
what
you
did I do
go.
with the scissors?
Sorry, I'm late.
Oh, no worries. We're just glad you're here.
It was captive.
There you go, buddy. He wants to use it.
Kind of
Yeah,
kidding.
come here, Renan.
Okay, I have it ready.
Perfect. Okay, we can continue then if you guys are all ready to continue.
Okay, which one did we leave off? Okay, hold on. I'll go into share and just let me know which one it is.
Yeah.
Waiting.
Hi, baby.
Ellipsis.
Hello. Oh, does
I
your
had it now.
beautiful head look beautiful? Okay, I gotta sit on something. I'll sit on this.
There's a chair over.
I know, but he's not gonna let me. I am going to be pounding.
Okay, just a second, Maggie. I had it all set up.
Okay, no worries.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, bud. You gonna let me cut your hair? Hi. Hi.
Gotta find Kitchen Messenger.
Good job. Here, where's that garbage can?
Behind your other arm.
Oh. Good job, Peavy.
Boy.
0 people.
Okay, baby. Oh, your head looks good.
1 face near top left edge.
Gonna get it. There we go.
There we go.
Hi, baby. Hi. Okay.
Good.
That's not what I want.
Okay, he's getting a little bit fractually.
Litter boxes. Look at the.
Good stuff.
Okay, I'm just gonna look for Facebook and then I'm gonna find it there. Oh, and
There you are. How you doing, James?
actually, Jackie,
There he is.
Yeah.
Hey, Jeremy. How you doing, buddy? You don't say too much. Well.
That's a good.
actually, I know what to do. Hold on.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. I was far away from the computer.
Ugh.
Am I needed?
Can you send me the link in the chat? Cause I did it from you from there, but I can't find it. I was trying to find Facebook to do it that way, but can you send me the link?
Sure.
Lisa, thank you.
Can you put the thingy back in the bucket?
Yeah. Eventually, when I get done cleaning it.
Sorry. I'm just saying the litter box is all done.
Cool.
So.
Okay, Jackie's just gonna throw it up for me,
Cool.
Maggie,
Yeah.
because I don't know. I was trying. I had it through Facebook and then. I don't know
Okay,
what happened.
I hope this helps. I sent the whole YouTube page, so I hope that
Yeah.
helps.
Message received. Jackie Castro Giovanni to meeting group chat : https://www.youtube.com/Felix
Actually, first I should click into that and then share. Hang on.
Yep.
Okay.
Boy.
I hope
Thank you,
this-
Jackie.
I hope that helps. Oh, no
Oh, yeah.
problem.
Please.
Okay, we got it. You might see it. I mean, not see it. It's there.
Okay.
I know.
Okay, so he's got like
think I'm
confusing
sharing.
little tiny stumps of mats wonders.
Okay, which one?
Do quick. There we go.
Please. Well, I should check the laundry and see if I can start holding stuff up.
Okay. Sounds good.
Somebody's talking
Go up there and oh, get it all. There you go.
Okay, I'm showing now.
Perfect. Thanks, James.
Yeah.
You're welcome. So which one do we need to go to? We did the 3, right?
Yeah, we did the first 3. So we're on the fourth
we
one.
did. And then we did the 5th and the, so are we on the 3rd one?
4th.
Oh, so the shower and the, okay, got
Oh,
it.
right on.
Dad decides today is the day he tackles the garden, which at this point looks less like a lawn and more like a nature documentary waiting to happen. He's out even more, having to pass through it like he's doing something heroic, while Mom's nearby on her knees reading, enjoying the sunshine like this is peaceful. It is not peaceful, because Dad runs over something, not a twig, not a leaf, but something with structure. There's a noise, a very specific one, and then it launches straight out from under the mower like it's been fired with purpose. Across the garden and smacks Mom square in the back. Slowly reaches behind her, picks it up, and turns it over in her hand like she's trying to work out what she's been assaulted with. There's a pause, and then realization hits. Because it's not just anything. It's a mummified mouse. Now this is where I get involved. Because I see movement, and this is my moment. Like this happening with or without me, I'm straight after it. And before anyone can...
What are you doing?
I'm on it.
Evie, what are you doing, my friend?
Discovered a new hobby. Mom is still squealing in the background. No.
Trying to get to your dad? Come on.
Come on through.
There you go.
Oh,
Treating this
pal.
like premium
How
entertainment.
you doing?
Dad
huh?
abandons the mower mid-job
How
and
you
starts
doing?
chasing me round the garden trying to
Here's my
retrieve what
cat.
is now essentially a very
Here's my
light,
pretty
very
big
airborne
cat.
problem. I bat it one way, he goes the other,
Oh,
Mom's
boy,
still
he's
reacting
cute.
like it's going to come back for her.
Oh,
And the
not
whole
there
thing
yet.
turns into a full garden event nobody asked for. Eventually, Dad manages to intercept and shoots it up like he's trying to undo the last 30 seconds, and launches it into the bushes where, frankly, it should have stayed in the first place. Mom's still traumatized, Dad's mentally elsewhere, and me, absolutely buzzing. Because if you're going to mow the lawn, at least make it interesting. Follow for more chaos, Hannah. Dad decides today is the day he tackles the garden,
which one?
which at this point looks less like a lawn and more like...
Don't worry about it.
It's hot, the sun's out, and the teenage cross goblin has Jade over here. They drag themselves to the back of the garden to sunbathe like they're on holiday, and not the streets from a litter.
Down.
Willow stretched out at the teen's feet like a decorative feature, and I'm sat on a chair, supervising. Everything is calm, and then I hear it. Movement, I sit up and let out a low growl, subtle but enough. Willow clocks it instantly, lifts her head up, and lets out one sharp voice that says, "This is now a situation." The girls finally notice and look up, and there he is on top of Dad's D&D library. Gerald, a ginger hobo himself. Jade squints and goes, "I'll go home, baby," which is frankly outrageous. I look at her like, did you just call that thing a baby? That is a tramp. Gerald ignores her completely and starts creeping forward like he's testing us. So I launched straight for the top of the cabin, and immediately realized I am not built for that height. I'm still holding onto some winter weight. I hit the side, slide back down, and regret everything. Meanwhile, Willow, in one clean movement with no hesitation, is up and straight after him like he's clocked in for work. The girls are screaming, "No, Willow, stop," but also laughing, because this is objectively excellent viewing. I recover, dignity slightly damaged but still intact. I climb up the wall instead, and follow over into Susan's garden. Now we've got a full standoff, Gerald on one side, Willow locked in, and me showing up like backup. That wasn't needed. Then Susan appears, sees the situation, and instead of panicking or
No, probably one
shouting,
of
she
the
grabs
boys
a fish
calls.
stick and comes marching over,
Whenever
absolutely
one of the boys
creasing.
calls,
Not again,
it-
she says,
it-
laughing, trying to
it
separate us with a
disconnects
pond net like
everything
this
to
is a normal part of her day.
Yeah.
The girls are now peeking
Not
over the
getting into
wall,
it.
losing their minds, and the teen shouts, "Willow, come here," and immediately she does, breaks off, jumps up, and gets scooped like a professional. Gerald takes his chance, vaults off, and heads home like he's achieved something. I'm still there with Susan, who looks
One face centered.
Those are a chunky idiot argue, before giving me a little pat on the head, which feels like mixed messaging. I make my way back over the wall, slightly out of breath, but fully committed. I settle back on my chair like I wasn't seconds away from winning that, because if I'd made that first jump, it would have been a completely different story. Follow for more chaos, ha ha ha. It's hot. We just moved and it's November 2022. Boxes everywhere. Mom pretending she had a sister.
Oh, that one we did. Yeah, I like the way that was funny. The guy ran over the mouse with the lawnmower.
Mummified mouse.
The mummified mouse, yes.
I did that one.
Did you do that once?
Yeah.
Oh no. I thought it was a frog.
No, that was Brother John with a frog.
Oh.
And he watched
Yeah,
it
they're
once.
good, Maggie. They're good
Yeah,
ones.
these are awesome. Is everybody having a good time?
Right on.
Yep.
Awesome.
Did I go too far ahead?
Nope, you're
Sorry,
doing great.
didn't mean to do that.
No, you're doing great.
That's on.
You are doing awesome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right on, buddy.
Because I felt like the mouse was going too fast when I was trying to get it, but
Oh, it's fine.
That's because the mouse got hit by the lawnmower.
0 people.
so did you want us to continue on with the next
Sure.
one?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll go back in and share. Oh. Hold on. I did that one. Okay, so I will go share. Oh. That's not showing.
There we go.
0 people.
Waiting. Ellipsis.
So far we're at 4 million wacky weekend points. 7, 8, 9.
Okay, just a second. I'm going to click on that share button again.
Oh, for God's sake.
What's around there?
0 people.
My...
Waiting. Ellipsis.
My thing, it's sort of put it on my...
Meow.
Put it on... It's not letting me...
Why don't you just hop out and come back in again, Jared?
0 people.
Restart it.
Restart.
I need to restart and
Yeah, and then come on
Waiting.
back in.
Ellipsis.
Yeah.
So,
it's letting me...
yeah, I'm back on here. Okay, sorry, Jack. Maggie.
No worries.
What did we do? We did all these three.
Yeah. We've done
So
4
which
so
one am I
far.
looking for?
3. Wait, we've done 4 so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. We've done
0 people.
Go in the garden, return, okay. Did we do the cat towels? No, we didn't do that one yet, did we?
No, I don't think so. I don't
Okay,
think so.
I'll pull that one up.
All right.
So picture this. I'm out next door at Susan's, doing a routine patrol around the ponds like the local authority. It's peaceful, frogs everywhere,
Oh, yeah,
water
we did
still,
this one.
no drama in sight. And then it lands. A seagull. Not
we
a
did
normal
this one.
bird. A massive, loud, entitled unit that looks like it's used to winning. It
Loud
struts
0 people.
like it's got previous experience here before and starts eyeing up the frogs like it's at a buffet. Now I see this and think absolutely not, because those are Susan's
Jeremy
frogs.
Vankery's left.
I have fought a seagull before and lost, and learned absolutely nothing. So I lower myself, lock in full focus, because this is big game. The seagull leans in, about to grab a frog, and that's my moment. I launch, perfect timing, straight onto it. Feathers everywhere, wings flapping, and it lets out a scream, like this has become a personal matter. I've got it, technically, but here's the issue. I have no teeth, so this is
0 people.
all suggestion. I'm trying to gum it into submission like that's going to achieve anything, while the seagull is flapping, shouting, and very clearly judging me. We're spinning, completely out of control, and in the process I've backed myself right up to the edge of the pond. My back end goes straight in, freezing cold, immediate regret, but I stay committed because we are mid-conflict now. So at this point, I'm half wet, fully invested, clinging onto a bird that does not respect me, and I start bunny kicking. Giving it everything like,
onto a bird
I've got a
that does not
plan.
respect me.
I don't. And then one kick lands a bit to
0 people.
completely, and the seagull just lifts off, gone, straight up free, probably offended, definitely confused about my technique. And the whole time, Susan has been watching from her kitchen window, just absolutely losing it. Proper crying, laughing, can't breathe. She points at me and goes, "You picked the wrong one there, didn't you?" I get up like I meant to do that, shake, send water everywhere. Dignity pushes me
water
like this.
everywhere.
The seagull circles once like it's making a point and then disappears, with the frog still intact, which I believe counts as a success. And me, wet, tired.
0 people.
Because honestly, that was a bigger opponent than expected. Follow for more chaos, So, it's hot, the sun's out, and the teenage crotch goblin has Jade over again. They've dragged themselves to the back of the garden to sunbathe like they're on holiday, and not to streets from a little. Willow's stretched out at the teen's feet like a decorative feature, and I'm sat on a chair supervising. Everything is calm, and then I hear it. Movement, I sit up and let out a low growl, subtle but enough. Willow clocks it instantly, lifts her head up, and lets out one sharp hiss that says, "This is now a situation." The girls finally notice and look
This is
up,
now a
and there he is
situation?
on top of Dad's D&D library. Gerald, the ginger hobo himself. Jade squints and goes, "I'll go home, baby," which is frankly outrageous. I look at her like, did you just call that thing a baby? That is a trap. Gerald ignores her completely and starts creeping forward like he's testing us. So I launch straight for the top of the cabin and immediately realize I am not built for that height. I'm still holding onto some winter weight. I hit the side, slide back down, and regret everything. Meanwhile, Willow, in one clean movement with no hesitation, is up and straight after him like she's clocked in for work. The girls are screaming, "No, Willow, stop," but also laughing, because this is objectively excellent viewing. I recover, dignity slightly damaged but still intact. I climb up the wall instead, and follow over into Susan's garden. Now we've got a full standoff, Gerald on one side, Willow locked in, and me showing up like backup. That wasn't needed. Then Susan appears, sees the situation, and instead of panicking or shouting, she grabs a fishnet and comes marching over, absolutely creasing. "Not again," she says, laughing, trying to separate us with a pond net like this is a normal part of her day. The girls are now peeking over the wall, losing their minds, and the teen shouts, "Willow, come here," and immediately she does, breaks off, jumps up, and gets scooped like a professional. Gerald takes his chance, vaults off, and heads home like he's achieved something. I'm still there with Susan, who looks down at me, shakes her head, and goes, "You're a chunky idiot, aren't you?" before giving me a little pat on the head, which feels like mixed messaging. I make my way back over the wall, slightly out of breath but fully committed. I settle back on my chair like I wasn't seconds away from winning that, because if I'd made that first jump, it would have been a completely different story. Follow for more chaos, We just moved in it. It's hot, the sun's out, and the teenage crotch goblin has Jade over again. They've dragged themselves to the back of the garden to sunbathe like...
Oh,
Did we
funny.
do that one, Maggie?
Yep.
Okay, so we want the next.
We just
Next
moved
one.
in, it's November
Oh, that one's
2022.
done. We did that one
Boxes
too.
everywhere. Mom pretending she had a system, and I'm doing a patrol of the
I love
house
that.
like
Mom
I've been
pretending
promoted.
she had a
I walk
system.
into Mom and Dad's bedroom, and there's a massive ginger cat on the bed fast asleep. Proper tucked in like this is already his spot. He opens one eye, looks at me, and goes back to sleep like I'm irrelevant. So I jump on the bed, and it's immediate chaos. We're rolling, claws out, duvet off, pillows scattered like evidence. He legs it across the room. I follow, and now it's louder, faster, less organized. We're bouncing off furniture like two idiots in a tumble dryer. Mom comes charging in and just freezes, because there are now two cats fighting on her bed like it's pay-per-view. She grabs a pillow and starts waving it around like she's
Right
directing
on.
traffic. At one point, I'm on the bed. He's on the dresser. Mom's in the middle like a confused referee, and nobody's in control of anything. Then he just bolts straight out the window. Gone. That's it, run home, scaredy brat. He leaves me there, fluffed up, breathing like I'm overcommitted. That's the most cardio I've done
Did I
ever.
yeah.
Mom goes next door to Susan. "Have you got a ginger cat?" Susan
There was
laughs
two
immediately.
pairs of jeans.
Oh,
There was
no,
a pair of
love.
jeans in
I
there
wouldn't
that
claim
didn't
that
fit me
one.
very well.
It's Sandra's next door. So Mom heads to Sandra's and knocks. The door opens and there he
you
is.
don't want me
Set
to do
behind
that.
her like this is all completely normal. And he hasn't just been involved in a full domestic incident. Mom points straight at him and knows. He was just fighting my Felix in my bedroom. Sandra doesn't even blink. "Oh yeah, that's Gerald, he's got a bit of an attitude." She then says, "You think he's bad? We've got a white one called Ghost. She's just as
Oh,
grumpy."
might be done.
Mom just stands there and
Let me
goes,
be
"Oh, this is going to be fun."
One face near left edge.
Felix and an ex-barn cat Willow. She's small, but don't underestimate her. They start laughing and chatting like this normal neighbor conversation, and not a warning about ongoing cat conflict. Mom eventually comes home, finds me, and goes, "There's two of them, Gerald the Ginger, and a white one called Ghost." I immediately get a chill, because this isn't a one-off. This is a system. This is repeat offenders. From that moment on, it's not random, it's targeted. And honestly, if he gets back on that bed, I'll be ready. That ginger brat won't get comfortable twice. Follow for more chaos, We just... Dad decides today is the day he tackles the garden, which at this point looks less like a lawn and more like... Mom decides...
One face near top left edge.
Peaceful soap. The kind where she shuts the door, lights a candle, and pretends the house isn't full of problems. I'm outside the door meowing with purpose, like I've got something important to say. Mom immediately goes, Felix, no, I just want one peaceful bath, which feels like poor judgment on her part. She ignores me, the house goes quiet again, and she sinks into the bath like she's escaped reality for 5 minutes, thinking she's safe. And then I appear, in the bathroom window, like a jump scare with whiskers. Mouse in my mouth. Mom looks up, sees me, and just freezes, because she knows exactly the kind of situation this is about to become. Time slows down as I casually open my mouth and drop the mouse. It hits her head, bounces off like a rubber ball, and lands in the bath with a perfect little splash. Now there's a mouse in the water, swimming like it's just checked for a spell, and Mom absolutely loses it. She screams so loud it sounds like it's come from somewhere deep and ancient, splashing around like she's fighting for her life while also trying not to touch the mouse. The mouse is splashing around, basically doing the backstroke. Mom reaches in, pulls back immediately, making decisions, and undoing them immediately like her brain and body aren't on the same page. Eventually she just commits, grabs it by the tail like it's the worst thing she's ever held, lifts it out at arm's length like it might argue back, and launches it straight out the window like she's trying to return it to sender. It disappears instantly, gone over the roof, and Mom just sits back down in the bath, breathing heavily, staring at the window like she's just been through something. Then she quietly goes, whoops, because there's a very real chance that Mouse has just landed on the Mutt garage roof like an unwanted delivery, and likely gone to the great cheese wheel in the sky. I'm sat on the toilet seat, purring, watching her like I've done something thoughtful. Like I've brought her a little bit of excitement to her otherwise boring day. She looks at me and just goes, you are an absolute menace, which feels harsh given the effort involved. Because honestly, if you're going to have a bath, you might as well make it interesting. Follow for more chaos, ha. Mom decides she's... So Amazon has put our book on a deal. Felix and Willowcat Tales of Mischief and Mayhem is just 99p on Kindle UK only for a limited time.
Oh.
No idea how many are available, but it's
0 people.
fast. 118 stories of chaos for 99p.
You boy.
So Amazon has put our book on a deal. Felix and Willowcat Tales of Mischief and Mayhem is just 99p on Kindle UK only for a limited time. No idea how many are available, but it's already showing selling fast. 118 stories of chaos for 99p. So Amazon has put our book on a deal. Felix
Okay.
and Willowcat Tales of Mischief and Mayhem is just 99p on Kindle
0
UK
people.
for a limited time. No idea how many
dear.
are available, but it's already showing selling
Well,
fast.
that might be an interesting
118 stories of chaos for 99p.
investment of whatever that is in
So Amazon
Canadian-
has put our
Canadian
book on a
money?
deal. Felix and Willowcat Tales of Mischief and Mayhem is just 99p on Kindle UK only for a limited time. No idea how many are available, but it's already showing selling fast. 118 stories of chaos for 99p.
Wow, 118 stories. That's pretty cool.
So Amazon has put out
0 people.
word of the day. Nurse.
Okay, do you want me to continue on or just wait?
Yeah, you can continue on.
Okay.
The idiot. A person who makes everything about themselves. They make stupid decisions.
Yes.
And somehow turns everything into a crappy situation. A full-on narcissist idiot. The word of the day. Narcissist idiot.
0 people.
I get it now.
Themselves. They make stupid decisions. And
Narcissist
somehow turns
idiot.
everything into a crappy situation. A full-on narcissist idiot. The word of the day. Narcissist idiot. A person who makes everything about themselves. They make stupid decisions.
Love
And
it.
somehow turns everything into a crappy situation. A full-on narcissist idiot. The word of the day. The word of the day. Retired. I was tired yesterday.
0 people.
So tired again today. And I'll probably be tired still tomorrow. At this point, it's not a phase, it's a lifestyle. I am permanently retired. The word of the day. Retired. I was
I
tired.
feel like that because
And I'm
we had
also
to do a lot
tired
of
again
traveling this
and I'll
week.
probably be tired.
We went to
still
Brantford
tomorrow.
on Thursday, and
At
then we
this
went to
point,
Windsor
it's not a
on
phase, it's a lifestyle. I am permanently retired.
on Friday. Yeah, I felt pretty retired when I
0 people.
got back.
Is that it or is that just a commercial?
I don't know. Everybody enjoying this so far?
The word
Yes.
of the day.
It's great, Jackie. I mean, Maggie, sorry.
Oh, thank you for the compliment.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave. Hey, buddy.
And the first load
0 people.
Because that seemed like a commercial that came up.
We'll just play it and see if it is one.
Okay. Just a second, I'll go back into
Yeah,
that.
no worries. Okay. Gonna let me fix your head. Your
Ellipsis.
head's almost done. See this?
0 people.
No.
I guess it was.
I get to move on and see if there's
Yeah.
more out.
Yeah. But apparently there's tons of them on there.
Waiting. Ellipsis.
Oh, good. You've come to hear
Ah,
about the
here we are.
time I upgraded my living situation without telling anyone. So the new neighbors have finally settled in.
0 people.
Boundaries established. Allegedly. Now most people would respect that. I don't. Because earlier that day I noticed their bedroom window open just enough to be considered an opportunity.
1 face near top edge.
Landing. Absolutely flawless entry. Professional work. I do a quick patrol, check the surfaces, sniff a sock, standard procedure, and then I find it. The bed. Fresh sheets, fluffy duvet calling to me like it's been prepared. So I jump up, have a little test. Oh, this is premium. I start making biscuits like I've been employed there. Full production. Hall's going like I'm working overtime. This is luxury. This is what I deserve. So I circle once, twice, get comfortable, and settle in like I've moved in quietly. Fast forward a bit. Door opens, and Pete walks in. Stops dead because there I am, curled up in his bed like I've just finished a long day. He goes, Felix. I look up, stretch slightly, give him a little meow like, all right, mate. Good to see you. That's excellent, by the way. He just stands there, processing. Then goes, you're a professional little cat burglar, aren't you? Excuse me, my bald friend. I haven't stolen anything, apart from a few hours of nap time on this luxury mattress, which I think is fair. Pete just laughs, pulls his phone out, and rings Mum. Mum's at Susan's having a peaceful cup of tea. She answers. He tells Mum where I am, and then you just hear Susan in the background absolutely losing it. Full tackle, like she's been waiting for this moment. Mum just sighs the kind of sigh that comes from experience. A few minutes later, she's at the door. Pete opens it, holding me like evidence. Mum looks at me. Felix, that tone, you know the one. She takes me, apologizing while Pete's still laughing like this is the best thing that's happened all week. And as she carries me home, she goes, you've got 4 perfectly comfortable beds at home. Yes, but are any of them this good? No. If you leave a window open and buy a bed that's comfortable, I'm coming in for a visit. Follow for more chaos, ha. Mom's having a quiet morning, tea on the side, nothing going wrong, which is already suspicious. And I come strolling in through the back door carrying something soft, lacy, and immediately questionable. I drop it in the middle of the kitchen and stand there proud like I've delivered a gift. Mom looks down, pauses, leans in, and goes, oh no, Felix, you haven't. She picks it up, holds it out, processes it, and just goes, whose are these? Because it's a very small, very fancy pair of knickers that are definitely not from this household. She goes, they're not mine, and they're definitely not Susan's. And then just stops like she doesn't want to finish that thought. Then there's a knock at the door. Mum freezes, looks at the knickers, looks at me, and says, absolutely not. Not 2 days in a row. She launches them into the sink like they're evidence she doesn't want to be caught holding. She opens the door, and it's Sophie. Of course it is. Sophie stood there like, hi. Sorry this is a bit awkward, but I think Felix might have taken something from my washing pile. Mum nods. Right, well, I haven't seen anything. Excuse me, mother, you lying toad. We have Sophie leaves and starts heading to Susan's front door. Mum closes the door and runs into the kitchen. We are not getting involved in that. She fishes them out with 2 fingers like they're radioactive. Walks straight outside and just tosses them into Susan's garden and says, Susan will get a good laugh out of this. And me still stood there proud, because honestly, if it's not secured properly, I will retrieve it. Follow for more chaos, ha.
Don't raise dragons right off the bat.
It's one of those rare sunny April days. Windows open, birds chirping. Mum thinking she's finally
1 face near top edge.
Watch Mummy, dearest. I've been out doing my rounds, community engagement, light surveillance, and I come back through the door carrying something. I drop it in the middle of the kitchen like I've just secured a contract. Mum looks down and pauses. Felix, what have you done now? Because what I've brought in is a full-on floral headscarf, the kind that says I've got a shopping trolley and opinion. Mum picks it up like this is about to ruin her morning, turns it over, and just goes, oh no, that's Susan's. No hesitation. She scoops me up like evidence and marches next door with the scarf dangling, like she's returning lost property under pressure. She knocks it from inside. Susan shouts, come in, love. Mom walks into Susan's front room, and there she is, sat in her chair with a cup of tea, Willow perched on the arm like a tiny supervisor, both of them looking far too relaxed for what's about to happen. Mom just stands there holding me and the scarf like she's brought a situation with her. And Felix appears to have acquired something of yours. Susan looks over, sees the scarf, sees me, and absolutely loses it. Proper wheezing, clutching her chest, tea at risk, like this is better than television. Oh, wondered where that had gone. I watched him take it like it was part of his outfit. Mom immediately starts apologizing at 400 miles per hour, offering to wash it, replace it, possibly change her name, and disappear. Susan waves her off, still laughing. Oh, don't fuss, love. It's only a scarf. He's got better taste than most of the men I've known. She leans over, scratches my head. You little menace. Excuse me, that is vintage fashion. Willow just sat there on the arm of the chair watching me like I've brought shame to the species. Mommy stood there, fully embarrassed, while Susan is having the best morning of her life. Susan takes the scarf, still chuckling, and goes. If anything else goes missing, I'm checking him before I check the house. Mom makes a noise like she's done with today entirely. She carries me home in silence, gets through the door and looks at me, and just goes, "You cannot keep taking things from Susan. Firstly, I didn't take it. I rehomed it. Secondly, it suited me. And if Susan's laughing, that's basically a green light.
You might want. Oh, are you folding from there?
It's what yesterday was the middle crotch goblin's 11th birthday, and he's obsessed with Lego.
Okay.
He's fully locked in on
I
a
see
lounge
what's
floor like
going
a
on.
site
All
manager
right.
with zero staff and unrealistic expectations. Brand new flick, hundreds of tiny bits laid out neatly like this isn't about to collapse emotionally. Then Mom calls everyone for cake, and not just any cake. She spent a full days making this thing like it's going on Bake Off, so everyone leaves the room, which is exactly where this situation begins. Because I'm now alone with the Lego. I spot a loose piece sliding to the side. Give it a tap, it moves, I tap it again, and then I come in. Full swipe, straight under the sofa like I just cleared it for customs. Gone, never seeing daylight again. Then I do it
Okay,
again.
can you hand me the
Second
scissors?
piece, lovely
Kinda went
contact,
flying
right
over
under the
there.
other sofa like I've switched sides mid-match and I'm still scoring. And now I'm in form. So I line up a third, give it everything, and ping, straight behind the TV like a long-range screamer that deserves a replay. At that point, I jump up onto the sofa, settle down, and act like I've never been involved. Organized.
One face near top right edge.
This thing like it's a wholesome bonding moment. And that's when it starts. Where's this piece? Then more shuffling, more checking. And suddenly the vibe shifts because now it's not just one piece, it's multiple. And the entire operation is stopped. Now they're both on the floor searching properly, lifting cushions, checking under furniture, scanning the carpet like they've dropped something expensive. And you can feel the frustration building because the set is not getting finished without those bits. Dad eventually glances over at me, curled up on the sofa, far too calm, like someone who knows exactly what's happened. And just goes through it, which is fine, but unfortunately for her, completely unfoldable. Search mode activates under one sofa, first piece recovered. Under the other sofa, second piece found, momentum builds, hope returns, but the last piece is still missing. They're checking everywhere, behind things they've already
All this
checked.
stuff
The piece
coming
might
from
be
down
damaged,
here is
everywhere
garbage,
goes.
right?
Everyone's using patience. Until the youngest finally
Cans
spots
and all
it.
that.
Yeah.
The back behind
Yeah.
the TV. He pulls it out, holds it up, looks straight. Those Felix, you big silly goose.
Went down.
Excuse me. That was precision work, and easily my best goal today. Hands up who thought I was going for Mom's cake. Relax, there's still half left. Go now. Follow for more cake.
I like that.
People with high
There's still half
Hands away
left
from the
for
weekend
now.
work, which means standards have dropped. Supervision is questionable.
just
Dad
gotta
is doing
run
his
up.
best. I've been out doing important work, and I return with the key. And because the youngest
Okay.
crotch is still at a formative stage,
But if
and I
you
can
wanna
use it
just-
while I'm learning, I bring out something to a tiny frog. I head upstairs, find him in his room playing, and drop
Yeah, I can do that.
I'm presenting a rare collection.
Yeah, well, it's not done yet, but when it is, I will.
He goes for cool. He picks it up, holding it like this is the best.
There you go.
Good
job.
Good
job, Phoebe.
Because this is fun. This is growth. And then the team walks in. Oh boy, worst timing imaginable. She comes over, gives me a little stroke in the head, completely unaware of the situation developing. But
Yeah?
then this proud as
Who's
anything,
like a
takes the
baby?
frog's right to the face and says, look what Felix got me. Now when I say close, I mean inches. The frog croaks directly at her, and all hell breaks loose. The scream that leaves her body
You're
could have
not gonna let me
sounded
do
like
that, what are you?
complete anthem. It sets one dog off barking, which sets another one off, which turns into a full Twilight Arc situation like the entire street's been alerted.
Oh,
I don't know
you're
if
not
that's
gonna let me do it.
threatened. The youngest is still stood there holding the frog like he doesn't understand why everyone's reacting that way. I'm watching this unfold like this is excellent feedback. Dad storms in, already stressed, takes one look at me and just goes, I knew you had something. You walked past me like you were out of the secret. Hey, he calms the team who's now pressed against the wall like she's seen something traumatic. Gently removes the frog from the youngest. Then he marches next door to Susan. Susan opens the door, sees Dad, sees the frog, sees the state of him, and just absolutely Pops it back in the pond like this is a completely normal exchange. Meanwhile, our house is falling apart. Team traumatized. Doc still up. Team is confused. Dad hanging on by a thread. And me, second proud because you're not getting that Rapana card. Follow the work here. Mom's away for the week. Mom's still away for the weekend, which means Dad's taking charge. I decided to host a barbecue in the garden light. He's starring in a cooking show nobody asked for. Sophie and Paul are around. The three crunched up in the feral in the sunshine. The girl's going, smoke everywhere. And Dad stood there poking me like he knows what he's doing. He doesn't. And I'm nearby watching him waiting. Because the table next to the barbecue is loaded like a butler. Raw chicken, sausages, zero supervision. Now normally I get my own beer when Mom does the barbecue. But today we're skipping the formality. Dad's forgot I exist the third day. I spotted a full chicken eater. Unattended and glistening. It's calling to me like a bad idea. I'm moving low, saying a precise grab a treat off the table at a tiny corner with that eye. And then I run. Immediate chaos. Felix. Dad's shouting. It's moving. The kids are screaming, laughing like this is the best thing that's happened all week. Sophie's doubled over like she knew this was going to happen the second I heard her. I'm making it across the garden like a full burglar with poultry. Heading straight for it. Freedom. Chicken. And a new life in Susan's life. Except I have no home. So this is less clean getaway and more slippery hostage situation. The chicken leg starts sliding out my mouth like it's trying to escape. I clamp down. It slips. I readjust mid-sprint like I'm juggling raw meat under pressure. It slips again. Now I'm running, rolling, trying to flip over it like it's a wet bar of soap with a dish. Dad's leaning on me like a man who refuses to be eaten by a cat. It's coming in from the side like he's part of a wildlife documentary. I reach the wall and pause and hope I can catch me with the dragon with a tuxedo. Because I will defend this. Dad lunges and grabs things. Look at it, Dad. Chicken leg just attacks itself. Drops to the floor like it's given up on me entirely. Devastating. I let out a noise like I've been robbed. Dad just looks at me, holding me like really a criminal. He picks up the chicken leg like it's been through something, holding it away from himself like he might apologize. Dad goes just run it under the towel. Pete looks at him like he's just suggested something illegal. Then shrugs, don't worry, that'll be the catch one now. The kids are still laughing. Sophie's wiping tears. Pete's questioning empty. Dad's rethinking his life. And me, sat there empty paws absolutely raging. Because seriously, that was a progress attempt ruined by poor equipment. Follow from work here.
Hey, I am AI.
Mom's been away all weekend, which means I've been left with Dad, also known as the spare human, and the crotch goblin who run on tails and snacks. So when Mom finally walks through the door, I'm there immediately like I've been waiting my entire life for this moment. She says I've only been gone 2 days Felix. Incorrect, it was at least 7 emotional days. She moves to the lounge. I move to the lounge. She turns around and just says like she's blocked the situation immediately. She tries to sit down. I sit directly in front of her, unblinking with full eye contact. Just supervision. She knows I can't even sit down without being watched. Correct, this is a high-risk household. She goes to the toilet and I follow immediately. Because obviously. And I sit outside the door like a security guard who's emotionally invested in the house. She opens the door and goes, Felix, this is not normal behavior. Debatable, mother. Then she runs it back. And now I'm concerned. Because she's willingly entering a large boiling water like this is not fair. And not a questionable life decision. I sit at the edge like a lifeguard who's not convinced he's qualified for this activity. She says, I'm just having a bad feelings. I do not trust the situation. You have more backup in there. At one point, she leaves me in the kitchen and heads upstairs. I appear at the top of the stairs. Bang! Just there already sitting and waiting. She physically jumps Felix, who scared the crap out of me. You're welcome for the warning system. She puts her hand on her chest, and those you nearly stop by are. But we are even now. At this point, she just gives up trying to have personal space. Turns around and says, You've been attached to me since I got home. And sat there watching her like she is not allowed to disappear again. Because seriously, if you leave for a weekend, this is the return policy. Follow for more chaos at all. The word of the day. Confidious. A person who is absolutely confident in their idiocy. They have no idea what they're talking about. But they'll argue their stupid nonsense anyway. A complete confusion. The word of the day. Confusion. I am. I'd like to start by saying I am not the villain here. The morning began like any other. Birds squawking. Neighbors gone during this ritual. I'm big and important by the bar. I did my stretches. Licked my butt with purpose. Went over to Susan's garden for a nose in the pond. That's when I saw it. A toad. A human. Chunky, bumpy, one big wrinkle with ambition. And waddles like a slightly yellow. Naturally, I thought Mom would love this. She's been so thin lately. Tall pops her pork salad. And Leslie tasted like algae and old gravy. and I called her little frog. She screamed, no, it's a bloody toad. The toad, now properly caffeinated, launched itself at her face. Her laptop toppled. I could hear confused office people watching her wrestle a wet potato off her forehead while shouting, I'm fine, this is normal. The toad left again. Mom slipped on the tea, grabbed the curtain, brought the curtain rail down with her. The laptop is now filming her from the floor while she screams, Listen, I need to go. Eventually, she managed to trap the toad in a salad bowl and scream. Why do you keep doing this at me? Like I was the one who left into her Earl Grey. She pulled out something on laptops and papers and Googled, can cats be possessed? Currently watching her disinfect her laptop while side-eyeing me like, I'm the Antichrist. Next time, I'm bringing in a pissed-off swan called Keith, who's banned from the Canal for Public Indecency. Follow for more chaos, Mom was making a Sunday roast dinner yesterday, which should have been a calm, wholesome activity. Already unrealistic in this household. She's at the side peeling veggies, everything washed and sitting in a calendar like she's hosting a cooking show. And I'm down by her feet doing quality control. She looks down and goes, hello, Felix, which is clearly permission. So I jump up onto the side and immediately go airborne. Because I land on the edge of the calendar, it shifts, makes that horrible metal noise, and I panic launch straight back off it like I've stepped on electricity. And the entire calendar detonates. Carrots fire, potatoes launch, everything goes airborne like I've triggered a vegetable explosion. And now I'm in the middle of it mid-air flipping, while being actively chased by flying root veggies. Dad walks in straight into the chaos. A carrot hits him directly in the face. Full impact. I land scrambled, slip, take off again like I'm dodging incoming fire in a low-budget action film. He just freezes, like he's been personally attacked by dinner. Mom doesn't move. She's just stood there holding a potato, looking at the destruction utterly disappointed, like I've ruined something sacred. I casually walk off like none of this concerns me, and just as I pass Dad picking vegetables up, a little toot slips out. He pauses, looks at me, and goes, Oh, cod Felix, that's rotten. Correct, Father. Your lucky stars, that was just a preview, because I nearly crapped myself mid-flight. Then I keep walking because honestly, if you're going to launch vegetables into the air, you have to expect consequences. Follow for more chaos, Mom.
Hey, I know growth.
Mom's got steam coming out her ears today, and for once, I didn't even bring her a gift. No frog, no bird, no half a mouse doing the hokey pokey. I simply got bored. That's the crime. So I did what any dramatic misunderstood feline would do. I climbed up onto the kitchen counter and discovered the bowl. The one she uses for posh baking, and snaps my paw away from like it's made of royal gold. Today it had something creamy in it, something deliciously forbidden. So I stuck my entire head in. Full face dump. Whipped cream or maybe icing, I don't know. I blacked out with joy. I panicked when my head got stuck. The bowl wouldn't come off. I was blind creamy and spinning in circles like a possessed trifle. I ran full speed, had bowl burst through the kitchen, took out a chair, bounced off the bin, and somehow launched myself up onto the windowsill, knocking over the basil plant and half the spice rack, cinnamon everywhere. I sneezed 33 times. Mom walks in, just out the toilet, holding her phone. She sees a possessed sugar-glazed cat running at her full speed. She screams. The scream scared me, so I jumped sideways into the clothes error. Took that down like a tower of Jenga in an earthquake. Tangled and panic. I rolled across the floor like a trifle on the run. Mom tried to grab me, slipped on a road sock, landed but first onto the floor. The bowl finally popped off my head and flung a gob of icing into her eye. She mumbled something about an eye infection. I wasn't listening. I was busy fleeing under the sofa, still frosted like a rejected bake-off entry. Now she's stomping around yelling that I'm banned from the kitchen forever. The mixture is in the bin, the basil's dead, and the kitchen is a crime scene. She's such a wailing walnut. Follow for more chaos, Dad and John came back from a curry last night, and the house immediately became unsafe. They sit down in the lounge, full, satisfied, talking to and do nonsense like everything is normal. I'm on the arm of the sofa supervising as usual. And then it starts. No sound, just a shift in the air like something has made a terrible decision. It creeps and then fully arrives like a warm, unwanted presence settling into the room. Dad stops mid-sentence and says to John, Mate, really? John, all defend...
Call from 866-346-3440.
Oh, of course somebody has to call me on a Saturday. Oh, gosh.
1 hour, 33 minutes, 34 seconds. Button.
Oh.
46 seconds. Zoom video. 1 hour. 1 hour.
What is
Save him. And me? I stand up.
Zoom video. 1 hour.
Oh. What in the world?
Face near 1 hour. 9 minutes. Face near top edge.
Video. 1 hour. 34 minutes. 18 15 seconds.
John
Button.
laughed.
Zoom video. 1 hour. 34 minutes. 22
For
seconds.
slightly
Button.
fluffed,
Zoom
trying to
video.
recover.
1 hour.
Because honestly,
34
that
minutes.
smell is now
26
living in my
seconds.
rent
Button.
free.
Zoom video. 1 hour. 34 minutes.
Dad
30
and John came
seconds.
back from a
Button.
curry.
Zoom video. 1 hour. 34
So I
minutes.
pop round to
34
Susan's for my
seconds.
usual
Button.
afternoon
Zoom
visit.
video.
Because
1
she
hour.
runs a very
34
small
minutes.
friendly establishment.
38 seconds.
And today
Button.
she's got a
Zoom
steak
video. 1 hour. 34 minutes. 32 seconds.
It goes no
Button.
one
Zoom
mentioned
video.
why.
1
I
hour.
can see you eyeing
34
it up.
minutes.
And
46
honestly, I don't
seconds.
even chew.
Button.
I just
Zoom
sort of
video.
dump.
1 hour.
Full face
34
involvement
minutes.
like I'm
50
trying to
seconds.
absorb it
Button.
and
Zoom
then
video.
eat it.
Zoom meeting.
Pastry everywhere. Gravy on my whiskers. Making noises like a faulty Hoover. Susan is absolutely losing it. Proper wheezing, clutching her chest. Do you want to borrow my dentures? Old boy. I'm mid-lick, covered in pastry, living my best life when Mum walks in with Susan shopping. She stops dead, looks at me, then my face. Why has he got pastry on him? Before I can even compose a defense, Susan goes. Oh, the little scamp stole a bite of it bake. Excuse me. I look at Mum like that is a bold accusation. I own my crimes. I stand by my actions, but this was not one of them. Mum's like, Felix, you are banned from Susan's. You can't just go round stealing food. Stealing. If it's good to me, that's a transaction. I get escorted out like known offender. Pastry still on my face. Dignity in tatters. Couple hours later, the phone rings. It's Susan. You can hear the guilt in her voice straight away. Oh, love, I did give him a bit. He was making me laugh. Mum just laughs and says you're as bad as the pair of them. I'm sat there listening like yes, justice has entered the chat. So let the record show. I was falsely accused, then immediately cleared. And honestly, I'd take the blame again. Because that's steak bake. Worth every bit of slander. Follow for more chaos, ha ha ha. So Mother has now made 2 books about us, which feels unnecessary and slightly disrespectful. The first one, Felix and Willow Cat Tales of Mischief and Mayhem, contains 118 stories of me and Willow at our absolute best. Chaos drama and the gradual decline of Mother's mental stability. The second one, Felix and Willow Good Morning to Chaos, is 137 examples of how I'd bully my parents for breakfast every single morning. And before anyone says anything, it's justified. If you enjoy laughing until you can't breathe or almost peeing yourself laughing, these books are for you. And if you've ever lived with a cat, you'll understand every single moment. They're both available worldwide on Amazon. So Mother has now made 2 books about us, which... The teenage crotch goblin is welded to her phone 3 inches from her face, watching some tragic series where everyone cries harder than a year 11 on results day. Enter me, today's gift. A spider. A proper Boris Harry angry, and built like it's been down the gym. The sort with legs so long David Attenborough should be narrating about it. I strut in like a waiter at a 5-star restaurant, and I deposit it delicately right on her bare shin. At first, nothing. She scrolls. She sighs. Then 8 legs start marching like a golf parade, and the noise she makes. Have you ever heard a kettle, a smoke alarm, and a bagpipe all go off at once? Exactly that. She launches a bright, duvet flying, phone catapulting into the wall like a Poundland frisbee on a windy day. Thunders a spider, she screeches, flapping her arms like she's trying to take flight. Mum yells back, well, don't ask me for help, I don't like him either. Meanwhile, the goblin is trapped in her own duvet burrito, rolling off the bed, legs flailing like a baby giraffe on roller skates, while the spider lags it across the carpet like Mum after spotting yellow sticker bargains in Tesco, and vanishes into the void. I sit proudly in the wreckage, tuxedo gleaming, thinking best morning ever. Follow for more chaos, ha ha ha. Tonight, Mum and Dad invited the new neighbors round for a civilized board games night. Wine out, fancy cheese board Mum spent hours on. Everything arranged like we're respectable people, which already felt suspicious. I'm nowhere to be seen, which should have been their first warning. Willow is asleep on one of the dining chairs, completely hidden under the tablecloth like a quiet little landmine waiting for a victim. And then I arrive and jump straight onto the chair. Except it's not just a chair. It's Willow. I land directly on her, and all hell blues. She explodes out from under the tablecloth like she's been launched. I panic, she panics, and suddenly we're both on the table in a full-scale fight in the middle of a cheese board. Wine goes flying, glasses and something soft lands directly on Pete's bald head. Nobody is safe. Sophie just freezes, holding a cracker, like this is not what she signed up for. I try to escape, slip, and take the entire charcuterie board with me in one glorious, catastrophic wipeout. Cheese, meats, grapes, absolute carnage like a picnic has been violently cancelled. Willow is still swinging. I'm defending myself.
1 hour, 13 minutes, 48 seconds.
Bless him, grabs me like he's volunteered for something he doesn't understand. Willow is growling like she's summoning something ancient. I'm still fighting mid-air windmilling for my 9 lives like this is a sport. They finally separate us. Willow gets launched into the lounge. I get escorted to the kitchen like a known repeat offender. Behind me, the table looks like it's been through something traumatic. Mom just stands there, hands on hips, processing everything that's gone wrong. And the neighbors, still holding their drinks, absolutely crying, laughing like they've just witnessed live entertainment they didn't pay for. And me, sat in the kitchen licking hummus off my pot like this was a catered event. Because honestly, if you hide a spicy barn cat under a tablecloth, someone is getting attacked. Follow for more chaos, ha.
I made my family.
Let me take you back to Easter 2022, the Easter that still haunts my litter box dreams. I walk in the kitchen and clock it straight away. A shiny plastic Easter egg just sitting there like it's testing me. Obviously, I engage. I start dribbling it across the kitchen like a professional. Full control, my paws working overtime. I'm like Messi with toe beans. Then bam, I absolutely launch it. Straight under the fridge. Gone. Now I have two options. Walk away like a normal cat. Or choose chaos. Now you don't get named the king of chaos for no reason. So I choose chaos. I leap onto the fridge, slide down the back like a furry stunt double, and immediately realize I've made a terrible decision. Because now I'm stuck. No exit. Just me, a dust bunny named Greg that's been living there since 2007, and a rapidly growing sense of regret. At some point, I panic. And what follows can only be described as the pea of shame. No witnesses, just consequences. So now I'm stuck damp and rethinking everything. So I start screaming for help like I've just been sealed into a tomb. Mom comes in and follows the noise, looks around all confused. Then hears me again, spots me behind the fridge, and pulls the fridge out. And there I am, dusty and absolutely marinated in my own poor decisions. She just stares at me. What have you done? Excellent question. Dad reaches in, pulls me out like a cursed item from the back of a cupboard. And the egg, still in my mouth, because I may have lost control of the situation. But I secured the objective. Next Easter, I'm still going for the egg. I've learned absolutely nothing. Follow for more chaos, ha.
So, yeah, what do we think of those ones?
Amazing. See,
Some of them, yes.
I'd never actually seen any of them before. My friend recommended them to me, and I watched like a couple of them, and then I went, no, I'm gonna save them for when we do this, for when we do a humor day, and I'll let you guys hear my very first reactions to them. So these are just as new to me as they are to you.
They're good ones, yeah.
Yeah. How about you? How about the rest of you guys? Yeah, it's good. Problem
What do
is,
you think, Amber? Amber's saying they're good too.
nice. So happy to hear that. It's amazing.
Yeah. There seemed to be like a commercial in between, but that's okay.
Yeah, they're advertising their books, but that's okay because I would probably do the same thing.
Yeah. So I just kind of skipped those ones and
That's
go on to
fine.
the next one.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. You're doing great, James. You're doing an
Thank
amazing
you.
job. You're welcome. You are so welcome.
I'll continue on with the next ones if
Yeah,
you want, or did you want to keep talking about them?
Face near left edge.
Next ones.
Okay. I'll go and share again. Thank
Awesome.
you.
No worries. Of course.
Mom accidentally turned the Hoover into a biological weapon, and somehow I'm still the one getting blamed. Mom was hoovering, moving with the grim determination of someone battling invisible enemies. And I'm watching closely because this already feels like it's going to involve me. Then it happens the Hoover rolls straight over one of my earlier poop nuggets that had abandoned my rear end earlier, and sucks it straight up the tube before anyone can stop it. The noise it makes is horrific, like a trumpet possessed by demons. And then the smell hits instantly, aggressive, like something has gone very wrong at a chemical level. Mom freezes completely still, and then the Hoover blasts a warm cloud of poop-scented regret straight into her face. She starts gagging immediately, full body recoil, questioning everything. But instead of turning it off, she keeps going, pushing it around the room, spreading it like she's actively distributing the problem. And now the whole house smells like something has died twice and come back angry. She finally switches it off and starts tearing it apart in a panic, pulling bits off, each one worse than the last, and just when it feels like it can't get any worse, she checks the brush and finds more. Not just what she hoovered, but extra, bonus material from earlier. A completely separate incident she didn't even know existed. Now she's not cleaning one problem, she's uncovered a second one. And she just sits there in silence holding the Hoover like she's uncovered something ancient. I wander over, sit directly on the filter she's just taken out, and start purring. We're having a very personal wash. Cards everywhere. Now the house smells like lavender mixed with regret. The Hoover is in pieces across the floor as Mom cleans every attachment. Mom is sweating and traumatized. And I'm asleep 5 minutes later like none of this concerns me. Because, Mother, if you go digging around like that, you're going to find things. Follow for more chaos, ha.
Have you ever tried finding
You'd think the chaos ended when Mum finished baiting the crotch goblins. The bathroom's basically a foam rave, bubbles everywhere, zero control. And that's when I make my grand entrance. I slip in unnoticed, curiosity levels at maximum. The bubbles are pouring to me mysterious, shiny, suspiciously squeaky. I dip a paw and then slide down the bag. I'm instantly transformed bubbles on my face, looking like a discount Santa. Mom still hasn't seen me. She's humming, grabs the shower attachment, turns and hits the trigger. Boom. Next thing she knows, she's accidentally waterboarded me. I go airborne a whack, soapy torpedo of betrayal. I hit the edge of the bath. Flip, slide back down like a furry bar of soap having an existential crisis. Mom's shrieking, I'm bubbling, the shower's possessed. She lunges to grab me, misses, and I rebound off her shoulder like a pinball from hell. She slips into the tub, the shower's still spraying, it's pure chaos. And I bolt, straight out the door down the stairs, leaving a trail of soap, water, and broken trust behind me. From downstairs, you just hear Dad go, "Why's Felix soaking wet?" I'm under the table dripping and foamy, resisting the betrayal. When Mum storms in, soaked, hair plastered to her face, wraps me in a towel like this is somehow my fault, and mutters, "You're lucky you're cute." I purr dramatically. It's not my fault, I'm this handsome. Follow for more chaos, ha ha ha. So Mum says she's mentally checked out today, and somehow, once again, I'm the cause. It all began when I discovered them. 2 baby hedgehogs, tiny prickly chaos muffins, stomping around the garden like they're late for a fight. So I grabbed them, like a proud parent carrying toddlers who bites people. Dragged them inside like a hero returning from battle. I deposit my prickly offspring in the middle of the kitchen. The babies immediately split like they planned it. Mom turns around mid-mop, sees me, sees the hedgehogs, and just stops existing. One hedgehog hops, charges, and plants itself on Mom's fluffy slipper like a tiny spiky Roomba with attitude, and it just sits there. She just quietly whispers, "Why is there a hedgehog on my foot?" Dad walks in. The other charges straight at Dad. Dad goes rigid, whispering, "Why is it approaching me? What does it want?" It then makes a break for the dining room, huffing like a tiny steam engine with emotional issues. Dad tries to help, tries to coax him with gentle hands, but ends up doing a ridiculous little Irish jig every time it huffs in his direction. I'm sitting there like, look at them, mighty, fearless, my violent children. Chaos erupts. Baby hedgehog charges under the table. Dad lunges after him, hits his head on the table, comes back out looking like a man who's seen the afterlife. Mom is still frozen with a head.
Face near left edge.
Like she's having a spiritual awakening. Finally, Dad snaps. Right box now.
Face near left edge.
Hedgehog still latched to Mom's foot, then scoops up the second one who is still huffing like an angry kettle. He marches out the door like a defeated postman. He's behind his D&D library and finds Mum, Hedgehog, and 2 more babies all glaring at him like an angry hedgehog biker gang revving for violence. He scoops them all up, and now he's driving to the hedgehog rescue. One hand on the wheel, one hand holding the box still because the family are trying to punch their way out like tiny spiky inmates. And me? I'm thinking you're welcome, Dad. Not all heroes wear capes. Some wear tuxedos and deliver newborn spiky potatoes like Amazon Prime with trauma. Follow for more chaos.
Hello.
This is a quantum physicist.
Let me tell you this story that still haunts Dad's dreams. So Dad went and had a vasectomy earlier last year.
Well, you should have been down here for
that. He came home walking like he'd just done the splits on a cactus. Into the armchair with a groan that could scare pigeons and clutched the remote like it was morphine. I decide now's the perfect time for a flying cuddle. I launch from his soaked arm like a hairy missile of love and chaos, and land directly on his freshly snipped crown jewels. The sound he made could have summoned dolphins from the English Channel. He shot up out of the chair, doubled over, and staggered around the room like he'd been hit with a medieval mace. Mom's crying with laughter in the doorway, yelling, "I told you to put a cushion there." Dad's gone sheet white, muttering words you'd have to beep in Morse code. He then a dramatic exit straight to E and E.
I'm giving
Turns
him a bit
out
of a break from
the
his
surgical
cosmetic
site.
routine.
Fancy doctor wants for the cat broke you. And he gets an infection. But wait, plot twist. 6 months later, they tell him it didn't work. All that pain, all that drama, and he has to go back for a round 2 today. Now he
Face near left edge.
The tail. One wrong jump, and he's changing
We're getting there.
and moving abroad. You
Got
want
some more
peace.
for the watch
Get an
team?
emotional support carrot. Follow for more chaos.
Yeah, because there's like everything for baskets.
Okay, Maggie, so do you still want to vote on those ones?
Yeah. Yeah, that was my favorite group. I think the vacuum one was my ultimate favorite one of all so far.
Yeah, they're all good.
Yeah. Oh.
Anyway, I come bearing lunch.
Oh, lunch.
I
Is it lunch already?
What do you think, Amber? Oh, no.
Yeah, we can continue.
Round 2.
Okay. I'll continue.
Thanks, James.
Do you want to keep talking about all of them, or do you want me to go on and then talk about them?
zeroed right under on my belly.
Oh dear. Sorry, I just did a film of Roy's belly. Oh dear. Yeah, we can continue with the videos if that's what people want to do.
Okay, I can continue with all of them. if
Okay,
that's
thank
what people
you.
like to do.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
You say it was lunch already, Maggie?
Yeah, it's like 2 o'clock already.
10 to 2.
10 to 2.
Well, I've just had 6 yogurts.
Wow, 6 yogurts.
Ooh. There's a
Oh,
belly
good you've come to
chicken
hear
there,
about the day I
belly
introduced
chicken
Philip to
right
our
there.
neighbors before Mom did. Let me set the scene. The house at the end has been empty for over a year. Quiet, abandoned, no snacks, no activity. Frankly, a waste of a perfectly good building. Then suddenly moved in. New neighbors moved in. Now, obviously, I need to inspect. So I wander in through the open back door like I've been invited. Do a quick patrol, check the hallway, sniff a box, standard procedure, and then I find the living room. Brand new sofa, untouched and calling to me. So I jump up, circle twice, and settle in like I've just signed paperwork. Perfect. I close my eyes, and 20 minutes later the door opens. Voices.
One face near video resolution. HD button.
And then stop dead when they see me just sat there on their sofa like I've been waiting for them. We lock eyes. I give them a little friendly meow. Welcoming. The woman just knows how is there a cat in our house? Excellent question. The man squints at me like he's trying to solve a mystery and goes, "We think this is what the old lady mentioned." The old lady. Her name is Susan. Show some respect. He continues, I think he lives on the
Thank
end.
you.
Correct, but also irrelevant because I am currently living here while I know. We don't panic though. No screaming. No chaos. Just confusion, which I respect. The woman goes, I'll knock the door. Oh, good for escalating. A few minutes later, Mom answers.
Frame rate. Video frame camera stop take pic pause recording. 1 hour. Face near right edge.
Well, she already knows. Yes, Felix. He's in our living room. In a deep sigh. And 5 minutes later, Mom is walking into their house, apologizing like she's collecting a repeat offender. She sees me on the sofa, comfortable and very unbothered. Felix, you little sod. Now listen in my defense if you bring in a new sofa and leave the door open. That's not a mistake. That's an invitation. Mom picks me up apologizing to the new neighbors Pete and Sophie and leave. The new neighbors are laughing, already understanding what they've signed up for. And me? I'm being carried out like I've done something wrong, when really I was just welcoming them to the neighborhood. Follow for more chaos, ha ha ha.
Oh,
Mom is really pissed at me like, pacing the kitchen muttering to the ancestors' levels of pissed off. And seriously, I think she's being very dramatic. All I did was jump on the counter and sample a bowl of something called cheese dip. It was incredible, life-changing, a religious awakening. I saw cod, and he was made of cheddar. A few hours later, though, I'm mid-match playing cat football with a piece of Lego crowds roaring in my head. I'm about to score the winning goal when my stomach says, hey, bestie, time to die. 1 second, I'm a champion, the next, my butt turns into a pressure washer set to max power. Liquid cheese regret erupts everywhere. Mom screams, what the hell is that? Like she's witnessing the birth of the Antichrist. Legs go noodle mode. I bolt up the stairs at 400 miles per hour, leaving behind a trail of sorrow, like a chocolate-themed crime scene in CSI Kitchen Edition. I'm horrified, shaking, praying to the gods, trying to hold myself together physically and emotionally. But the nightmare wasn't over, not even close, because Mom brought out the Hoover. Not just any Hoover the Industrial, 3 souls trapped inside, then she's screaming monstrosity she only uses to wash the carpet. She turns it on. It shrieks like a demon with a toothache. My stomach hears it and just goes, no. Round 2 of the chocolate lava apocalypse. Mom's gagging. The crotch goblins are screaming. Dad is laughing from a safe distance because he's a coward. And I'm outside on the patio, traumatized, alone, betrayed. Then she has the audacity to bend me from cheese. Cheese is like... Right, gather round. Let me tell you about the morning Mom nearly moved house. So Mom's trying to get the crotch goblins ready for school, the usual chaos. I walk in proudly carrying my newest discovery. A spider. But oh, not just any spider. A unit. This thing looked like it did weight training. 8 legs, all biceps. Hairy, angry, built like it bench-pressed shads. I drop it gently in the middle of the kitchen like a thoughtful son. Mom turns around, sees it, and goes silent. That special silence humans do right before they scream. Then chaos. She shrieks, Felix, why have you brought that in here? Spider legs twitch. Smallest crotch goblin screams like his soul has left his body. Teen goblin vanishes. Gone like she teleported to another dimension. The spider sprints under the cupboard. Mom's hopping around on 1 foot yelling, where did it go? Oh God. I'm chasing it because I obviously want it back. The goblins are screaming like a 90s boy band just walked in. The spider reappeared. Dad walks in, holding his teeth, sees the spider, and just says, nope, and leaves. The spider runs straight over Mom's barefoot like it's late for a meeting. She dies inside. The spider starts climbing the curtain. Mom's having a meltdown. Felix, do something. What do you want me to do, woman? Negotiate. And then she arrives. Willow, my feral sister, former barn cat, soldier, assassin, professional tramp. She walks in like I heard screaming. Who do I need to kill? She spots the spider, launches like a furry missile, grabs the spider mid-air, body slams it like she's reenacting a WWE finale, and then she just swallows it. Oh, one big gulp. A single long leg hangs out of her mouth like a rogue noodle. She makes eye contact with Mom and slips it in like spaghetti. Mom looks traumatized. Goblin kids are gagging. Dad yells from the hallway, is it safe? And me? I'm sitting there like, that was disgusting. And absolutely iconic. 10 out of 10 chaos. Would offer Mom another spider gift again. Follow for more chaos, ha.
Activate your glove.
The word of the day is assistant. That one co-worker who's so far up the boss's arse. They're wearing his colon as a turtleneck. They are a fool. Assistant. Ha. The word of the day. Assistant. Right, so apparently I've flooded the house, which feels dramatic. I was home alone doing important indoor patrols when I noticed the washing machine. This thing was rattling like it had secrets and spinning like it was up to something. Suspicious behavior. So I investigated, gave it a little tap, a little paw, just some light supervision to keep things in check. And then it betrayed us both. Water everywhere, not a drip, not a leak. A full commitment like it had decided today was the day it becomes a fountain. It starts spreading across the kitchen floor, creeping out like it's exploring new territory. So I step in it and immediately regret that. And now my paws are wet.
Good.
The floor is worse.
It's really hard to eat Mr.
Kitchen
Noodles
floods, hallway
when you're
joins,
laughing
and
so
now
much.
the whole place looks like a budget water park nobody asked for. So I jump onto a chair and watch like a supervisor at a disaster while everything collapses around me. Then the electrics go, lights out, silence. Just me and the gentle sound of the house being absolutely ruined. A few hours later, the door opens. The family walks in happy and chatting after a day out, takes one step, splash, and everything stops. They look down and realize the entire house is basically a paddling pool. Dad runs off to the fuse box. Mom just stands there staring like her brain has temporarily shut down. Then slowly turns and looks at me sat perfectly dry on the chair watching everything. Felix, why do I feel like this is something to do with you? Now listen, there is no proof, no witnesses, and no clear evidence linking me to this situation, Mother. And seriously, if the washing machine couldn't handle a little supervision, that's not a cat problem. Follow for more chaos, ha. Right, so apparent... Today is Mom's 41st birthday. I've promised to be on my best behavior. No chaos, no suspicious noises, no late-night criminal activity. But let me take you back to her 35th. Oh, what a spectacular collapse that was. It started with a lemon cake. Mom spent hours making it, humming away, talking about zest, and folding in the flour like she'd been shortlisted for Bake Off. When she finally finished, she placed it on the side. And it ended. In my house? Now listen, I had questions. Why was it so yellow? Why did it smell like cleaning products but edible?
Yes.
Would it bounce? Science required answers. So with the grace of a gymnast and the decision-making skills of a fox in a wheelie bin, I gave it a little nudge. And by little, I mean I absolutely body checked it off the counter like it had no right being that close to the edge. Splat! The cake hit the floor like a fallen empire. Lemon everywhere. Walls covered. Floor it looked like a citrus crime scene. Mom walked in and just froze like her soul had logged out. Dad? Already halfway out the door grabbing his keys. I'll just get one from Tesco. Smart man. And me? I'm on the floor licking frosting like a dedicated member of the cleanup crew. Now, small issue. Turns out lemon cake and cat stomachs are not compatible. Within the hour, I entered what can only be described as gastrointestinal chaos. I'm sprinting through the house like a haunted sock, making noises that should come with a priest. Room to room. No survivors. Cake vomit everywhere, which frankly was a mercy considering the alternative involving my arse. The night ended with Dad taking me to the emergency vet, while Mom stayed behind scrubbing lemon-scented regret out of every surface in the house. So today, on her 41st birthday, I'm behaving. For now. Follow for more chaos. It's absolutely hammering it down outside, proper sideways rain. And inside Dad and his Mary D and D-Band of Geeks lot on mid-game. Serious faces, final boss energy, everything set out perfectly. Then comes the scratching at the door, desperate meowing, and Dad looks up and goes. Oh no, Felix is out there. The door opens and I charge in. Soap, not damp, soap like I've just been dredged out of a canal. I don't even pause. I go straight onto the table with muddy, wet paws, stamping through the battle map like some cursed creature they definitely didn't plan for. I stop, lock eyes with John, and start aggressively licking myself. Because we've got unfinished business, I maintain eye contact the entire time. John just quietly goes that feels targeted. Then I shake. Full body. Water goes everywhere, dice, cards, character sheets, all instantly redecorated. Someone yells, oh come on. Too late because I've already spotted the snack table. I freeze, wiggle, and lock in. Dad sees it and goes, Felix, don't you? I jump. My paws are wet and the battle map slides under my feet like a rug being yanked up from under a drunk uncle. Miniatures go flying. Character sheets launch across the room. Somebody's dragon disappears into the corner. Someone else screams. I painted that. And me? I go straight off the edge of the table in a full nosedive of misjudged ambition. Claire just about catches me and holds me out at arm's length like I'm something she's fished out of a block hole with those. You Felix, you're soggy. Behind us it's carnage, people scrambling after papers, rescuing figures, shouting about water damage and ruin campaigns. Well, Dad finally takes me, wraps me in his jumper, and starts trying me out like a soggy loaf of bread. And me? I'm sat on his lap, warm purring, and watching it all unfold like this wasn't obviously my fault. Follow for more cases.
A glow.
The word of the day. Shopportunity. When every situation somehow becomes a reason to shop. Went in for a browse. No self-control was shown. And came out with bags of shopping. A full. Shopportunity. Ha ha ha. The word of the day. Crapnosphere. The moment the atmosphere drops. The second someone starts talking absolute crap and turns perfectly good oxygen into nonsense. This is known as crapnosphere. Ha ha ha. The word of the day. Disgusted. That specific brand of pissed off you feel when someone says something so catastrophically stupid it leaves you full of You are disgusted. The word of the day. So apparently I got accidentally locked out for the night by Dad. My own father, absolute betrayal. Now normally I'd just go to Susan's, but her doors are shut, windows locked, security tighter than a biscuit tin at Christmas, and I am not staying outside. Not with the night creatures. The things that stare at you like you're the next episode. So I make a bold decision and head to Sandra's, home of my enemies, Gerald and Ghost. Desperate times. I spotted an open window, an invitation, a terrible idea. I launch myself in like a furry burglar with no morals, land perfectly, into their teen crotch goblin's bedroom. She's asleep, room quiet, bed warm, opportunity everywhere. So I hop up, circle once, twice, and settle down. She stirs, half asleep, and goes, just settle down, Ghost. Excuse me, Ghost? The disrespect, the betrayal, but I say nothing because the bed is warm and I am comfortable. Priorities. A few hours pass peacefully until the door creaks open and in walks Ghost. She freezes, sees me on her bed in her spot, and completely loses it. Full hissing, growling, her tail puffed up like a toilet brush having a breakdown. I lift my head like absolutely not. I'm not moving. I was there first. The teen wakes up, sees me, sees Ghost, and immediately screams Mom Felix is in my room. Chaos. Sandra comes stumbling in half asleep at 1 a.m. They're everywhere, looking like she's been summoned against her will. She sees me, sees Ghost, just stops and goes, what is Felix doing here? Excellent question, no time to explain, though babes. She scoops up Ghost, who is still fuming like a tiny wet thundercloud, and calls Mom. Mom answers half asleep, what's wrong? Sandra goes, you need to come get your cat. He's on my team's bed upsetting Ghost. Then Mom lets out a deep sigh. 5 minutes later, Mom is outside in her dressing gown at 1 a.m. doing the walk of shame, knocking on Sandra's door like she's collecting a repeat offender. Sandra hands me over, still laughing, Ghost glaring from the stairs like she's planning something illegal. And Mom just looks at me like and say, you were out for a few hours, you dipstick. Exactly. And look what happened. Seriously, if you don't want chaos, don't abandon me. Follow for more chaos.
Wellsy.
Garrett.
So apparently I've caused a situation at Susan's again, which is unfair because I am always welcome there. She literally leaves the back door open like it's a cat hotel. I wonder, do a quick kitchen patrol.
Oh,
Daddy's
Daddy's got food, that's
a plate
what
of
it is.
sausage rolls just sat there like a trap I am absolutely going to fall into. Golden, flaky, calling my name. So I hop up, eat one, then another, then realize I've overcommitted, and just sit there eating like I've been personally invited. Susan walks in, sees me, sees the destruction, and just starts laughing. Proper bent over, can't breathe, laughing like this is the highlight of her week. Now I panic, try to grab another.
It's not really
but I
food
slip.
related.
Pastry everywhere. One hits the floor and goes off like a puff pastry landmine. I jump down, slide straight into a chair, take it out completely. But I've still got the sausage roll, so that's a win. Susan is crying, laughing, actually encouraging me. Oh, just take it, you've earned it. 5 minutes later, Mom gets a knock, opens the door, and Susan is still laughing and says, back garden quick. I'm in the garden, covered in pastry, holding half a sausage roll like I've won something. Mom just sighs Felix. Susan goes, I tried to stop him, which is a lie. Seriously, if you leave sausage rolls unattended in an open house, that's on you. Follow for more chaos. I'm hanging out by Susan's koi pond. That's when I spotted a frog. Not a small one either. This thing looked like it bench presses pebbles for fun. Looked like a green stress ball with attitude. So I catch it. It's wriggling, so I clamp my gummy mouth down. We're both committed to the situation. The youngest crotch goblin is on the sofa, reading a comic like a tiny nerd in training. And I march into the room like a proud little provider. The crotch goblin looks up, sees me, sees the frog. Is that for me? Yes, mate, it is. I drop it gently in front of him like I'm presenting a rare artifact. He picks it up, just grabs it, no hesitation. Sits there holding it, turning it over like, this is weirdly realistic. Why is it breathing? I'm watching like, this feels wrong. Then it happens, the frog moves. A sudden, muscular little bounce straight out of his hands and lands directly on his shoulder and croaks, right in his ear. The scream that followed could have reset the national grid. Comic book gone. Child airborne. He's spinning in circles like he's trying to eject his own soul. Moment's alive. The frog at this point. Still on him, just sat there chilling like a parrot. I'm watching, fascinated. Mom comes sprinting in and takes one look. Sees the frog, sees her child, and the absolute chaos. And instead of helping,
looking better,
she
though.
laughs. He bent over, can't breathe laughing. Felix, what have you done, you scamp? The frog finally leaps off and disappears under the sofa like a tiny green fugitive. The goblin is now on the armchair, feet up, traumatized, pointing at the floor like he's seen a ghost. Mom's still laughing, not helping, just enjoying the show. And me? I'm sat there because seriously, some people just don't appreciate a thoughtful gift. Follow for more chaos,
When there's less pain,
It started with a mistake, a small one. I used the litter tray successfully, or so I thought. Because as I step out, I feel it. A warm, unwelcome passenger attached to my back foot like it's chosen. Yes, my foot is it. I have stepped in my own poop. I shake my paw. Nothing. It clings on like it's emotionally attached. So I walk, which is a huge mistake. Because now I'm leaving tiny brown footprints across the kitchen floor like a disgusting little treasure trail nobody asked for. I try to walk it off, but it's still there just tagging along like a bad life choice. So I speed up. Now it's not just footprints. It's smears. Corners taken to left. Surfaces getting personally victimized. Then the front door opens. Mom's back from the school run. She walks and takes the steps and stops. Looks down and follows the trail like a woman connecting dots she does not want to connect. Oh no. She turns the corner and sees me with the poop paw. And I'm just dragging it along the dining room carpet like I'm signing my name in filth. And then the full after poop zoomies hits, which makes it catastrophically worse. Now I'm drifting round corners like a rally car made of regret, leaving chaos behind me while Mom chases me with kitchen roll yelling. Stop moving, you're making it worse. I hit the sofa. She nearly goes down. I bounce off a chair. Something splits. Something flips. This is no longer a home, this is a crime scene. She finally grabs me and checks the paw. Just stares at it. Oh, for the love of God, how have you managed that? Straight to the sink. Water on. Dignity absolutely gone with one soggy wet paw. Meanwhile, the house. Ruined. Thrill everywhere. Smell lingering like it's unpacked and made itself comfortable. And me, I'm clean, calm, and emotionally recovered. Because seriously, if the floor didn't want redecorating, it should have said something. Follow for more chaos analog. Tomorrow is not promised. So call your siblings and tell them they're ugly and adopted.
Wait, hold on a second. You're adopted too, you big idiot.
Oh, crappy, I forgot that. Tomorrow is not promised.
Dreaming about your own... We put a man on the moon 50 years ago. 50 years? Why did we stop? We could have been sending idiots up there ever since, and the planet would be peaceful by now. We put a man on the moon 50...
The word of the day. Mansiety. When a man is asked to do something simple, and suddenly becomes overwhelmed, stressed, and full of anxiety, he stands there looking confused while the task remains completely untouched. A clear case of mansiety. It was supposed to be a lovely, calm Mother's Day. Mom's got a cup of tea. The teen is on the sofa. Willow is curled up on her lap like a fluffy loaf of judgment. And there's one of those helium balloons floating around the living room saying number 1, Mom. I noticed a string. Now listen, string activates something deep in the feline brain. Hidden mode. I start batting it. The balloon bobs around the room like a confused jellyfish while I'm leaping, spinning, doing aerial acrobatics that would impress Cirque du Soleil. Mom's watching like Felix don't. Too late? Bang. The balloon explodes, not a gentle pop either. A proper gunshot of betrayal. I launch across the room like a startled loaf of bread fired from a cannon. At the exact same moment, Willow also launches off the teen's lap like a fluffy missile of pure panic. Mom, somehow, with the reflexes of a ninja who's had 3 coffees, snatches Willow mid-air like she's catching a football. Willow is now a fully inflated rage cloud in Mom's arms. Meanwhile, I hit the TV. The TV wobbles, tilts, and collapses forward like a dramatic soap opera character. Mom drops Willow onto the sofa, which is a terrible decision, because now Willow sees me and chooses violence. Willow fights, then it's dignity central. How's windmilling, fruit flying, Two cats screaming like broken kettles. Mom shouting, "Stop it, both of you." And then someone notices the smell. A quiet little terror toot had escaped my arse during my ballistic launch. The kind that arrives 5 seconds late like a cursed aftershock. Mom stops mid-chaos sniffs once. Oh, for the love of God, Felix. Happy Mother's Day. Chaos achieved. Air quality ruined. Follow for more chaos dialogue. It was supposed to be a quiet morning. Mom had the back door open, birds chirping, kettle boiling. The kind of peaceful scene humans put on postcards. I was on the garden table solar charging in the sun and watching. Because in the middle of the garden stood a seagull. Not a small one. One of those enormous seaside criminals, built like a feathery bouncer. We locked eyes and neither of us moved. It started strutting around the garden like it owned the postcode. Chest out, its ugly head bobbing. Looking at me like, "Go on then." I crouched low, my tail flicking, full hunter mode activated. Now we're both staring each other down like two idiots in a western standoff. Mom notices her. Look, Felix has made a friend. Friend. Woman, that thing looks like it steals chips from toddlers. And the seagull does something unbelievable. It just walks inside straight through the open back door into the kitchen. Mom turns around just in time to see a 6-foot wingspan of seaside violence standing on the floor. I launch. It's absolute chaos. Wings everywhere. The seagull flapping like a possessed student. Mom yelling, "Oh my God, get it out." I'm chasing it. Then the seagull starts chasing me. Well, this is new. Nobody is in control anymore. It launches itself across the kitchen, clips the fruit bowl, and skids across the tiles like a greasy bowling ball. Grabs a tea towel and starts waving it like she's directing Beercraft. Out, out, out. Finally, the seagull bolts back through the door and takes off over the garden like a feathered spider jet. It feels like a crime scene. Fruit everywhere. My blue breakfast stool knocked over. Mom staring at me like she was about to pack my pet carrier and send me off to live her aunt in Birmingham. Meanwhile, I'm on the counter licking my paw like none of that was remotely unusual. Some people just can't handle wildlife. Follow for more chaos dialogue.
I was the first woman.
Dad was asleep on the sofa, spread out like a man who'd lost a fight with gravity and accepted defeat. I climbed onto his chest and settled. Solid and toasty, like a furry hot water bottle with a criminal past. He sighed, I put. This was supposed to be peaceful, but then my stomach made a decision. No sound. No warning. Just a silent release so offensive it should have triggered a public safety announcement. Even I distanced myself emotionally. Dad takes a deep inhale in his sleep, wakes up like he'd been hit in the face with a haunted gym sock. Eyes wide. So gone. Then the coughing starts. He rolls sideways, yanking his t-shirt over his nose like it's emergency life support. What the hell is that? He pieces, voice cracking like a man discovering betrayal in real time. This smell spreads like rotten eggs left in a hot car, screaming with regret and bad decisions. So bad even Satan would crack a window and light a candle. Dad's now gagging, proper dry heaving, half hanging on the sofa like he's been poisoned by his own existence. Mom storms in, stops dead, and takes one cautious sniff. "Oh my God," she says, instantly furious. "That is foul, you need to see a doctor. That is not normal." Dad, still coughing into his shirt, points weakly at me. It was Felix. Mom looks down, I'm curled up innocent. Mouth open, trying to breathe around the situation like I'm in survival mode. She narrows her eye. Felix is fighting for his life over there. That came from you. Dad looks betrayed. The room still smells like something spilled out of a bin died, and then came back for revenge. I slowly close my mouth and tuck in my paws. Father accused. Mother furious. No charges. Justice has been served. 10 out of 10 chemical warfare. 0 out of 10 air quality. Would absolutely deploy again. Follow for more chaos action. The word of the day. Gossiping. When co-workers conveniently meet in the bathroom, and a quick piece somehow turns into a full gossip session. You are gossiping. Ha. The word of the day. Overcrapulated. When you're completely overwhelmed by the same annoying crap that keeps happening again and again. Too much nonsense. Not enough patience. You are officially overcrapulated.
I like that one.
The word of the... I've been keeping a close eye on the tiny MOT garage next door because those lads are always eating something interesting. Yesterday it was sandwiches. Proper ones to bacon, lettuce, cheese, the holy trinity of human lunch. One of the garage lads sets half his sandwich down on the workbench. Amateur mistake because I move like a shadow with whiskers. One silent hop onto the bench, one swift grab, and I leg it straight over the wall like a tiny criminal with excellent taste. 10 seconds later, there's a knock on the front door. Mom answers, and the garage lads are standing there laughing so hard one of them can barely speak. Sorry to bother you, but you'll never believe this. Your cat just nicked half my sandwich. Mom swears loudly, sighs the sigh of a woman who already knows exactly what she's about to find. She walks into the kitchen, and there I am, hunched over the sandwich like a dragon guarding treasure, bread everywhere, and bacon hanging out my mouth. She steps closer, and I growl. A deep, Pharaoh, this is mine now growl. Mom stops and says, Felix, you cannot do that. I growl louder. Absolutely not. I am not dealing with explosive arse today, Felix. I am busy. She wishes for a serendipity that will hand away with the authority of a tiny mob boss. Meanwhile, the garage lads are still outside laughing like this is the best thing they've seen all week. Mom finally grabs the sandwich and confiscates it. Bacon gone, bread shredded, dignity destroyed. She walks back to the door and hands over what remains and whispers sorry about that he's a bit feral with food. The garage lad just burst out laughing and says, honestly, love, he looked very proud of himself. Correct, I am proud because somewhere out there is a garage mechanic telling people his lunch got robbed by a cat. And frankly, that's a reputation I intend to maintain. Follow for more chaos now.
Medium gums? Try crust.
So Dad pulled his back earlier this year. Nothing dramatic. Just one of those I bent slightly wrong, and now my spine has resigned situations. He came home walking like a folding chair that had lost confidence, flopped into the sofa with a groan that could alarm wildlife, and clutched the remote like it was medical equipment. I decide this is the perfect time for a flying cuddle. I launch from the sofa arm like a furry missile of affection and poor judgment, and land directly on his stomach. Now normally that just makes him grunt like an annoyed walrus. But today, disaster. His back spasms. The sound he made could have summoned dolphins from the English Channel. He shot out of the chair, twisted sideways, and staggered around the living room like a man trying to escape his own skeleton. Mom is in the doorway crying with laughter, yelling. You saw him on the sofa. I told you he'd do that. Dad's gone pale, hunched over like a haunted coat hanger, muttering words you have to censor in several languages. Next stop, the GP. Turns out I triggered a muscular spasm.
Yeah, that would be good.
Now Dad treats me like I'm a live grenade.
Now, are we putting
wrong
that
jump,
one
and
into
he's calling the
trash bin?
NH as you want peace. You an emotional support cabbage.
That
Follow
one
for
you
more
just take
chaos
out, that bag?
It was
Well,
supposed to
what
be a
I'm
comedy
thinking
thing.
is I
Dad
still
had
got
wanted
lots
us
of
to,
room
and
in
to
it.
make people have to hurry out.
So I take it
John,
up and dig
now John loves
his
me.
out.
He's a big fan.
And I put the
Oh,
whole
he's a
works
legend.
in the bin.
I'm on the arm
Mother
of the
might
sofa
disagree,
supervising like a
but
tiny free head of security.
I'm okay
While they're
with it.
talking about dragon's dice and whatever nerd
She
ritual they're
doesn't
planning
want this
next.
brought up
Then it
there.
happens with heart,
Possibly not,
silent but
but
powerful.
whatever.
The kind that slips
Do
up
you?
quietly
For
and
now.
keeps them walking by it.
Just
Dad
don't
fully
spill it
arrives
out
like
there.
a warm haunted fog rolling
Yeah,
across
what
the
was
living
that
room.
to it?
Dad wrinkles his nose, sniffs once, then points straight at John
Didn't
and
want
Meg.
no-
The
didn't
curry
want no
isn't agreeing
pieces.
with you,
Oh,
is
I'm
it?
trying to
John
eat,
looks
but I'm
horrified.
laughing
That
so
wasn't
hard.
it. Dad's twins, yes it was.
No.
Dad was looking at me. That was Felix. Dad laughed. Felix doesn't produce a smell like that. Dad stops talking mid-sentence, sniffs again, and his face changes. John just nods slowly like a man who's been vindicated, told you. Dad waves his hand in the air like he's trying to physically push the
So
smell
your
away.
mama
Good
probably
grief.
wants,
Meanwhile, I'm just sitting there, completely
this
relaxed,
meal
washing my
fit
paw like a
for
tiny
her,
gentleman with
Wow.
absolutely no involvement in this situation. Then Mom calls
For
from the other
lunch.
room. It's Felix fine.
Yeah,
Dad
I
shouts
would
back.
think so.
Apparently so.
Okay.
There's a problem. Then Mom
Maybe
bursts
I'd
out
put it
laughing
on
from the other room.
before,
Proper smart laughing.
before
It's
we go
going
to
on the
bed.
page tomorrow.
Ooh.
Dad
Then
just
it'd
sits
be
there
pretty
staring at me like I
cooking all
personally
night.
disgraced the family.
Hey, that would work.
John is crying laughing,
It's an
and I'm sitting there proud as anything.
We can make
Because
some
seriously,
mac
that was
and
some of my
cheese,
finest work.
potatoes,
Follow for more chaos.
veggies.
Leave your address and
The word of the day. Supervisor. Someone who is in charge, full of absolutely dumb ideas, empowered entirely by stupid decisions. Fair A. Supervisor.
Supervisor.
The word of Dad was asleep on the sofa. Full dad nap. Mouth open, snoring like a chainsaw that's seen some things. I was walking across the back of the sofa just doing a casual patrol of the living room kingdom. Then I stepped on him, directly on the stomach. Now listen, normally that just makes him grunt like an angry walrus and roll over. But this time, disaster struck. My paw hit the exact wrong spot, like pressing a suspicious button on a very old machine. Dad's eyes flew open and his body jolted. And then it happened. A fart. Not a polite one. Not a gentleman's whisper. A full-bodied thunder blast from the depths of the sofa cushion. It sounded like someone dragging a trombone through gravel. Then the smell arrived slowly like a biological weapon drifting through the air. My mouth opened automatically. You know the face. That wide-eyed, I need fresh oxygen, immediately expression. Dad sits up coughing, waving his t-shirt over his nose like he's trying to survive a gas attack. And I'm staring at him like, so what have you done? Then he notices my face, the open mouth, and the offended expression. And he starts wheezing with laughter, which startles me, so I do the only sensible thing. I launch off the sofa with a weird flying kick, land sideways on the floor, arch my back like a possessed Halloween decoration, and start doing that sideways crab walk cats do when their dignity has been compromised. Dad completely loses it. Proper wheezing, tears in his eyes, and in the middle of laughing, he farts again, louder. The sofa trembled. The air quality was off. I bolted out of the room like a haunted loaf of bread. Dad stayed on the sofa wheezing, man coughing and laughing all at the same time. Father and son, united by chaos and deeply questionable air quality. Follow for more chaos.
Night.
So apparently I've committed an incident at Susan's house. Personally, I think that's dramatic. I was visiting like a polite neighbor, spread out on her sofa, when suddenly my stomach made a noise that sounded like a bagpipe warming up. And when you've got to go, you've got to go. Unfortunately, the nearest suitable facility was a Sainsbury's shopping bag sitting on Susan's kitchen floor.
Uh-oh.
Practically an invitation. So I hopped on and handled my business like a professional. Enter Susan, he walks in humming, spots me mid-crap on the bag, and just stops dead. Then starts laughing. Not a polite chuckle either. Full pensioner leaves, holding the counter, tears streaming. Meanwhile, Willow is on Susan's armchair watching the whole thing unfold like a very judgmental queen at a medieval trial. Just staring at me like, really? Susan tries to move me, but remember she can't lift me. She's old and frail and hit snap. So she shuffles to the phone and rings Mum, still laughing. Mum arrives, already suspicious. Why are you laughing, Susan? Susan takes Mum into the kitchen and points at the Sainsbury's bag like it's a museum exhibit. Mum looks, sees me doing a full post-mission wash, then spots the bag next to me and the steaming results of my hard work, and just sighs the sigh of a woman who has cleaned up far too many crimes in her lifetime. Now Mum's apologizing, Susan still laughing like she's just watched the best comedy show of the year. And Willow is judging everyone from the armchair, and I'm sitting there feeling 10 pounds lighter. Seriously, if humans didn't leave perfectly good bags lying around, none of this would have happened. Follow for more chaos. Susan's out in her garden potting new plants around the koi pond, chatting away to the fish like they're regulars at the pub. Mum's popped round to help and I'm supervising because clearly nobody else is qualified. The feeding hatch on the pond cage is open as Susan's hand feeding the one she calls Perseus. Don't be greedy, she says, like he understands English. Then suddenly, splash! Perseus launches clean out of the hatch like a wet orange missile and lands on the patio with a slap. Everyone pauses. The fish flops. Susan starts laughing immediately, doubled over like she's just seen the best thing all week. Mum, however, panics. The koi starts flapping across the slabs like a runaway slipper. I move in because clearly this is a game. Mum lunges for the fish, misses and trips over the plants waiting to be planted. I bap it, just a little investigative bippity-bap. Felix, leave it alone, Mum yells, sliding across the patio trying to scoop up a fish that's behaving like a bar of soap. Susan is crying with laughter now, leaning on the fence wheezing, while Mum chases Perseus round the garden like she's trying to catch a slippery orange rugby ball. The fish flops toward the flower pots. I bap it again. Pure instinct. Felix, stop helping, Mum shouts. Eventually she manages to grab Perseus with both hands, arms stretched out like she's holding a wiggly grenade, and lobs him back through the feeding hatch to the pond where he disappears like none of this ever happened. Mum is muddy. The patio looks like a gardening accident. Susan is still laughing so hard she can barely breathe, and I'm sitting there offended, because I was totally about to win that game. Seriously, those koi have no sense of fun. Follow for more chaos, Mum says she's never sleeping again. I was curled up next to her like a furry croissant, dreaming about tuna and my inevitable rise to power. Everything was perfect. At some point in the night, a single stealthy poop nugget must have made a jailbreak from my royal behind. Not my fault. I'm just the delivery system. Well, Mum slept on it all damn night like it was some sort of deluxe heated memory foam nugget. Morning comes, she yawns, stretches like someone warming up for a yoga video, makes her tea and sits at the table looking completely unbothered. And then Dad walks in, eyeballs her like she's grown a second head and goes, "Undor, why do you have brown on your back?" Chaos. Absolute nuclear-grade chaos. She went full exorcist, twisting like a possessed pretzel trying to see her own back. And that's when she saw it, the brown lumpy stain. She starts screaming like she just discovered her pillow was made of spiders. She bolted to the bathroom like someone lit her pajamas on fire. Have you ever seen a human get the poop zoomies? I haven't, I will never recover. She tore off her pajamas mid-sprint, flinging them like cursed garments. The noises coming from the bathroom were straight out of a horror film. Gagging, swearing, the shower blasting like a fire hose at a crime scene. And Dad, that monster, he just sipped his coffee and said, "Well, at least now we know who the culprit is." Then stares straight at me, like I'm the villain in a detective documentary. Rude. It was just a nugget, these things happen. Follow for more chaos, It has come to my attention that Mother has released my new book. It's called Fleet, and Willow Good Morning to Chaos, which I feel accurately documents the daily tragedy of my breakfast being late. Inside you will find 137 true accounts of avoidable famine, human incompetence, and the extreme measures I have been forced to take before sunrise. Some say I am dramatic. Those people have clearly never waited 6 minutes for breakfast. The book is now available worldwide on Amazon and Kindle, paperback and hardback. I recommend you buy it immediately, preferably before tomorrow morning's breakfast service. It has come to my attention that Mother has
It started with a
It's 2018, and I'm 2 weeks into living with my new family, and something felt horribly wrong in my tummy. Something just felt off, like when you lie down, and every position feels personally disrespectful. So I did what any dignified, emotionally complex cat would do. I screamed. Not normal meow. Oh no, I unleashed full scale, Oscar-bait distress vocals. The kind of meows that make Alexa lower the volume out of respect. Because if I'm uncomfortable, the household must emotionally collapse with me. Mom panics immediately, eyes wide, voice trembling. I lay there like a dropped bag of potatoes, meowing as if the curtains were about to close on my final act. She's convinced this is it. She rings the bell. The vet says, very calmly, put your ear to his tummy and listen for bubbles. And that, my friends, was her fatal error. Because the moment her soft, trusting human ear pressed against my fluffy belly, I knew this was my destiny. This was why I was born. I released it. A fart so foul it felt like it crawled out of a swamp wearing boots. Silent, warm, and violent. The kind of smell that doesn't hit you, it moves you. Mum recoils like she's been slapped by Satan's armpit, gagging and vibrating. Eyes watering like she's watching the end of a sad film. And she's still on the phone. The vet hears the chaos and goes, are you alright? Mum, choking, wheezing, spiritually broken, manages to gasp. He bloody farted. Silence. Then the vet absolutely loses it. Cackling and hunting totally gone. Meanwhile, Mom is sat there questioning her life, her choices, and why she trusted a creature with no shame and a digestive system powered by evil. Eventually, the vet confirms I'm fine, and it's probably just the new allergy that's working their magic, and I'm just a tad bit bloated with trapped wind from them. Anyway, I felt fantastic after. So light, so free, and at peace. Mom, however, now knew what true suffering smells like. Follow for more chaos, Avaha. It's absolutely painted down with rain. England might as well be known as the wetlands at this point. I'm out exploring season and waiting for frog season. I returned 10 minutes later looking like I'd been dredged from the bottom of the tap. Proudly dragging something large, looked suspicious across the hallway tile. Then here's the slop, slop, slop of wet regret. She turns the corner and freezes. Because I am standing there, muddy from nose to tail, holding what appears to be a lace doily. Not just any doily, an aggressively antique, cream-colored, hand-stitched, seen to World War doily. It is no longer cream. It is now garden course. Mum whispers, oh, for the love of God, where did you get that? I blink. Rainwater drips off my whiskers. The doily trails behind me up the heated wedding vein. She snatches it up and mud rains onto the floor. There are leaves in it. A slug falls out. She makes a noise for spiders. She squints at the lace and realization dawns. Oh no, that's Susan's. Of course it is. 5 minutes later, Mum is next door, holding the dripping heirloom at arm's length like it's radioactive. Susan opens the door, looks at the doily, looks at Mum, and then looks at me sitting behind her, still soaked in smog. And she just bursts out laughing. Oh, that was my grandmother's. Mum starts apologizing at 400 miles per hour, offering to pay to replace it, to have it dry cleaned, restored, baptized. Susan waves her off, oh, don't fuss. Love, it's just fabric. I've got 6 more in the airing cupboard. Then she leans down to me, you little medicine, pats my head. Mum stands there stunned. Susan takes the muddy lace, still chuckling, and says, honestly, at our age, a bit of drama keeps the blood moving. She then closes the door and Mom walks back home in silence, looks at the muddy hallway, looks at me, and says you are not allowed to burgle pensioners. Firstly, I did not burgle. Secondly, it matched the decor. Ice shaken water goes everywhere. She closes her eyes. If you didn't want antique lace redecorated in organic textures, you shouldn't have adopted me. 10 out of 10 acquisition would self-inherit again. Follow for more chaos, Avaha.
Dementia test.
Let me tell you about the battle by the frog pond. It starts peacefully. I'm in Susan's garden, which in this case means staring into her frog pond like a tuxedo problem waiting to happen. Then he arrives. Gerald. He's big, ginger, fluffy, and built like an overstuffed cushion with unresolved issues. He lands in Susan's garden like he's been invited. We lock eyes, no words, just hostility. He huffs. I huff harder. We circle the frog pond like two-budget gladiators. Susan's wind chime starts clinking like background backing music. Then it happens, lunges. So I lunge, we collide in a flurry of fur and offended masculinity, rolling dangerously close to the pond like 2 tumbleweeds powered by ego. Water splashes. Somewhere a curtain twitches. We break apart. And then, a white bird drops from the shed roof. Ghost, Gerald's pure white sister. Fluffier than a cloud and colder than January. She lands beside Gerald. Backup has arrived, it's now 2 against 1. I consider diplomacy briefly. Gerald growls. Ghost does that slow, silent stop like she's auditioning for villain of the year. They advance. I brace. And then from absolutely nowhere, a low, quiet growl comes from behind them. We all freeze and turn to see Willow, dry as a bone, calm and expressionless. The barn cat assassin. She doesn't puff. She doesn't posture. She just walks forward like she's late for something important. Ghost hesitates. Gerald glances sideways, and that was their mistake. One blink, and boom. Willow launches. A blur of paws and precision pilot. Gerald stumbles backwards into a flower pot. Ghost scrambles, loses footing, nearly baptizes herself in frog pond number 2. Willow lands and does not break eye contact. Gerald retreats first. Ghost follows. She knows Willow fear personally. Their dignity gone. They vault the fence and vanish like poorly planned villains. I sit there, chest heaving, pretending I had that handle. Willow strolls towards me calm, stops and looks at me, then gives me one firm bippity-bap on the head. Just because. And walks home like she didn't just win a territorial war. I follow at a respectful distance, because even I know you don't argue with the barn cat assassin. 10 out of 10 chaos. 2 enemies humbled. 1 back deserved. Follow for more chaos, Avaha. let me tell you about the battle by the frog pond. It's the builders are back. I genuinely don't know why Mum hired these clowns again, or why they keep returning like seasonal pests. But here they are, 3 years after the shower room incident. Standing in my house fitting a new sink as if history hasn't already been written. Goldie steps into the downstairs shower room and spots me sitting in the shower tray, perfectly centered like a furry gargoyle. He freezes and says, "Oh no, not this cat again." I sit there calmly supervising while they unpack tools and pretend I'm not capable of architectural sabotage. Mum appears, sees me in position, and immediately scoops me up saying, "No, absolutely not. I am removed, but everyone underestimates my commitment." 10 minutes later, while they're both under the sink sealing something important and muttering about pipe fitting, I slip back in like a furry insurance claim. Goldie is half inside the cupboard again, jeans low, focus intense. And there it is, the builder's crescent, the pale horizon of a crack opportunity. I approach curiosity peeking. At first, I just sit behind him, studying the situation like a scientist observing a real phenomenon. Then I reach out and give it one deliberate bippity bap, not aggressive, just investigative. He keeps working. I bippity bap again slightly further. He jolts, bangs his head on the pipe, and swears loudly as skinny builder spins around and shouts, "He's back." Goldie scrambles backwards out from under the sink so fast, he nearly takes the plumbing with him. Water sprays, a wrench clatters to the floor, and I stand there blinking innocently, as if I've simply witnessed a workplace accident. Mum charges in from the kitchen already apologizing, sees the situation, sees the butt exposure, and just closes her eyes for a full second. Felix, stop touching the man. But the man bends again, which feels like consent further research. I move into round 3. This time he properly yelps and stands up so fast he knocks into the sink pedestal, which wobbles dramatically like it's reconsidering its installation. Skinny builder is now laughing. Mum is mortified, and I am standing directly behind them like a tiny HR violation in a tuxedo. I am finally scooped up mid-mission and carried out while Mum says, "You cannot harass the builders." To which I would like to say, if you're going to present it knowing but crack targets at rose height, I am going to assess it. 10 out of 10 inspection. Crack assess. Workplace morale compromised.
No, I was talking about the one I bought, the battery powered one I bought for the van.
How to give a cat its a masterclass in betrayal. Step 1, read the instructions.
Okay, I think we're back to the beginning, Misty.
How's this going? Are you guys still having a good time?
I'm
Good.
enjoying it. What about you, Andrew? I
Alright.
think we saw that one with the fireplace.
Oh, really? Oh, I don't remember that dialogue.
No, not that
No.
one. There was one with fireplace, but maybe not that one.
Okay.
Well, I can go back to that one.
All right. Sounds good.
Alright.
Just a second.
I didn't
It
know
looked
that was
familiar,
called
but
a
maybe it
bippity
wasn't
bap.
the same dialogue. Yeah, you're right.
A bippity bat.
Yeah. You know when they go like that? I gave him one quick bippity bap.
Cat, gently. As if your cat is not a fully trained ninja made of elbows and spite. You're suspicious already. Step 2, shake the bottle. Hold it confidently. Practice the drop in the air like you're in a training montage. Angle the wrist. Perfect the squeeze and whisper, "I've got this. You do not have this." Step 3, approach the cat while it's relaxed, purring, slow blinking, and emotionally available. It looks at you with complete trust. You absolute villain. Step 4, sit down and place cat on your lap. You feel the immediate energy shift. Purring stops mid-engine, their eyes narrow, the tail starts slow, dramatic swish. The vibe is no longer friendly. Step 5, tilt the head back slightly, and just a gentle lift. Head goes stiff, not scared but offended. Whisper, "It's okay." It is not okay. Step 6, attempt to hold the eyelid open. You discover your cat has top eyelid, bottom eyelid, and a secret backup inner eyelid. They close all of them at the same time with military precision. You are now negotiating with a biological security system. Step 7, move the bottle toward the eye. Cat performs a full body twist that should not be anatomically possible. Their spine becomes a slinky. Their paws become grappling hooks, and you now have fur in your mouth. Step 8, try again. One drop falls, misses the eye entirely, and hydrates their forehead instead. Step 9, cat wriggles free. The bottle flies off somewhere. You're unsure who screamed louder. Step 10, retrieve the cat from under sofa. Retrieve the bottle from behind radiator. Retrieve your will to live from wherever that went. Step 11, pull him back up. Spouse holds the cat. Cat becomes liquid. Somehow also becomes knives. Step 12, try again but steadier. One perfect drop forms at the tip, beautiful and balanced. It lands a direct hit. Victory. The cat blinks once slowly, then shakes its head like a tiny, furious hurricane. The drop launches off its face and straight into your eye. You both freeze. Step 13. You blink and your eye starts tingling. The cat stares at you unmoved and unapologetic. You slowly reach for your phone. Step 10. Google is cat eye medication safe for humans. You blink aggressively and consider your life choices. Cat uses this distraction to escape. Step 14. Read dosage again. Apply twice daily. Twice. You consider moving countries. Last step. Cat avoids you for 2 full days. Sits just out of reach and maintains unbroken eye contact while cleaning perfectly fine eyes. You apologize. You offer treats, offer tuna, even offer inheritance. Cat forgives you exactly never. Medication works. Relationship does not. Ha ha ha. How to give a cat eye drop. Every Monday night that, and his Fellowship of Middle-Aged Geeks retreat to what he calls his library cabin. It is a shed, a slightly upgraded shed with delusions. Stacks appear and dice start clacking like skeletons. I follow someone enduring a loot break pure stealth mode and fully commit to good behavior. For a full 10 minutes at least, that is. Listening to phrases like rogue initiative, and you take psychic damage. After weeks of campaign building, backstories, magic items, tactical nonsense, tonight is the final battle encounter. Then I spotted the bookcase and think I'll get a better view from up there. I decide I deserve elevation. I leave. Now listen, I am powerful, and I am majestic. I am also dense. The bookcase does not agree with my ambition. There is a creak, a slow, horrifying tilt. Someone whispers, "Oh no," and then timber. The entire bookcase tips forward like it's surrendering to gravity. Lad lunges. The cleric lunges. John drops his polo. Books rain down like educational confetti. The hardback hits the barbarian in the shoulder. Dice scatter. Character sheets flutter like wounded birds. I land proud. The battle map is directly beneath me. Miniatures everywhere. I sprint not away from danger, but through it. Night skin. A dragon uses a wing. Someone's wizard goes under my back paw and never recovers. Claire gas
multi-purpose cleaner stuff down here.
After 3 days painting that tiny ward.
What do you want to
It now
clean?
has one arm missing. I
Into
continue.
that, right?
Someone tries to
Okay.
rescue the bookcase. Someone else is holding it up with
Where
their
did I
knee.
go? Ah, here we are.
Someone else
Wait.
is taken. Too late to bother unspotted treasure.
Is
The
there
cocktail
any,
sausages. I
logs
grab one,
or
make eye contact with Dad. Finish it in 2 bites. I pick up another. And bolt for the door like a bandit escaping with the king's secrets. Behind me, I hear Dad say,
Yes,
"There
I
it
have to
comes."
go retreat.
He is there. He says this
Can you
every
read
And yet,
the,
I return. 10 out of 10 destruction.
Go
7
to
broken
the right.
hand-painted miniatures. The sausage is
There's
secure.
like a
Network
towel
fire
laid
on
on
track.
top of that back.
Follow for more chaos analog.
Oh, no.
Crunchy cookie. The doorbell
Really
rings.
weird.
It's a delivery man with a parcel. And Mom opens the door. And that's it, boom, I'm out. No hesitation. No warning. Just a tuxedo blur between Mom's ankles and onto the driveway like it's been fired in a cannon. The parcel man doesn't even have time to say signature required. I hit the van. He screams a polite little show and stumbles backwards. The back doors are wide open and boxes are everywhere. A rolling cardboard kingdom fit for the tuxedo king. I leap in and straight onto a stack labeled fragile. Appropriate. Mom shouts, "Felix." Too late, babes, I'm already auditing parcels. I begin sniffing parcels like I'm customs and border protection. Inspecting corners. Sitting on someone's next day delivery like I own Amazon UK. The parcel man stands there, frozen, scanner mid-air as he's supposed to be in there. Mom's doing that laugh, the embarrassed one. The one that says this is not her first incident. Felix, get out now. No, mother. This is my logistics era. I move deeper into the van. Parcel man tries to gently usher me with a high-vis sleeve. I interpret this as escalation, so I climb higher. A box shifts. Another tilt. Something with bubble wrap slides dramatically to the floor. Parcel man lunges to save it. Mom lunges to save me. Someone's HelloFresh nearly becomes Goodby Fresh. And then enters Susan stage left. Her front door creaks open. She appears in her dressing gown like she's been waiting for entertainment all week. She clocks me in the van and starts cackling. Proper wheezing laugh. Oh, not again, she says in between laughs.
Oh,
The
because I
parcel
was going to
man
bring
looks at
TV
her
outside
and
and I
is
never
thinking
did.
of it now. Mom's apologizing to everyone within a 5-mile radius. I sit down hard on a parcel addressed to Craig. This is my throne now. Parcel man mutters, "I've got fragile bits in here." The pressure rises. Mom climbs halfway into the van in slippers and mild disgrace. I dodge left, and she grabs air. I step on the scanner, and it beeps aggressively. Parcel man flinches like I've launched missiles. Carefully stacked boxes start tumbling. Across the road, someone's curtain twitches. Audience secured. Finally, Mom scoops me, and I go completely limp. I'm in full protest mode. Parcel man exhales like he's survived a
One face near video resolution HD button.
He's very thorough.
Video frame rate cam stop take pic pause 2 hours 13 minutes face near right edge.
10 out of 10 infiltration. Caused minor logistical disruption. Would absolutely join Royal Mail next. Follow for more chaos hacking. It's February half term, which means the house has sounded like a zoo with Wi-Fi for 5 straight days. Today, however, the youngest crotch goblin is horizontal, blanket, cocooned, and pale. Cartoons blaring at a medically concerning volume. I am patrolling the area because I am a compassionate creature. Also because he smells faintly of toast and meat. Suddenly he sits bolt upright, eyes wide, and he bolts. Full sprint to the toilet. I am walking out of the kitchen at the exact wrong moment. We meet in the hallway like two ships destined for tragedy. He does not make it. I do not consent. And suddenly I am baptized in warmed, child-based regret vomit. It hits my head, my back, my whiskers. I blink slowly. Oh good, I meow internally. Is this a spot treatment, or are we just freestyling now? The goblin gasps and yells, "Mum, Felix been sick." Poor kid can't get his words out. From the other room, Mum shouts back, "Has Felix been sick? I told you not to feed him rubbish." She's walking toward us, already lecturing. I swear if you've given him crisps again. She turns the corner, stops and takes in the scene. Me dripping in vomit and emotionally altered. The goblin says, very weakly, "I couldn't make it, but I feel better now." Mom looks at him, looks at me, looks at the floor. She processes and says, "You threw up on feet." "Correct, mother, you cracked the case, well done, babes." She grabs me, I am limp with betrayal. I look like mac and cheese. It's lost bewilderment. The crotch goblin is petting my head, whispering, "I'm sorry, Felix. I didn't mean to. I love you." I sit there, soaked in doom, thinking how I was innocent. I was causing zero level of chaos for once. And now I smell like digestive regret and cartoon theme songs. Mommy's wiping me down with kitchen roll, like she's cleaning a crime scene. The goblin is apologizing between sips of water. The hallway smells like consequences. Eventually, I am finished. I walk away slowly, my dignity trailing behind me. And seriously, if I ever vomit on him in the future, it will be called balance. Follow for more chaos panel.
Alright.
The word of the day, napsident. When you just rest your eyes for a few seconds and accidentally fall into a full-blown nap and wake up confused about what day or time it is. This is known as a napsident. Ha ha ha. The word of boy is Mum picking me this morning. So she's doing the laundry, sorting her undies like she's running a boutique for butts. And what do I see? A pair of her finest, biggest Bridget Jones knickers. Obviously, I steal them. Straight in the gob, no hesitation. Off I go out the door, tail up like a victory flag. Now here's where it gets spicy. I don't stop at the fence. I take them straight next door to Susan, Mum's sweet 88-year-old neighbor, who thinks I'm a darling little gentleman. She's in her garden, feeding her koi fish. She looks up and sees me approaching, with a pair of Mum's knickers swinging from my teeth like a flag of shame. I drop them right at her feet like a peace offering. She says, "Oh my," and gently picks them up with her 12 like they're radioactive. Mum comes barreling out moments later, sees Susan, the pants, me looking proud as punch. Mum just whispers, "Felix, what have you done?" I blink slowly. Murder in my heart. Knickers in my past. Susan says, "Don't worry, love. Happens all the time." He once brought me a lace bra, thought I'd been gifted a doily with hooks. Mum makes a noise like a boiling kettle having a breakdown. Takes the knickers of shame, slips me up under one arm like a hairy baguette of betrayal, and marches back home with the stiff, silent horror of a woman who's just realized her cat is the local laundry courier. She doesn't say a word, just clutches her dignity in one hand and vapouring smugly in the other. Mum keeps muttering I'm going to end up on a list. Well, some people collect stamps. In this family, we collect mortifying memories. Follow for more tales.
Get Advil liquid.
Susan says my name the way other people call for the emergency services. "Willow, darling, get Rachel." Rachel the rat. She's a repeat offender. She's been loitering in Susan's garden like she's on the rota. I don't ask questions. This is Susan, after all. I'd do anything for her. I slide off the wall, drop low and handle it with the quiet confidence of someone who has done this before and will do it again. Rachel makes a run for it as I cut her off. She zigzags, I don't, and catch her. But caught her and ended her career in garden-based crimes for good. Susan claps, actual clapping. She's literally jumping for joy. "Oh, well done, Willow. Thank you, my love. You can drop it now." Drop it? That's funny. Instead, I jump the wall rat still in my mouth and head straight for home, like I've got somewhere important to be. I come in through the back door tail high and all purposeful, with Susan shouting behind me, "No, no, you can leave it here." Too late. I make a beeline upstairs because I know exactly where chaos lives. The teenage crotch goblin's room. Music is blasting. Her and 3 friends inside all sat on the floor doing each other's makeup and gossiping about boys like it's a formal meeting. I wander in calm as anything Rachel dangling from my mouth.
One face near video resolution, HD button.
One girl leaps up so fast she smacks her head on the wardrobe. Another jumps backwards and accidentally draws a black eyeliner streak straight across her own face like she's joined a rebellion. The third launches herself onto the bed, along with my teen shrieking words I'm fairly sure aren't allowed on Facebook. They're all climbing and scrambling, pure panicking like someone's released a wild animal, which, to be fair, with me involved. I leap up onto the bed after them, because obviously I want to show them Rachel. And that is when Mum arrives. She storms in, takes one look, 4 teenagers on the bed, music still blasting, and me on the bed with a rat dangling in my mouth, and just goes very quiet. Then she says my full legal name, which is never good. She grabs me and carries me at arm's length like a furry hand grenade that might go off at any moment. She marches down the stairs, muttering things under her breath that sound offensive. I still have Rachel just dangling away, swinging with each step. We pass Felix fast asleep on his blue breakfast bar stool, not even stirring, just living his best oblivious life. Mum flings open the back door, puts me down on the grass, and runs back inside like she was leaving the fire, and the door slams. I stand there, drop Rachel, and immediately start washing myself. Frantic and aggressive, like I've just realised where I've been. Inside, the teenagers are still screaming.
You guys want to take a break?
Depends on, I'm good, but are you guys good? Because sometimes too much laughter can be a little bit bad for the lungs and the rib cage.
2:45.
Well, I guess we could take up like a few minutes break.
Yeah, we could do that. What do you guys think so far?
I think it's good.
Awesome.
Right on.
What do you think, Amber? So like a 5-minute break?
Yeah,
Or 10-minute
5-minute break works.
5 minutes?
Yep.
Okay, 5-minute break.
Okay.
We'll come back in 5 minutes.
Where's Jackie? We lost Jackie back there somewhere.
She's there.
One face near right edge.
Yeah, I'm here still.
Somebody was losing
All
their
right.
shit.
I'm gonna take a 5-minute break and then I'll come back on.
Alrighty.
I won't leave, but I mean I'll be back.
Yep, no problem. I'm gonna finish my lunch. Here I am. I'm trying to eat my lunch, and I'm laughing so hard. I'm like, this is not gonna work.
Uh-oh. Okay, well, I'm gonna be back in a minute.
Frame rate. Heading not camera. Stop recording. Heading not found.
Washroom break.
Yeah.
Or
Sounds
whatever
good.
it is.
Hmm. So is there anything about the humor day that we can do differently, or is this going? It's absolute 100% best.
Oh, yeah.
The people on Zoom.
I think it's good.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's good as it is.
Well,
Good grief, who's that now? Oh, it's local.
oh,
No, it's just my phone. It's been ringing all day.
oh.
Oh, boy.
Oh, goodness.
Did you get your soap? Oh. You're almost done.
Almost. Trying to eat Mr. Noodles and laugh at the same time. It doesn't really work very well.
Yeah.
No, we've got 3,900 Fitness Friday points so far.
Ah,
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
ah.
Are you having fun there, Jeremy?
I'm okay. Yeah.
Hmm?
My tank's all right.
Oh, your tank. You gotta change your oxygen?
Yeah. No problem. It's got a tiny little bit in the airline.
Mm. One small candle can wreck the house, with that flowing just like a mouse. Light that candle if you want to die, and blow up you and I.
I am having fun, yeah.
Good.
trying to have a Coke here.
Don't spill it.
Yeah, my dad
Spill it
bought
everywhere.
more of these cherry float Coca-Cola.
Right on. Okay, that was a weird noise. So we're working on Fitness Friday, Tidy Up Tuesday, and Wacky Weekend all at the same time. That's cool. I still have last week's game night to post for Workshop Wednesday, so I'm down with that one. Yeah.
I have to pop off for a bit, guys.
Oh, okay.
So I'll try and pop back on if it's still going.
Alrighty.
Later on.
Yep.
Oh, we're supposed to be here till 4, right?
Yeah, till 4.
Alrighty.
Well, I know I'm having a workout. Laughing is a huge workout. Holy. It really is. We have a lot of more of these humor nights. You're gonna blast through the rest of your weight that you need to lose.
No.
Especially if you're laughing so hard you can't eat.
Again. Here we are. There we go.
Thank you for doing most of the work in here, Roy, so we can run the event.
It's fine. I don't mind. I'd like to get that shop vac going and suck all these freaking cobwebs down there.
It's a good idea.
That would
be a big improvement.
I would say that Sean would notice that. Oh well.
Well, can you do that after the event?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. I get it. Not sure what I'm going to do with these pants. I got them off and changed into a regular pair of pants. So,
Nice. Well, here's the thing. Don't throw those pants away, because I can wear them.
Yeah.
Also, because you will eventually be able to wear them.
You never know.
Like in another 2 months or something, you're probably going to be able to wear those.
I'd have to lose a lot of belly.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Why? What's up?
I'm just not laughing. I don't know. I thought if I had a nice hot shower, it would make me laugh some more.
Oh, well, that's... I mean, maybe you just don't find it funny. That's okay.
Maggie's over here just ripping right up.
Yeah.
That's why I've been like walking out a little.
That's okay.
Walking
You gotta do what you gotta do.
I thought if I had like had some yogurts or if I
Maybe you got a bellyache there, buddy. Eat too many of them yogurts.
No, that goes in the recycling or whatever.
How much
Whatever
time
trash
there
receptacle
was
you have.
left in my laundry. If I had a nice
Not
hot
stuff.
shower.
Oh, yeah.
I thought if I like rejoined, it would make me laugh.
Yeah. Well, you laugh a lot of other times though.
I know.
Sometimes it's hard because when you have like something that's dedicated to humor, that's dedicated to laughter, sometimes it's a lot of people who normally don't, a lot of people who normally like fall on the floor laughing. A lot of people don't when it's planned.
Yeah.
But when it's spontaneous, it's really great. So. But me, Amber, and I have had some pretty good laughing fits together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just sorry. I'm not.
No,
laughing.
don't be sorry. You're good. As long as you're having a good time, don't feel bad. It's sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, bless you.
How was she with Joe, didn't you?
Oh, right. Perfect.
Oh.
I mean, I did have a good time at Mother's Day tea. We had quite a
Yes,
bit of
we
fun.
did.
Oh,
We
yeah,
had a
that was-
wonderful time.
Great time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Yeah, Maggie and I had a wonderful time at Mother's Day tea. We did quite a bit of laughing. I know that.
Yeah. As long as we didn't upset your folks too much.
Well, we're not going to talk about that right now.
I know. Oh well.
But,
There's always got to be a downside.
Heading not camera control frame rate video resolution video take pic pause 2 hours 30 minutes 55 pause recording button.
okay, there, Mr. Peeves. What did I do with the scissors now?
Don't know.
I don't know either. What did I do with them? Did I put them in the box with the cleaning stuff? Oops. Oh, excuse me. I did.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty. Hey, kitty, kitty, kitty. Hi, buddy. Doesn't your back look nice? His neck and his shoulders look nice.
You said take 5,
Yeah.
10 minutes ago.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah,
shoot.
so.
Well, we've been doing quite a lot.
Just wait till they, come
Okay,
back
I'm
in.
back.
Oh, here he is. He's back.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, buddy. Thank you.
Don't
How's it
worry,
going,
we need
everyone?
a little more time, buddy.
Well, Phoebe let Maggie cut his back.
Well, the hair on him, yeah. I did his whole
Yeah,
neck.
normal cats don't do
Oh.
that.
Yeah. Oh, there's a little mat there that I should get rid of. Okay.
Normal cats don't let you touch them or cut their hair.
No.
They don't like it.
No, they don't. This
He
one
looks
does.
like he's wanting to put up a fuss now.
I think same with dogs. Don't like it
Yeah,
either.
just let him alone for a little while.
It's that particular mat there
Yeah.
that he doesn't like. But see, here we are, starting on the back part.
Right.
If I don't have to shave him, I really don't want to have to shave him. Okay? Hey, guy. Hey, guy.
So do we want to continue, Maggie? Or?
Yes, please. That would be great.
Okay.
Yeah, he's
Here
looking
we
like
go.
he's gonna be.
Hi. So,
Apologising. Susan is probably already in front of the telly. And me? I lick my paw, wipe my face, and think, worth it. Ha ha ha. Susan says my name the way other people call for the emergency services. Willow, darling, get Rachel.
There is
Rachel the rat. She's a repeat offender. She's been loitering in Susan's garden when she's on the rota.
Okay.
Don't ask questions. This is Susan, after all. I'd do anything for her. I slide off the wall, drop low, and handle it with the quiet confidence of someone who has done this before, and will do it again. Rachel makes a run for it as I cut her off. She zigzags, I don't, and catch her. Bump. Caught her, and ended her career in garden-based crime for good. Susan claps, actual clap.
One face centered.
Joy. Oh, well done, Willow. Thank you, my love. You can drop it now. Drop it. Funny. Instead, I jump the wall rat still in my mouth and head straight for home, like I've got somewhere important to be. I come in through the back door tail high and all purposeful, with Susan shouting behind me, "No, no, you can leave it here." Too late. I make a beeline upstairs because I know exactly where chaos lives. The teenage crotch goblin's room. Music is blasting. Her and 3 friends inside all sat on the floor doing each other's makeup and gossiping about boys like it's a formal meeting. Wandering calm as anything, Rachel dangling from my neck like an accessory. Silence. Then screaming. One girl leaps up so fast she smacks her head on the wardrobe. Another jumps backwards and accidentally draws a black eyeliner streak straight across her own face like she's joined a rebellion. The third launches herself onto the bed, along with my team shrieking words I'm fairly sure aren't allowed on Facebook. They're all climbing and screaming.
One face centered.
Like someone's released a wild animal. Which, to be fair, with me in bed, I leap up onto the bed after them, because obviously I want to show them Rachel. And that is when Mum arrives.
Near left edge.
Takes one look, 14.
Centered.
Music still blasting, and me on the bed with a rat dangling in my mouth, and just very quiet. Then she says my full legal name, which is never good. She grabs me and carries me at arm's length like a furry hand grenade that might go off at any moment. She marches down the stairs, muttering things under her breath that sound expensive. I still have Rachel just dangling away, swinging with each step. We pass Felix fast asleep on his blue breakfast bar stool, not even stirring, just living his best oblivious life. Mum flings open the back door, puts me down on the grass, and runs back inside like she's escaping a fire, and the door slams. I stand there, drop Rachel, and immediately start washing myself.
One face near top left edge.
Just realised where I've been. Inside, the teenagers are still screaming. Mum is apologising. Susan is probably already in front of the telly. And me? I lick my paw, wipe my face, and think, worth it. Ha ha ha.
Near top edge.
Says my name.
Centered.
Call for the emergency services. Willow, darling, get Rachel.
This is the 3rd time on
Near left edge.
Doesn't understand house rules. She left
Centered.
wide open, practically rolling out a red carpet for my grand escape. Freedom.
One face centered.
Myself into the great outdoors with a heart full of mischief. Mum, in her very questionable nighttime attire, bolted after me in her slippers, screeching my name like some tragic opera singer. It was raining, and frankly, she looked like a wet sock. Van dropped.
Near left edge.
Nearly taking
Centered.
in one swift splat.
Near left edge.
Fascinating hand gestures, probably ancient human symbols of admiration. I assume he was cheering me on. Nothing like a
Near top left edge. Near top edge. Near top left edge.
Dodged certain doom, and finally arrived at my holy grail, the pizza police. The scent of melted cheese, crispy crust, and regretful light.
Centered.
Mom,
Near left edge.
in Britain's most unfortunate wet t-shirt contest.
Centered.
Crying and gasping. Something about a Bridget Jones Knickers and no bra. He grabbed me and marched me back home like a misbehaving toddler in a supermarket aisle. On the way back, cars honked.
Near left edge. Centered.
Of my daring adventure. Mom,
Near left edge.
kept her eyes glued to the pavement, pretending not to exist.
One face near left edge.
In a cheap hotel. Let this be a lesson. Women, keep the door locked to wear proper undergarments, and for the love of Kathy, respect my need for adventure.
Centered.
Big Check event is on now at Sport Check.
So I caught a mouse yesterday.
Near left edge. Centered.
With commitment issues. I thought, perfect gift for Mom. So I brought it here. Like I was smuggling crown jewels in my jaws. Only problem, she caught me by surprise. She shrieked like she'd found a spider in her knickers. I panicked and dropped the mouse. The mouse ran. She screamed louder. And boom, just like that, the furry race.
One face near right edge.
Solid hours of human chaos. Mom and Dad flipping furniture like they're trying to catch them.
Centered.
Lost sanity. Still no mouse. Me. Parked myself up like a cat who'd seen this family fall apart 17 times already today.
Near right edge.
Mom's trying to herd the crotch goblins out the door for school.
Centered.
Carol shut me. The youngest one, the squeaky one who smells like jam and dirt, shoves his foot into his shoe and meets Maurice. Yeah, I named him. Kid screams like he's stepped in lava. Mouse launches up his leg like it's climbing Kilimanjaro. He's doing the get it off dance like he's possessed. Mom, who was halfway out the door, flings herself back.
One face centered.
And snatches the mouse barehanded. Screams like a banshee. Eats it straight out the front door like she's shot putting for TNGB. Now the crotch gremlin's crying. Mom breathing like she's just delivered twins in a Tesco car park. And me? I'm sat at the top of the stairs watching the chaos unfold. Seriously, next time, I'm bringing a squirrel. Follow for more chaos. So Dad was changing the bedsheets, tugging, flipping, mumbling like he was defusing a bomb made of linen. I watched from the corner, eyes wide, but wriggling, our destiny calling. He fluffed the fitted sheet, and I struck.
One face centered.
Dresser like a deranged burrito with claws, straight into the sheet midair. I became the sheet. Dad panicked immediately, as if I were a toddler holding scissors near an outlet. He tripped over a pillow and landed in a pile of laundry like a fainting goat. Now we were both tangled in cotton chaos, me screaming like a kettle. Him yelling, I just wanted clean sheets. I finally emerged from the mess, wild-eyed, full gremlin mode. His breathing sounded like he'd run a marathon through shame. Then, without breaking eye contact, I sneezed right in his face. Mouth open, full blast. No survivors. Dad gagged so hard he made a noise I can only describe as wet despair and sprinted to the bathroom. I heard him gargling with hand soap. At one point he yelled, why does it taste like feet? I watched from the doorway completely unbothered, tail casually swaying like a villain in the final act. I walk off and fought into the void to add to the drama. Today's been great. Bed unmade, soul shattered, morning obliterated. Would I do it again? You bet your whiskers. Follow for more chaos.
New Centrum Adults. Let me take you back to 20.
One face centered.
Mum and
Near left edge.
grown garden. While I was patrolling the garden, ex-barn cat instinct still sharp.
Centered.
In rural realness, like a supermodel with battle scars. Then movement, it's a rat and big love. Tail like a piece of rope, and the confidence of a man who says, let's circle back. We lock eyes, it twitches, I twitch. It's on. I launch like a furry torpedo of purpose, faster than Dad when the chippy shuts at 9. The rat bolts under the shed. I follow full gremlin mode engaged. Mud flying, leaves everywhere, like I'm auditioning for the Fast and the Furriest. Mum hears the noise and shouts, Willow, what are you doing? As if I'm the problem here. Please, I'm the unpaid staff, let me work. Rat sprints out and across Mum's crocs, and she lets out a noise only dogs and the neighbours 6 postcodes over could hear. Throws her gardening gloves sky high, one lands on Dad's head. He drops the gardening shears, misses his foot by inches, but takes out a gnome left by the old owners. The poor
One face centered.
2 a.m. in Wetherspoons. The whole thing
Near left edge.
panic on.
Centered.
While I emerge triumphant from under the shed, my tail puffed, eyes blazing.
Near left edge.
Trenches and won. The rat's gone, I'll get that tosser later. Mum's traumatized. She's glaring at me, muttering nonsense under her breath.
Centered.
Dad's got his hand on his heart, having a mild panic attack, like he's clutching his pearls in a soap farmer. Me? I sit in the middle of the lawn, lick my paw, and give them both
Near left edge.
the one that says, add that to my list of heroic.
One face centered.
Story short, he defended the homeland. They lost their
Near left edge.
Everyone survived.
Centered.
And Graham the gnome?
Near left edge.
Gone to the great
Centered.
sky. Haha. Let me take you back to 2022 when we first moved.
Mom thought she was having a
Two faces near left edge.
laptop out, key in hand, pretending.
One face near left edge.
Introduce my new friend, a Boris spider. Not one of those polite little corner lads. Oh no, this one had presents, legs like scaffolding, and built like it pays gym membership and protein shakes. I'm bippity bapping it across the floor like I've found the world's worst fidget toy. It rears up like, sir, absolutely not. I swear I heard of this. Mom does that horror gas thing she does. The kind of noise that leaves her body before the sound does. Felix, get that out the house. I freeze, the spider freezes. We lock eyes like two warriors who both read the same prophecy. Mom tries diplomacy, Willow helps.
One face near left edge.
Mom, and leaves the room like she's late for literally anything else. So now it's just me and Boris. He scuttles. I pounce. He zigzags like he's powered by pure fear and caffeine. Then betrayal. The spider bolts straight into the fireplace. Mom loses her mind. Oh no. No, it's gone in the fireplace. She's pacing. I'm peering into the hearth like a detective with whiskers. She grabs the firelighters. I realize too late, this is a bad plan. I say with my eyes. She lights it. Suddenly the living room smells like panic and bad decisions.
One face near left edge.
Chimney drafts and spider revenge. And hopping sideways because what if it comes back out on fire? She's muttering. This is how houses burn down over a spider. I'm crouched, tail puffed, ready to fight whatever demon version of Boris emerges. Nothing does. The fire dies down to just smoke. Mum collapses back into the chair shaking. We sit nearby, smug chest out, like a hero from a children's
Centered.
spiders who absolutely did
Near left edge.
She points at me and says, "You are never allowed friends again." Worth it. 10 out of 10 spider.
Centered.
Household still.
One face near left edge.
Follow for more chaos asshole. Mom's mad as hell at me, which is confusing because I was born innocent and have stayed that way. She's not just cross with me, she's furious. And she briefly considered releasing me back into the wild with a stern warning and no references. Because while my family went off to spend a suspicious amount of money on food that looks better on Instagram than it tastes, I was abandoned, all alone.
Centered.
Nothing but stomach.
Near top left edge.
That's when I found her. The Victoria sponge cake. The thick slabs of sponge clinging together with jam and cream like they'd been through something traumatic together. It sat there, uncovered, daring me. I didn't eat that cake. I attacked it, face first. No witnesses. The furry crew's missile powered entirely by bad decisions. I inhaled it like it was my final meal before a long sentence in flat prison. No chewing, no reflection, just chaos and greed. And then my stomach turned on me. Full lactose betrayal. Within minutes, my insides staged a coup and I became a cat-shaped vomiting sprinkler. Projectile regret. I redecorated the house like a deranged interior designer with access to dairy. The rug, a casualty. The sofa, a crime scene. The hallway. Do not enter unless you enjoy trauma. Realizing Mom was about to return and unleash consequences, I switched into survival mode. Evidence management.
One face near left edge.
In the crotch goblin's backpack. A bold artistic splash inside dodge. Spread the blame. Diversify the fallout. When my family got home, Dad took one look at Willow asleep on the sofa next to a steaming pile and said, "Willow, no." I watched from the shadows like a smug villain stroking an invisible cat. Perfect cry. Except Mom. Mom has instincts. She followed the smell like a bloodhound with a personal vendetta and found me curled up in the cupboard, sitting next to a still warm pile of my own shame and a now half-eaten cake on the side and figured out my crime. She begged. She dry heaved. She whispered something about
One face centered.
Then she turned and screamed at the crotch goblins bleeding cake out like absolute amateurs. Was it worth it? Every single crumb. Long live the sponge. I regret nothing. Follow for more chaos. It's been raining all day. Not the light rain. Biblical rain. The kind that makes you wonder if Noah's already halfway past the kitchen window. I come in from the garden absolutely soaked, flustered to me, smelling like regret in Susan's garden. And I drop a gift in the middle of the dining room. I don't even know what it is anymore. Once upon a time, probably a mouse. Now, a wet, sorrowful little lump with ambitions it never fulfilled. I sit next to it and start howling. Not a meow, a full siren. Because something is very wrong with my life and everyone needs to know. The teen comes in first, looks at me. Oh my God, Felix, you're soaked. Then she looks down. She freezes. Mom, Felix has been sick. Mom comes in, already tired, already defeated, takes one look at me dripping on the floor and goes, "Oh, for God's sake, he's soaked and been sick. Poor sod. Right, I'll clean it up." She grabs paper towels and a plastic bag, scoops the lump, and then it moves. She flings it into a plastic bag mid-air like it's just whispered her name, jumps back, screams, and yells. It has a tail. Why does vomit have a tail? She peers back and stares hard at it and says, "It's a mouse. Felix, you little tinker." And why does it look like it's covered in stuff from the pond, though? I sigh deeply like a hero unappreciated, because it nearly drowned in the pond before I saved it. Lifeguard duty. Seriously, woman, keep up. I sit there wet and proud, looking like I've survived a shipwreck. The teen, intrusive thoughts fully activated, goes, "Can we blow dry Felix?" Mom turns slowly, mouth open in shock, and says, "You cannot blow dry a cat, just get a towel." So now I'm being aggressively toweled like a damp loaf of bread while the rain hammers the windows. The mouse bag rustles ominously, and Mom mutters about how this is not how she imagined her Sunday.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 storm gift. Who presents soggy mystery creature again? Follow for more.
Yeah, not right now, but I can.
Let me tell you about the time Mom discovered I had been running a cross-border burglary operation. She walks into the lounge and there I am fast asleep, curled up like a croissant, snoring gently on something that isn't ours. Mom performs a full surgical lift, relocating my entire body without interrupting a single snore. Mom picks the item up, frowns, turns it over like it might explain itself. Where did this even come from? It's warm and also very fluffy now, because I've been marinating on it for hours. So she does the neighbor walk of shame and pops next to it to Susan's. Lets herself in. Susan's on the sofa watching TV with Willow curled up on her lap. Mom freezes. "Willow, I swear you were just upstairs on the teen's bed." Willow doesn't even open her eyes. Just flicks an ear like, "Don't start." Mom holds up the item. "Is this yours?" Susan squints, then laughs. "Oh yes, that's my plate warmer. It was on the kitchen table this morning." Mom looks stunned. Susan wheezing. "Oh, he loves that thing. I plug it in for a bit, leave it out, and he comes round and naps on it like he's booked a spa day." Mom just stands there, mouth open, shocked. Susan is crying, laughing. Willow is now annoyed because Susan's lap is shaking like an earthquake zone. Susan waves a hand. "Just pop it back in the kitchen, love. He'll be over for his afternoon nap in a few hours." Mom comes home, walks into the lounge, and calls me a dirty thief. Me? I don't even pretend. So what if I nicked it? It's warm. It makes my but feel expensive. And frankly, if Susan's running a heated lounge annex for me, I'd be rude not to use it. See you later, Susan. Save my seat. Follow for more chaos. Let me. So tonight Dad decides to host D&D in the dining room. Bold choice. I behave. I mean really behave. I curl up on Dad's lap like a free look of innocence. I shut, purring gently, selling the lie so hard they forget I'm an agent of chaos. An entire hour passes. People relax. Dice roll. Maps unfold. Someone says, "Wow, Felix is being really good tonight." That was their first mistake. Then it happens. From the kitchen. The auto feeder. I go from asleep to possessed racehorse in 0.2 seconds. Dad doesn't even finish saying a clap before I launch off his lap like I've been fired from a cannon. Like me all snags the tablecloth. Just one. That's all it takes. I sprint, and the tablecloth comes with me. The entire D&D setup lifts, tilts, and follows like I've summoned it. Battle map slides. Miniatures tumble. Dice scatter like gambling debris in a police raid. A dragon face plants into a bowl of pretzels. Someone yells, "My paladin." Another shouts, "The table's moving." Dad dives for the cloth. Too late. I clear the room. Tablecloth flapping behind me like a cursed wedding train. Dragging character sheets, pencils crisp.
One face centered.
Wizard across the floor. And shouting. I don't stay to hear. Cut me in the kitchen, and they calmly eating my brown rocks. Tablecloth still hooked on my claw. A D&D figurine dangerously close to my arse like it's about to be sacrificed to the dice cards. Dad stares at me. Broken. Hollow. Someone whispers, "Is he eating after all that?" Yes, I am, and honestly. Worth it. Natural 20 on destruction. Campaign ruin. Dinner table defeated. Follow for more chaos. So tonight Dad decides to host the word of the day. Twat anxiety. The anxiety you feel knowing you have to deal with too many stupid twats in one day. You have. Twat anxiety. The word of the day. The word of the day. Task goal. An idiot who assigns pointless, stupid tasks that create more work and zero value. They are A. Task goal.
Aha! I like that word.
The word of the day. Disappointed. Being both pissed off and disappointed because an idiot did exactly what you expected, and it still managed to disappoint you. You are disappointed. The word of the day. The word of the day. Shitiots painted. A condition where idiots are so full of crap that nothing intelligent can come out their mouths. They are shitiots painted. The word of the...
Look at this, people.
It's Sunday, which means Mom is making a roast like the king himself is popping round. Potatoes are being peeled. Gravy plans are being made. And the gammon is cooling on the side like a pink beacon. And I am conducting quality control with my face. Every time she turns her back, I jump up, nose straight in the danger zone, sniffing like the roast was sending me psychic messages. She bats me away. I return. She blocks me with a chopping board. I go down the side. Eventually she snaps, scoops me up, deposits me in the hallway, shuts the door. Problem solved. So she thinks. I take one look at the closed door, then head for the bathroom window. I launch myself through the bathroom window, land on the extension roof like a badly judged parkour influence. Skid a bit, recover, hop onto Susan's wall. Trot along it like this is all very normal, and slip in through the back door, and jump straight back onto the kitchen counter. I meow, loud, triumphant, like I've just respawned. Mom turns around and freezes, stares at me. How the hell did you get back in? She keeps me up, checks the door is still shut, and squints at me like I just pulled a rabbit out of my own arse. Just because you're in a tuxedo, she mutters, doesn't mean you need to act like a magician and Houdini your way back into the kitchen. Then it clicks how I got back in. She sighs, you clever little star. I beam internally. She hits the auto feeder to distract me, moves back to the potatoes, and I sit there crunching biscuits. Watching her, already planning my next escape. Sunday roast isn't just a meal. It's a challenge in a British way. And I never lose. Follow for more chaos analog. Let me take you back to 1 a.m., the hour when nothing good has ever happened, and the house should be dead silent, which is exactly when I get the zoomies. These are the unhinged, demonic, legally questionable zoomies, where your brain leaves your body and your legs take over like they've just been possessed by caffeine and poor decisions. I launch myself off the sofa, bounce off the fireplace, ricochet off the wall, parkour across the bookcase, and that's when I hit it. The ceiling, specifically the smoke alarm. I don't hit it hard, I just raise it. A gentle little shoulder hits, and the house immediately decides we are all going to die. A sound so loud it vibrates my soul loose and nails it somewhere else. So I panic. I land on the sofa and run straight up the hallway, bounce off the doorframe, launch myself off the stairs, hit the banister, and scream the entire time like I'm being abducted by ghosts, meowing kittens and women first. Mom comes flying out of the bedroom shouting, "What is that? Is the house on fire?" Dad appears 2 seconds later, half asleep, hair vertical, holding his phone torch like it's a weapon. Dad starts flapping his arms like he's trying to communicate with the aircraft and yells, "Get the battery!" Mom grabs a chair. Dad climbs up, rips the alarm open. Nothing. No battery. The alarm continues screaming, smug and unstoppable, like it knows it has the upper hand. Dad just stares at it and whispers, "Why is there no battery?" Meanwhile, I'm behind the sofa, mouth open, panting, sucking in air like I've just run a marathon through hell, looking at everyone like I too am a victim here. Mom is now shouting, "How do we turn it off?" Dad is Googling and shouting things like, "Why won't it die?" Mom climbs onto the chair, sees the battery, and pulls it out and glares at Dad. "Maybe put your damn glasses on, you blind bat." Silence. Absolute, ringing, traumatized silence. Everyone just stands there breathing heavily, staring at each other like survivors of an incident that will be discussed for years. Then Mom looks down at me, now curled up on the sofa. She squints and says, "Was that you?" I do not move. I do not blink. I do not confess. I tuck my nose under my tail, sigh deeply, and think. 10 out of 10 acoustics. 10 out of 10 panic. 0 out of 10 survival instincts. Will absolutely touch the ceiling again. Follow for more chaos.
Bleeding gums.
Oh, good you've come to hear about the day I sent Dad to A&E and traumatized a stranger before breakfast. Let me set the scene. It's a calm morning which should have been the first red flag. I stroll in carrying a live mouse like I'm holding a very small, angry burrito. It's wriggling. It's squeaking. It's doing parkour in my mouth like it's auditioning for a stunt job. I drop it in the hallway and announce my achievement with a meow that says, "Behold, I have provided." Dad appears barefoot sized and says the sentence that legally summons chaos. Sod it, I'll just grab it. With his bare hand. Reader, this is where the mouse chooses violence. It bites the squishy bit between Dad's thumb and finger and refuses to let go out of pure spite. Dad freezes, arm out, eyes wide, whisper yelling. Why is it still attached to me? Blood starts running down his hand. Mom screams. I sit down to watch. This is already better than belly. Dad starts shaking his hand like he's trying to fling off a spider made of hay. The mouse finally releases, and Dad instinctively eats it straight out the front door. Unfortunately, just as a man is walking past, the mouse bounces off his chest, hits the pavement, and disappears like it's been summoned back to hell. The man starts dancing. Full panic salsa. Slapping himself. Yelling, "Get it off me, get it off me." Dad stands there bleeding, apologizing profusely to a man who is clearly fighting an invisible demon. Mom activates the tone. "You're going to A&E because I am not dealing with Lockjaw on a Wednesday." Dad tries to argue. Mom gives him the look, and even I flatten my ears out of respect. And he leaves. The house falls quiet. I fart gently into the abyss, emotionally wash my paws of the situation, and curl up on Mom and Dad's bed as if I've done nothing but bring joy. Best entertainment I've had all year. 12 out of 10 would unleash a mouse-based medical emergency again. Follow for more chaos. So apparently my crimes have now been documented in a book. It contains 118 of mine and Willow's finest moments of chaos, audacity, and emotional manipulation. It's called Felix and Willow Cat Tales of Mischief and Mayhem. It's available worldwide on Amazon in paperback, Kindle, and hardback. If you enjoy cats bullying their humans, ignoring every rule ever spoken, and generally causing scenes of chaos, this is the perfect book for you. Read at your own risk. This book has been known to cause snorting, drink spitting, choking on food, loss of breath, losing your place because you cry laughing so hard and can not longer see, and mild bladder betrayal. I regret nothing. So apparently my crime...
Now, you can get...
Mom's in one of her dramatic moods again. And why? Because I tried to share a spiky potato with legs. Let me explain. I was patrolling the garden when I spotted a weird little meatball covered in knives. Obviously, I had to investigate. So I bopped it. It did the curl up into a ball thing. Game on. I decided this angry spiky walnut would make the perfect gift for Mom. So I carried it in and left it right in the hallway and went to find her. She was doing yoga in child's pose, which ironically is the exact position. She zoomed again 0.3 seconds later when she spotted Sir Spikealock casually toddling towards her mat. She flailed, snapped over her water bottle, slipped on the spillage, and landed flat on her back with a flip tortoise. I, being the supportive companion I am, jumped on her chest for comfort. She called me a little gobshite. Then she tried to scoop up Sir Spike with a Tesco bag, but instead managed to trap her own hand inside, and started flapping around like she was fighting a ghost. Meanwhile, the hedgehog, clearly traumatized, pooped on her yoga mat, and waddled off like he had a train to catch. She turned to me and said, "This is why I can't have nice things." Excuse me, I am the nice thing. I brought her a hedgehog for free, but nobody else in her life has ever done that. Ungrateful wench. Next time I'll bring home a badger. Let's see how zen she stays then. Follow for more chaos. Then listen before anyone starts pointing paws. This was not my fault. I was being a good boy, a caring boy. Mom came home from the vet Osari hospital. They operated on one of her internal kidney beans. She was all wobbly, like a newborn kitten, and hissing if she bent funny. So naturally, I supervised, like the responsible feline I am. She fell asleep on the sofa, snoring like a dying hoof cleaner. Honestly, I thought she was broken before I got involved. But being the compassionate soul I am, I climbed onto her belly to provide world-class feline therapy. I started making biscuits. paws flexing, claws slightly out for maximum fluffiness. She mumbled something like, "Oh no," but I'm pretty sure that meant "I love you, my sweet boy, please continue." Fast forward. Flashing lights, loud humans in uniform. One says, "Looks like the incision reopened." Uh-oh. Then I hear, "I'd need to keep an eye on the cat." Excuse me. Sir, I am not the villain here. I simply loved her too hard. If my powerful healing paws sent her back to the hospital, that sounds like a medical flaw, not a cat problem. Anyway, she'll be fine. And when she comes back, more biscuits. Because I am a very good boy. Ha ha ha. Listen before...
During menopause, your...
So apparently I'm not allowed in the kitchen ever again. Honestly, the drama. You'd think I tried to assassinate someone, but no, babes, all I did was exist. It started when Mum decided to bake for the Crotch Goblin School's bake sale. She's in her Great British Bake Off era. Flour everywhere. Eggs, butter, that weird electric whisking that sounds like it's summoning demons. Obviously, I had to be involved. I'm the head chef, Gordon Ramsay, but with more fur and less patience. I hopped onto the counter to inspect the kales. That's when I saw it, a stick of butter just sitting there, vulnerable, mocking me. So I did what any respectable feline would do. I batted it. It slid like full Olympic luge down the counter, straight onto the floor. Mum screamed like I'd knocked over the Holy Grail. But babes, we were just getting started. She bent down to pick it up and left the mixer running. You ever seen a mixer launch cake batter like it's performing a satanic ritual? Because I have. It hit the ceiling, the walls, and of course me. I looked like I'd been frosted by a blind toddler. Mum tried to stop it, but slipped on the butter I heroically relocated earlier.
Hey,
Went down
Rory?
like a sack of disgruntled
Did you put the
potatoes,
litter box
grabbed
back
the
in
kitchen
here?
cloth for support, and dragged the entire baking setup
you?
down with her. Up went a flour cloud like a nuclear bomb had gone off, and I was wearing a sieve like a helmet. She just sat there blinking through cake batter, whispering, "Why do I even try?" Then she turned to me and said, "Get out of my kitchen forever." Fine, I thought. I don't need this level of
I know.
negativity.
It's
Hope
not-
your
it
cake
doesn't
tastes
look
like
too
shit.
bad. I
Evil
might just
Turner.
put a
Follow for more.
One face near left edge.
This morning started peacefully, which should have been a warning. I was left on the garden wall. Mind empty, vibes dangerous when I spotted it.
thanks.
A mouse twitchy and clueless, like a tourist without a map. I leapt off the wall and caught it effortlessly. If you define
He's, like,
effortless as collapsed
lollying
directly
in
on
here
top of
like
it.
a
It
kid.
barely knew what hit it. I strutted into the house, head high, tail higher, and dropped my prize smack in the middle of the dining room. Presentation is everything you do. Then I let out a meow loud enough to register on the Richter scale. Dad shuffled in, looked at the mouse, looked at me, mouth hanging open like his brain had popped out for a fag break, and laughed while saying, "Nice try, Felix. That's a willow job. Where is she?" I blinked at him, slow and offended. Like, how dare you? That was all me. I provide and I protect this house from rodent skanks. Obviously, I marched straight to the auto feeder and meowed at it, demanding and expecting payment.
Yeah.
A hero deserves a feast, right? Absolutely bloody wrong, according to Dad. No treats, no praise, no parade. Just Dad standing there, looking like his brain had briefly gone on tea break. Fine, if they weren't going to reward me, I figured I'd just eat the mouse myself. A 5-star meal, fresh and wriggly. But no, Dad had the audacity to
One face near left edge.
toss it away. My mouse, my prize. I glared at him, pure
Centered.
in my soul, and flopped over like a sack of potatoes and vowed revenge. Right after I've had a 9-hour nap and maybe done some light bird watching. You save your house from rodent skanks and suddenly nobody appreciates you anymore. Follow for more tales, ha. This morning started peacefully, which should have been a warning. I was left on the garden wall, mind empty, vibes dangerous. What?
It's almost 3:30.
One face near left edge.
Uh-oh.
What?
I mute myself so don't. Well, they're good videos. I'm enjoying them.
Yeah, right on. Yeah, I can hear
Two faces near left edge.
What do you think, Amber? So we're doing this till 5 o'clock, or is it?
Well,
Oh,
Amber
4.
said 4, but I'm good with whatever. Yeah. Amber's, well, because she has something to do at 5:30, so I thought if we did it until 4 and then...
One face near left edge.
Yeah, 4's good.
Yeah,
I'm good with that.
cool. Right on.
Yeah, I think that's pretty good. The cat seems being good telling stories.
That's right. I love the voice that they use for it.
Near top left edge.
Dave.
Yeah, I like the male cat's voice more than the female.
One face near left edge.
But yeah, some of them are just just priceless. I was like trying to
Centered.
could barely stand up.
Near left edge.
Oh,
Centered.
Oh, Jeremy's coming back on.
Perfect.
Near left edge.
What happened to Jeremy?
No, he had to skip out.
He's not.
And where's Jackie?
Oh, Jackie. I don't know. Jackie got a phone call.
One face near left edge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I don't know if she's coming back on because I don't know what's going on, but she had a phone call and she picked it up and then she was like, "Oh, I gotta pop off," which she doesn't normally do. So something's up. So I'll check on her later.
Probably got busy.
Yeah.
Life happens to all of us.
Absolutely. Yeah. And Jeremy,
He's on.
yeah. Yay, Jeremy's back. Woohoo!
Right on, buddy.
Near top left edge.
Yeah, we had a pretty good
One face near left edge.
Jackie's coming back on.
Oh, hey, what's up, Jackie?
Near top left edge. Near left edge.
Oh, yay.
Woohoo! Nice. Well, we've got over 4,500 Fitness Friday points.
Well, that's good.
Yep.
Right on.
Yeah, we're doing
So
really
do you
well.
want me to continue with more videos?
Yes, please. That would be great.
Okay. 1 second.
Two faces near left edge.
I'm gonna plug my phone in too, so I will listen when I grab my plug.
Okay. Get your face off my hands. Okay. Where's that one I wanted?
Well, it's Saturday today.
There it is.
The day after Boxing
you're gonna
Day.
bite me, right?
The house is quiet, the dangerous kind of quiet that means no one's watching. So I make my move and I yank the fridge open. One paw full body weight, bad intentions. The door flies open, and immediately everything starts dying. Milk wobbles, yogurt tubs splatter. Surfing glass makes a noise like it knows it's next.
One face near left edge.
The turkey crown, still majestic, still foolish enough to think it's safe. I grab it. Not a slice, not a teeny bit. Half the entire crown. It slides out, knocks a yogurt onto the floor, smacks the fridge shelf, lands with a wet...
Two faces near left edge.
Follow it. Drag it across the tiles like...
One face near left
Put
edge.
myself in the hallway and tuck in. Full chest down, face buried, rolling between
but
bites
I've
like
got-
someone might...
Centered.
I've got
And
cats
someone
living
down.
in. I don't know
Willow.
what's going on
He
with
comes
this
skidding
cat.
round the...
Near left edge.
It goes absolutely feral. We lock eyes, and it's just violence. I'll start
Oh, putting the
windmilling.
spring
The
on?
turkey crown
Nice.
body into the
She'll
skirting
love
board.
that.
We're spinning.
Centered.
It is
rolling through yogurt
located
like it's a
in
festive
the
slip
windowsill.
inside. Meanwhile, the fridge door is still wide open.
Near left edge.
Very regret across the kitchen floor. That's when Mom-
Centered.
She steps into the hallway and just stops. Turkey crown
One face centered.
hiding like feral tumbleweeds. Yogurt everywhere. Fridge open beeping like it's a warning. She whispers, what the bleep has happened? I hiss. Willow hisses back. The turkey crown takes another hit and skids past her foot. She screams. Dad shouts from the other room, why is there meat in the hallway? Mom starts sleeping, yelling, trying to separate us while shouting both our names like she's summoning demons. Finally, she grabs Willow. Dad grabs me. We're both still chewing. The hallway looks like a festive crime scene. Mom stares at the wreckage and says, quietly, that turkey was meant to last 3 days. And that, my friends,
One face centered.
died early. And why the fridge was never trusted again. 10 out of 10 chaos.
Near left edge.
Follow for more chaos, haha.
Centered.
We sit down for Boxing Day dinner, and I immediately clock in for my
Near left edge.
posted beside the youngest crotch goblin
Centered.
waiting for a turkey handoff. Bits start dropping. A shred of turkey.
Near left edge.
He pinches me. Dad drops some and refuses eye contact.
Centered.
King lets a bit fall and whispers oops to the floor. Even
Near left edge.
threat while feeding me turkey like a woman with no remaining morals. By the time the plates are cleared, Mom looks at me, sighs, and says the words that always end badly. Oh, go on then. You might as well have your own bowl. She gives me a full bowl of turkey. A victory trough. I demolish it like I've been fasting since the war. But a minute later, sprawled directly in front of the fireplace, very round, eyes half shut, blasting my backside like I'm being slow roasted from within. And that's when my body starts returning the gifts. The first one is subtle, the kind that makes the air feel heavier. Mom pauses mid-sentence. Willow lifts her head from the teen's lap, sniffs once, and gives me a look that says, absolutely not. Then another one slips out of me. Turkey-flavored evil. Willow stands up and walks out. No drama, just disappointment. In search of better air quality. The teen follows, gagging and muttering. Mom opens a window, then another, then declares she's just popping to the kitchen and never comes back. Within minutes, the room is empty, apart from me and Dad. He sits there, staring at the TV, pretending everything's fine, breathing shallow like a man in denial. Then suddenly, he shifts and lifts one side of his arms, and lets one rip. Loud and proud. A proper Boxing Day dad fart, the kind with follow-through. He sighs and me, says, oh, thank God, I've been holding that in for ages. This is not air anymore. This is a challenge. I lift my head, assess the damage, and accept that tonight. His house outranks me. This family never stood a chance. Father and son, forged in sulfur, bonded by methane.
One face near left edge.
Chaos. 0 out of 10 air quality. Would guess the house again with Dad. Follow for more chaos. It's the day before Christmas Eve 2023. Now listen, nobody explained what a mince pie was. I heard mince and assumed meat. Mom's in the kitchen doing her annual Christmas witch routine. Flour everywhere, humming like she's about to summon baby Jesus when she puts a tray of these suspicious little pies on the cooling rack. They smell unreal, like pastry had been flirting with me all morning. I leap up, grab one, and take my first bite. Did I taste it? No. I blacked out on the scent alone. Pure confidence chewing. Second bite though. This is odd. This is not meat. This is jam pretending to be a personality. Third bite. My mouth stops. My brain disconnects. And the pie just falls out. I sit there frozen, like a statue of regret in a Christmas advert. 5 seconds later, my stomach turns on me like a disgruntled employee. I don't even make a sound. I just open my mouth, and Christmas leaves my body. Mom walks in, sees the vomit, and I watch the exact moment her soul exits through her eyebrows. Not screaming, not yelling, just whispering, oh no. Turns out mince pies aren't cute seasonal treats for cats. They are toxic pastry lies stuffed with raisins and bad decisions. Suddenly it's chaos. Coats flying. Keys dropped. Dad scoops me up like I'm a priceless fabric egg with whiskers. Emergency vet. I'm in the carrier yelling like a haunted accordion. Ned driving like he's auditioning for the fast and the festive. Mom googling through tears. Can a cat survive mince pie ingestion while whispering my name like a prayer? At the vet they induce vomiting. Give me activated charcoal. Decide I'm staying in for 24 hours because I clearly cannot be trusted around baked goods or my own impulses. While the vet's explaining the plan, the gas begins. Silent, violent, personal. I let one rip, then slowly turn my head to look at Dad like, why would you do that? Dad's gagging, covering his nose with his t-shirt. A nurse opens a window. Another nurse pauses mid-walk like she's hit an invisible wall. I keep farting, looking innocent. Dad whispers. He keeps looking at me like the smell is my fault. I spend the night on fluids, radiating methane.
One face near left edge.
Weapons every 20 minutes like a biological clock. Mom gets me up the next day a changed man. And now, Mom has never made mince pies again. The freeze festive date causes visible stress. The power I wield in this house is terrifying. Follow for more chaos. Mom's got steam coming out her ears today, and for once, I didn't even bring her a thing. No frog, no bird, no half a mouse doing the hokey pokey. I simply got bored. That's the crime. So I did what any emotionally complex, misunderstood feline would do. I
Centered.
the kitchen counter and discovered the bowl. The one she uses for posh baking and slaps my paw away from like it's made of royal gold. Today it had something creamy and it's something deliciously forbidden. So I stuck my entire head in, full face dumped. Whipped cream or maybe icing, I don't know, I blacked out with joy. I panicked when my head got stuck. The bowl wouldn't come off. I was blind, creamy, and spinning in circles like a possessed trifle. I ran full speed, head bowl first through the kitchen, took out a chair, bounced off the bench.
One face near left edge.
Onto the windowsill, knocking over the basil plant and half the spice rack. Cinnamon.
Centered.
I sneezed 43 times.
Near left edge.
In, just out the toilet.
Centered.
Oh, she sees a possessed sugar-glazed head bowl running at her full speed. She screams, drops her phone. The scream scared me, so I jumped sideways into the clothes area. Took that down like a sack of wet socks. Tangled in panic, I rolled across the floor like a Victorian ghost in a bake-off nightmare. Mom tried to grab me, slipped on a robe sock, landed but first onto the floor. The bowl finally popped off my head and flung a glob of icing into her eye. She mumbled something about an eye infection. I wasn't listening. I was busy fleeing under the sofa, still frosted like a rejected bake-off entry. Now she's stomping around yelling that I'm banned from the kitchen forever. The mixture is in the bin, the basil's dead, and the kitchen is a crime scene. She's such a drama pickle. Ha ha ha. Mom's got steam coming out. Shop. Let me take you back to stupid o'clock in the morning, that eerie hour where the birds are whispering secrets, and I'm crouched in the garden like a coiled spring with whiskers. I've locked onto a squirrel big tail, smug posture, sitting on the fence like it knows I'm watching. Time slows. My back legs are vibrating like they're powered by rage and caffeine. I'm calculating angles, wind direction, and then Gerald the Ginger Minnow appears. He comes hurling over the fence out of nowhere, a blur of ginger fluff and poor decision-making, like someone threw an overfed teddy bear with zero awareness over the fence. No warning.
Oh
no!
no!
Brakes, just
Well, you
vibes
may.
and philosophy.
Can you bring the
The
cats
squirrel
in?
screams internally and bolts up the tree. Its legs keep running on the spot for a solid 2 seconds like a cartoon glitch, before the rest of it remembers to climb. Gone dream ruined. I see Red in charge. Gerald yelps and absolutely bombs it. Back over the fence, into his garden. Me hot on his heels like karma with fur. Over another and straight through his back door. Gerald screeches and legs it into the kitchen. I'm inches from getting him when Sandra appears as human, like a horror movie jump scare in slippers. Throws her arms out and shouts, "What is going on?" Gerald uses her as a distraction and vanishes upstairs. Sandra follows. I skid to a halt, my heart racing, adrenaline pumping, tail puffed like a toilet brush. And that's when it hits me. The stress. The betrayal. My body makes an executive decision. I'm touching Fluff. I turn and spot it. A freshly cleaned litter tray. Pristine and untouched. Smelling like lies and leather. I climb in, lock eyes with Destiny, and unleash a stress poop of historic proportions.
One face near right edge.
Back in. We make eye contact. She looks horrified. I hop out tail high, dignity questionable, and sprint straight back out the door. Over the fences. Home again. Later that day, Mum bumps into Sandra. She doesn't even say hello, just goes, "Your cat." Mum sighs, what did he do? He chased my Gerald through my kitchen, and used the clean litter tray, and didn't cover it, and left. Mum nods like, this is not new information. Yeah, that sounds like Felix. And me? I'm already home, washing my clothes like a gentleman. If Gerald didn't want his litter tray used, he shouldn't have interrupted my squirrel. I'll get that tosser another day. Follow for more chaos, ha. We're going for Christmas #1 on Amazon. Yes, me a tuxedo cat, and little former barn goblin turned menace. I'd rather put 118 of my finest lines into a book, with my handsome face on the front. And against all logic, it's climbing the Amazon charts. So hear me out. What if a tuxedo cat and one feral ex-barn cat knocked Jeremy Clarkson off the Christmas #1 spot? Because honestly, that feels extremely festive. I'm ready. Willow's ready. The chaos is always ready. Search Felix and Willow Cat Tales of Mischief and Mayhem on Amazon. Or hit the link in our bio. Let's ruin his Christmas. Politely, but with Felix and Willow level of chaos. Like this, share it, and comment something supportive or unhinged. Apparently that helps the algorithm, and I enjoy the attention. Ha ha ha. We're going for Christmas #1 on... Dad's outside pretending he's in a survival documentary, chopping wood for the firelight.
One face centered.
Skills. Everything's fine until it isn't. One slip and a few swear words. He's nicked his leg. Nothing dramatic, no fountains. Just enough blood to activate Mum mode. So Dad's blown on the kitchen sofa, leg out, trying to act brave while Mum's cleaning it, like she's a trauma surgeon on Grey's Anatomy. Cotton wool, antiseptic. That face she does where she's already Googled sepsis in her head. She finishes cleaning it and goes, this'll do, while peeling off a Paw Patrol plaster like a qualified professional. I hop down to inspect, because I am a hands-on manager. I lean in and squint, and then my brain goes, do it. I lick it. Just a quick one. A supportive lick, a healing lick, a lick of love. Mum gasped like I just licked the crown jewels. Felix, no. She shoves me away, horrified. Now Dad goes, what did that feel scratchy? Scratchy. Rude. Mum instantly spirals. Cut's tongues are full of germs. You have to get that checked. You need to go now. What if it gets infected? Dad's staring at his shin like it's already written him a goodbye note. And me? I'm sat there blinking like, I beg your pardon. I offered medical assistance. Dad ends up hobbling off to the health center, leg damaged, dignity wounded, muttering, thanks a lot, Felix. Excuse me. I was providing emotional support. Maybe next time, Dad...
One face centered.
Stand up and see how that works out for you. Honestly, no one appreciates it.
Near right edge.
Follow for more chaos, It's 2018, and I'm 2 weeks into living with my new family, and something felt horribly wrong in my tummy. Something just felt off. Like when you lie down, and every position feels personally disrespectful. So I did what any dignified, emotionally complex cat would do. I screamed. Not normal meows. Oh no. I unleashed full-scale, Oscar-bait distress vocals. The kind of meows that make Alexa
centered.
Out of respect. Because if I...
One face centered.
Must emotionally collapse with me. Mum panics immediately. Eyes wide. Voice trembling. I lay there like a dropped bag of potatoes, meowing as if the curtains were about to close on my final act. She's convinced this is it. She rings the vet. The vet says, very calmly, put your ear to his tummy and listen for bubbles. And that, my friends, was her fatal error. Because the moment her soft, trusting human ear pressed against my fluffy belly, I knew this was my destiny. This was why I was born. I released it. A fart so foul it felt like it crawled out of a swamp wearing boots. Silent, warm, and violent. The kind of smell that doesn't hit you, it moves in. Mum recoils like she's been slapped by Satan's armpit. Gagging,
one face centered.
End of a sad film. And she's still on the phone. The vet hears the chaos and goes, are you alright? Mum, choking, wheezing, spiritually broken, manages to gasp. He bloody farted. Silence. Then the vet absolutely loses it. Cackling and howling totally gone. Meanwhile, Mum is sat there questioning her life, her choices, and why she trusted a creature with no shame and a digestive system powered by evil. Eventually, the vet confirms I'm fine, and it's probably just the new allergy meds working their magic, and I'm just a tad bit bloated with trapped wind from that. Anyway, I felt fantastic after. So light. So
one face centered.
Mum, however, now knew what true suffering smells like. Follow for more chaos.
Get 12.
Let me take you back to Dad's annual deep Christmas night. His middle-aged nerdhood gathers in the library outside to eat festive snacks and pretend they're powerful sorcerers instead of men who grunt when they sit down. I'm banned, obviously. But tonight, they leave the door open to let the smoke machine breathe. Yes, you heard me right, a smoke machine for D&D. These people wouldn't survive a minute in the wild. I slip inside like a festive ninja with a revenge arc. No one notices they're too busy arguing about whether a frost giant can legally ride a reindeer and who stole the last celebration's Malteser. Then I see at the snack table, pigs in blankets, mini sausage rolls, mince pies, a bowl of crisps so big...
One face centered.
I pounce. I snatch a piggy in a blanket wrapped in juicy bacon. I proudly trot across the deep.
Are you all wet?
Like a tiny festive Godzilla with a
Are
bacon
you all
trophy.
wet?
That night, I died. My pop clips a Aldi Cola can. It spills. Cola spills across the table like a flood. Miniatures go flying.
Oh,
A wizard lands in the halls. In the chaos, I
just
take him
clip them up to this
I
spot
dive after
right
it
here,
speeding
this
across the
rung.
battle path, going through crisp.
Clip them up to
Picking
that
out
and then go get your
and it
cat.
dwarfs like 10-pin
No, I
bowling.
got him.
Then my back leg
Oh,
hits
did
the
ya?
smoke machine button. It hisses to life. Within seconds, the library is filled with
Hey,
thick, dramatic
buddy.
fog. People coughing,
Hi.
reading character sheets like they're trying to
Hi.
shoot pigeons. Dad is stumbling around yelling. Turn it up, turn it
You're like,
off.
what the
While
hell
the
are you doing
barbarian
in here?
yells. I can't see my own hands. Someone tries to pause the music,
Hey, kiddo.
but instead of pausing, it cranks the volume. Suddenly, Carol of the Bells Extreme Battle Remix blares at full volume. It's like Santa's been mugged at a rave. Dad finally grabs me under the arm. I wriggle like a Pharaoh festive eel. I kick him in the ribs. The leftover mince pies go flying. One hits the wizard in the forehead. Dad carries me out through the fog. Like a
One face near left edge.
on
Centered.
the patio and runs back inside. I turn and
Near right edge.
hiding behind the library, wheezing with laughter so hard she looks like she needs an inhaler. She snuck me in. She's been the puppet master of...
Centered.
Behind us, someone's shouting, who set off the smoke machine again. Dad stumbles out, hollow, sticky with cheap cola, eyes dead inside like a man who's witnessed too much sausage roll-related trauma. Then he spots her. Mom stops mid-cackle and freezes like she's been caught shoplifting custard creams. Dad shouts, was this you? She scoops me up like a rugby ball and absolutely...
One face near left edge. Centered.
I'm like a stolen ham. Because chaos...
Near left edge.
It teams up with Mom.
Centered.
For more chaos analog. Let me take you back to the morning Mom nearly booked me in for an exorcism. So the smallest crotch goblin leaves another cheese string on the table. The forbidden berry roll. The snack of doom. The thing that once turned my backside into a war crime. Naturally, I grab it. But this time, I choose violence. I chew it into 97 tiny, soggy, mangled cheeseburgers. I spit them out across the entire living room. Like I'm a malfunctioning dairy confetti cannon. On the carpet, it's on the blinds. Even Mom's slipper got some love. One is stuck to Willow's ear. I was Picasso, and my medium was damp string cheese chaos. Mom walks in. She freezes. Looks at the cheese carnage. Looks at me. Looks back at the carnage. Her soul leaves her body. Felix, did you eat this? I blink at her. All mysterious. Completely unhelpful. Even a little bit smug. She's on her hands and knees collecting cheese like it's radioactive evidence. Then she panics. Oh my god, he's eaten some of it, hasn't he? Next thing, I know she's carrying me into the shower room. The observation chamber of shame. And shuts us both in like we're entering quarantine. She sits on the floor, wrapped in a towel, shivering, staring at me like I'm a ticking lactose bomb. 3 whole hours. Every time I blink, she leans forward like, was that a symptom? I yawn. She gasps. I stretch. She Googles, hit 8 cheese, how much time do I have before his butt explodes? Willow comes to the door and yells. Mom yells, not now. I'm watching his stomach and ours. Eventually, I get bored, curl up, and fall asleep. Mom's still sitting upright like she's guarding the crown jewels. 3 hours later, she realizes, nothing is happening. I'm fine. I didn't consume anything except the joy of chaos. She opens the door, stiff as a corpse, muttering, why do I live like this? I stroll out, refreshed, leaving her traumatized and lactose paranoid. Did I learn anything? Absolutely not. Would I cheese confetti the house again? 100%. Follow for more chaos analog. So Mother made a book about us. Bold of her to publish our secrets like that. There's 118 stories of pure feline excellence and chaos. There's drama. There's emotional manipulation. And the consistent and intended sabotage of Mom's mental health. If you fancy laughing until you almost pee yourself, search Felix and Willow Cat Tales of Mischief and Mayhem on Amazon. Or click the link in our bio. It's available worldwide on Kindle and paperback. Ha ha ha. So Mother made a book about us. Let me tell you about the morning Mom almost performed emergency fish CPR. So I stroll in holding a koi. A whole full-size one. One Mom recognizes immediately. Felix is that coon in the koi. Her soul leaves her body, she panics. Grabs the nearest mixing bowl like it's life-saving medical equipment. Floods it with water and plops Conan in. Conan does not move. Just lying there like a soggy road sign. Mom's now Googling how to do...
One face centered.
While humming Staying Alive under her breath, trying to work out if she should do tiny chest compressions or blow in his fishy mouth. She realizes he's joined the great fish pond in the sky. She gasps, pacing the kitchen like she's rehearsing for a tragic soap episode. Oh, con, how do I tell Susan her favorite fish is dead? She's sweating, shaking, debating whether to fake a coy funeral or run away and start a new life. Suddenly she freezes. How did Felix even get him? The pond is covered. Has he broken into the feeding hatch? Now she's imagining me Mission Impossibling my way into the pond like a free Tom Cruise. She has no choice. She wraps Conan in a tea towel like a fishy baby Jesus and marches to Susan's. She takes a deep breath and knocks. Susan answers the door. Mom is absolutely unraveling. Susan, I think Felix. I think he got into your pond. Susan wheezes. Actually wheezes. Oh, love, no. He didn't kill Conan. Are you sure, Mom sobs? Susan nods, crying, laughing. He was floating on top this morning.
One face centered.
Felix was supervising me while I scooped him out. He loves watching them swim, so I just handed him Conan to play with. Mom stands there like her brain just rage quit. She's been panicking, Googling fish CPR, preparing her apology speech. Meanwhile, Susan gave my dead fish pal to me, like a party favor. Susan pats Mom's arm, pop him under the rose bush. He'll do wonders for the soil. Mom's traumatized. Susan's delighted. R.I.P. Conan, may you rest in pieces under Susan's roses. Your sacrifice brought chaos, drama, and approximately 14 gray hairs to Mother. Follow for more chaos, haha.
If you're tired of the dark mode,
Hi, Let me take you back to summer, when Gerald the Ginger Minger pushed me to my final nerve. I'm in my garden when I see him. Gerald, the off-brand Garfield, looking at me like I called his mama slut. Which I totally did, but that's not the point. I charge. He squeals and bolts over the wall into Susan's garden. I leap after him, clearing her frog pond like I'm auditioning to be the world's first feline frog. Gerald eats himself over the next wall into his own...
One face near right edge.
Through his back door like a toddler chasing snacks. Now we're in his kitchen doing the low growl, slow circle, proper Wild West showdown energy. Then ghosted...
Near top left edge.
Yes, I do.
Looks like a snow beast summoned in a blizzard with a personal vendetta against Joy. You against what? Rude. Sandra, their owner, is on a Zoom call in the corner, trying to break up a cat gang war, while pretending to discuss quarterly projections.
Near top right edge.
Camera like a hostage.
Near left edge.
Gerald and Ghost start creeping toward me. And then, boom, from the shadow, Willow appears. Silent.
So
deadly,
did you,
a barrel shadow and fluff. Even my first stood up. Willow and Ghost have been mortal enemy since the day we moved in. An old blood feud. Shakespeare would have written a tragedy about it. One blink, and Willow launches. Ghost gets body slammed so fast she becomes a blur, and when Willow emerges, she's got long white ghost fluff stuck between her teeth, like a trophy. Me and Gerald are just watching like two dads at a firework display. Sandra finally escapes her Zoom, slaps her lap.
One face centered.
Right.
Out of her kitchen, like she's clearing out drunk clubbers at 3. Later that night, she brings Mama Buck.
Should be,
Right.
but I don't want it to blow off as soon as it...
Near top left edge.
What happened here? Oh, okay. We still have everyone.
Yeah.
What time is it, Roy?
10 to 4.
10 to 4. Woo! 10 minutes.
10 to 4.
How's everybody enjoying? Everybody still having a good time?
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
I know.
Awesome. I feel like I've had a workout.
No.
Yeah.
One face near left edge.
This roast that she got is pretty friggin' quite the expensive roast. But it's like a sirloin tip.
Oh my gosh.
So
We better not make a
we do
mistake
not
when
want
we
to mess that up.
That's right. That's right. My mother said that, I said what she wanted me to do for Mother's Day, and she said, well, I don't want you to spend any money on me. I was like, well, that's good, because,
One face near left edge.
Yeah.
Oh, Mother's Day is tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So did everybody take off on you?
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's happening, but Jeremy's still here.
Left.
Oh, who? What?
James left.
Oh, I guess the event.
Centered.
Oh, weird. Okay. Who's all here? Jackie's here. Jeremy's here.
One face near left edge.
I'm here.
Yep. Sylvester's here. Peavy's here. I'm here. Roy's here.
Yeah, you know.
Amber's here, because obviously the Zoom wouldn't be working if Amber wasn't here.
Uh-huh.
So, but I don't know. I think we had a great time. I think yeah, I was kind of hoping to blow all the Fitness Friday points we're behind on out of the water.
Centered.
We got a good maybe 2 or 3% of our Fitness Friday points that we need, but that's good. That's okay. We'll keep doing.
I made my card and my necklace.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Cool. Sylvester. Did you have a good time talking to Zebulon all day, Sylvester? You should have seen him, Jackie.
One face near left edge.
Zeb was in the front and Sylvester was in the back, and they were both like meowing at each other.
Oh wow, that's so cool.
No, you're not gonna bite me, PB. No, thank you. That's not appropriate.
Cats are just so awesome like that.
Yeah, I know.
Because they don't get to pal around, being that they're on quarantine, if you will.
Oh, that's a dirty glove. I don't want to. Well, I got a lot of mats off of him, like his whole
One face centered.
shoulders and his like around his ears, his head, his neck, his shoulders look really good. There's just a few things around his around his front paws and his belly. There's a few, and then he's got that whole great big mat mountain on his back, and his tail's a mess still. But I got. Okay, let's see. We got. Let me just do the score real quick again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say another. Okay, so 45, 48. I'm gonna say 5,000 Fitness Friday points. That's what I'm gonna say. Okay. So we needed way more than that, but that's okay. That's a good start. I think we've got about 1%, I think, of the Fitness Friday points we needed. We needed, like I said, 120, 240. Oh, wait, hang on.
I think you're cutting yourself short, dear.
240. 240,000 we needed, and we've got 5,000, so. It's about, it's about a little bit more than 2% of the
0 people.
that we need. But you know what? That's okay. Like I said, it was good. Like if we keep having these things and doing the humor, that's gonna be super, right?
Well.
So we'll get caught up.
Oh,
hopefully
honey,
by the end of the month. What?
I found your bathing suit.
Oh, lovely.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, and how many? So that's 5,000 of the Fitness Friday points. Then we
0 people.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. Okay, you know what? If you let me do one more, I will get up to 30. Let's see if he'll let me do one more.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
Yeah.
0 people.
Dad had the fireplace on.
Oh no!
He turns on the microwave and they turn off the power. Turn off the power.
Oh no!
So, but I'm back on.
That's
Sorry
cool.
about that. I didn't realize anything was going on until.
Oh no,
you
we were just doing the score. So we figured out that that we've got let's do a little. Oh yeah, let's do that. We've got 5,000
0 people.
There you go. We've got 5,000 Fitness Friday points. So our goal by next
One face centered.
by midnight next Friday, we will have had to have done about 500,000 of the points.
Wow.
Yeah, so we've got about, I'd say about 1% of what we need for next week. But you know what? These are good. This is a good way to do it. Laughter is such a good way.
Right on.
Like every 15 seconds of laughter is worth 30 Fitness Friday points. So.
Yeah. Well, thanks for bearing with me there.
Oh,
Sorry
of course.
that I lost you guys.
Of course.
I didn't. It wasn't intentionally.
No, of course
It's just
not.
that I didn't know that it happened, and then I thought, oh, the future's playing, but nobody's there.
That's okay.
But I'm back, Amber.
Don't do that.
Yeah, because when the microwave is on, the fireplace is on.
Yeah, and it breaks
It's on the same
breaker.
connection. Sometimes
Yeah,
it
we
will
got the same thing
you have
over
to
here.
get back
Yeah.
on.
If the microwave and the hot water get along at the same time, you've got a problem.
But we got the problem fixed.
Yep.
Did you want me to continue along with the last video that we?
Sure.
What do you?
hello,
what do
the
we
pillow.
Oh. We're gonna get,
Yeah. Sure.
Are you gonna go
No, let's do it.
we're gonna get some rain.
in 5 minutes? No.
Yeah, we're ending at 4, right?
It's 3 minutes to.
Yeah, it's 3 minutes to 4.
Now. So I didn't know if you want me to continue just that one video or.
Yeah, let's just finish that last video and then we'll be done.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll have to remember which one it was.
No problem.
Excuse me. Okay.
Hmm.
Do I have access, Amber, to chair?
One face centered.
Wow, I got my great big yellow shirt on. And it all cleaned up.
Cool.
It looks pretty awesome.
Hi, Sylvester. Hello, buddy.
Hey, little Willow. Nice. Squishy Willow.
Is that your cat that's in this video, Jackie?
Yeah. It could very well. Some of them could sound like Willow.
Oh, what video? The one that. Oh. I can probably remember when I go through. No, it was the one when the. Do you remember which one it was?
What
we
one
left
was
off
it?
on?
It was, oh, we did the cheese string one, which is freaking hilarious. And then we did, the next one after that one. We were just starting it.
Oh.
Something about, let me tell you about summer. Oh, no, the koi one. The koi one. We did that one. So I think it was the one after that.
Okay, I will go. I can pull them up.
All right.
I think I might have a pair of your mom's underwear.
Oh, dear.
Extra large. But they're really clean.
Yep.
He's gonna calm down.
Oh, well, we've got all cats inside, right?
Yeah. That's wrong.
Take picture button.
So I got the
Okay.
rope locator.
I'm gonna have to share this. Share this. I think I can pop right when we left off.
Perfect.
Or maybe not. Hold on. What did I do?
Yeah,
I saw it. Hang on. I'm gonna try this again because I saw something there.
All right.
But now it takes me to this.
Wow, man.
Alright, hang on. I know what I'm doing.
I've never seen my shirts come so clean.
One face centered.
Doing laundry.
Oh, no. Sorry, but I think I did this.
I think
You
it was
did that
this
one. That was the last slow, but I had cleaned it up. I had done it really, really well before that.
Oh, okay.
Willow launcher. Ghost gets body slammed so fast she becomes a blur,
Well, I
and when
put,
Willow emerges, she's got long white ghost fluff stuck between her teeth, like a trophy. Me and Gerald are just watching like two dads at a firework display. Sandra finally escapes her Zoom, slaps her laptop shut, and shoos all four of us out of the kitchen, like she's clearing out drunk clubbers at 3 a.m. Later that night, she brings Mom a bottle of wine and tells her the whole saga.
One face near left edge.
They're glaring because now the entire house smells like Gerald and Ghost. 10 out of 10 chaos will invade their kitchen again. Follow for more chaos, ha ha ha. Let me take you back to summer, when Gerald the Gin...
Awesome. Okay, so 5,000 workshop Wednesday point, or no, 5,000 fitness Friday points. Let's see about this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. Oh, are you gonna... But 32 trillion Tidy Up Tuesday points.
Wow, that's good.
It is. I'm really pleased with how much he's let me do. And how many Wacky Weekend points? Let's see. Let's see this. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
One face near left edge.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. Let's see, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57.
One face centered.
60, 61, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 90. 1, 2, 3, 4. 94 million Wacky Weekend points.
Wow.
Yeah, so we did really well, guys.
Hmm.
It's an awesome possums.
That is good.
Yeah, it is awesome. I'm really proud of us.
Yeah.
We did good. So 5,000 for Fitness Friday. 32.
One face centered.
24 million for Wacky Weekend and 32 trillion for Tidy Up Tuesday. So woohoo! Great.
Wow, that's good.
It is amazing. It is very amazing.
And yeah, I found the video that we left off on. It was
Nice.
still there
Yeah,
somehow.
that's perfect. Well, yeah,
I thought I closed everything off by mistake. I'm going, oh, it's still there. That's good.
Nice. So this is going to be posted on all 3 channels. And
Excellent.
yeah, so we're going to post that. Okay, so just new business before we go. We did what do you guys think of making the humor night a regular thing? Like the humor day, a regular thing.
Yeah, that sounds a good idea.
Okay. And I also spoke with Jeremy this morning, and we did, last Friday, Jackie, Roy, Jeremy, and myself did a game night. And it went really well. Jeremy's wondering if we can make that a regular thing. What do you guys think about that?
A game night, what kind of games like did you guys do?
Well, the game that I invented, because see, I'm inventing different games that we can play as a bunch of people on Zoom kind of thing. So what we did was we did like a word game. It was called Cat Care, and so we did this game where the cards represented letters. So you'd roll the dice, and the person got to pick up like however many cards the dice rolled, and that was fine. And then from ace to queen of clubs from ace to king of clubs and diamonds. That was A to
From a
A
to a king.
that would have been A through M letters, and then to like ace to king of hearts and spades was N through Z letters, and then each of them had
One face centered.
and stuff. And then you could, if it was your turn, you could steal some of your opponent's letters, and we were making words that had to do with cat care, like. One word somebody had was fuzz, and one word was litter, and one word was box, and so it was really cool. Yeah, so it was really fun.
That does sound cool.
Yeah.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah, it was really fun. We had a lot of time watching Jeremy spill his cherry coke all over the place.
Uh-oh.
That was fun.
He made a mess, did he?
He did. But yeah, so I'm pretty I was pretty excited about that. We don't have to do that game each time. If sometimes I might invent a game, sometimes I might adapt a game that we already have here. for people online. So it's something that worked out quite well. So
And how often do you want to do these?
yeah, well, that's what I'm wondering, right? Because we're all really busy. We're all really busy people. I know Jeremy wants to do the game night once a week, but I don't know. We'll have to think about that one. If we do them, because we have to be pretty committed if we do them.
Maybe like
One face centered.
a week or whatever. and then-
Okay, yeah, we
Like
could.
not every weekend, but 1 minute. Oh, Emma says 1 minute.
Okay,
He's gonna type something.
all right, no worries. Of course. Boop, boop. You be giving me a bippy bap there, Celestia?
I'm just thinking because we are all quite busy and we have other things going on. Maybe once a week might be a little too often to do both these things.
Yeah, but they're both so awesome. Like they're
Amber's typing. Just a second. Let's give her time to finish
Yeah,
typing
no
before we
problem.
jump into it.
Of course. Of course. Here, Roy, can you hand me that litter box? Oops.
Every 2 weeks.
Every 2 weeks? Okay.
So, like,
Is there, as long as everybody realizes
so we skip
when
a
it-
week and then do another week? Is
when
that what
it's
you're
on
saying?
now.
It's kind of like New Business does? With every second and fourth week? That works.
Okay. Well, that worked.
Yeah,
Yeah,
'cause we all
because
do have busy lives, and
we
there's always
do.
stuff going on.
Is this the second Saturday in May? Yes, it is. It is the second. Okay. So, yeah, because, like, especially during the season. See, in the winter time, we could up the event to, like, once a week or something if we really wanted. But during the season, it's really, really tough. Like, the only reason we're not out somewhere
Yeah,
right
that
now
works.
with the cats
Here.
is because we don't
Are
have
you
the money.
typing something, Amber? Sorry.
Okay, how am I supposed to get it in here with these two?
Watch your heads, guys.
There. With these two galoops in here.
Just make sure you level it out.
Oh, you have a worker too, Amber. That counts, right? Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind doing every 2 weeks. Sometimes I
Okay.
have meetings that is out of town for the board.
Yeah,
do.
see, everything's going
But-
on in the summers.
Yeah.
So those ones, like that, if we get, I know I have one coming up in June, but I'm going to be doing it from home, but
Right.
I won't be able to join right at, well, maybe a little bit afternoon I could join up, but
possibly,
in
yeah.
case I go to
Well, it
Toronto,
doesn't
I
have
won't be
to
able
be.
to join.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be Saturday afternoons either, guys. Unless you guys want it to be. But Saturday afternoons are like prime cat therapy public time. It's like,
Yeah, that sounds good, because I
So-
don't meet until June, so.
yeah. No. You guys all have an opinion and a say. You guys are the people who show up to this stuff. You guys are the people who show up for this stuff, so you guys have a say.
Definitely.
Right? Like, it's up to you guys. Now, what would we do? Would we do, like, a game night one time and a humor night another time? Or what would we try and do?
Well, yeah, that works.
Okay.
So, like, we could do, like, you know, what we just did with the videos and stuff.
Yeah, the
And then
humor night,
next
the
one
humor
would be
day.
like a fun game night, a fun game thing.
Yeah, okay. All right. So what we can do
If you,
is we can do it on the 2nd and
Gonna be
4th.
coming down.
Wow.
what do you
Oh, the
think,
door's
Amber?
open.
Do you like that idea?
It used to be. I did put the friggin' chain on, or the doodad on.
Well, I think it's good.
Yeah, I think because I know we needed to do more to stay connected with each other, because of all the stuff that's happening, like all the stuff that's going on and happening, like in our communities with the cats and stuff like that. It's hard to, it's easy to get into a business where, but we have to figure out what days we want to do it. I mean, do we want to try? Because I know Saturdays are pretty much rubbish for me. Because
why don't we pick the next date, or you can let us know.
okay, so
What's today's date? The 9th.
This
right?
is the 9th, so this is the second
And next
Saturday.
one will be the 16th.
Okay, 16th. So next week's going to be the 16th. I am not free then. Absolutely not. My
Okay.
brother's coming.
And then leaves us to the 23rd.
23rd. There's a car show that we were going to take the cats to.
Okay.
So
Then
that's
the
no
20.
that's no good.
And then it's the 30th, and then we're into June.
The Retrofest.
All right.
Yeah. Saturdays are rubbish. We could do it on Friday nights.
Oh, we could do like a Friday too.
Yeah, we could do it. Why don't we do it this way? Why don't we leave it as a floating date? We'll leave it sometime during the second and fourth weeks of the month, but we'll do it a different date each time.
Yeah.
I will let you guys
like
know.
Friday nights.
Friday nights? Yeah, let's try Friday nights. Because
I know right now I'm
Yeah.
helping out with Friday. Now, Friday night.
One face near left edge.
the parade is Friday night, yeah.
All right.
Shit.
So not Friday nights.
Yeah, see, that's Friday and
Friday
Saturday
night.
nights are so
Or
bad.
do you want to do it after I'm done with hockey, Amber? Because that's wrapping up soon.
Oh, yeah, we could do that.
What's up? I'll help out. You okay, Amber? I volunteer with hockey, and they're into the
Oh,
playoffs,
yeah, for
but
sure.
It's almost done. Like this was the first week of playoffs. I think
Okay.
next week would be the next playoff. I think they'll be wrapping up after that.
Right. Well, you know something? If we start it, say
One face near left edge.
Oh, that parade is earlier. Okay, so if we would start it, say at 8 o'clock on a Friday night, that would be 6 o'clock Amber's time,
Yep.
and that would be
Like
whatever.
we do for karaoke.
Yes. Yeah. So we can do it. We can do it every. Yeah, we can do it every other Friday night.
Okay.
Okay. Now
So we
sometimes
already did
like.
it today, so
Mhm.
why don't we brainstorm what date looks good, and then see if everybody's free
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, because that way we can if it's not. Sometimes I'm going to be traveling. Like I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be traveling a lot of times on Fridays. So what I'm thinking about.
One face near left edge.
If it falls on one of our nights, we can change it to Thursday night.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't fall with to stay connected. And
Yeah, no, I know. Well, 8 o'clock
Near top left edge.
tonight, that should be okay, right?
If we ever
Oh,
get
hot
money
topic
again, I'd like to
sometimes.
go back to the friggin' ocean.
Near left edge.
But how do you guys feel about like a date? Like pick a date and see if this works.
Pick a
and then-
date and see if everybody's free for it. Okay, yeah. So
What do you
when
think, Amber?
yeah, that makes sense.
One face near left edge. Centered. Near top left edge.
It's hard to get everybody together. when
That's
you're so
true,
busy.
yeah. So everybody should be able to. Everybody should okay. So now I would then make an announcement, say tomorrow, and I would say, okay, we're gonna do during the 4th week of May. Does anybody what day does anybody have free during? What days do people have free during the 4th week of May? And then we make a decision.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
What do you think,
It's the
Miss?
fourth weekend
What do you think,
in May,
Amber?
it's the retro.
Mhm. So that's why we're doing a floating date.
Right.
So that we can either do it on a Wednesday or a Tuesday or whatever date we can do it, rather than sticking it to a certain day.
Yeah. Make it so
Yeah.
nobody wants to go.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because that works. I know when I have some meetings, they try to work.
One face near left edge.
Mhm.
You too, Amber, and then that seems to work.
Yep. 8 Peavers. I'm so happy with how he looks.
Yeah, right on.
Like he's still got quite a forest on his back still.
Right.
But I'm happy
gotta
with
go,
the
Amber?
progress we've made with him
Amber has
today.
to leave.
Okay.
So we're calling it a night, calling it I guess evening.
You bet.
Afternoon.
That works.
I don't know.
Yep. Okay, everyone, and everyone on YouTube, please enjoy the show. And we will definitely be back in the next episode.
Pause record 3 hours, 52 minutes,
Wow.
59 seconds.
Definitely.
Face near 3 hours. Pause record. Take pic. Stop record.